Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Where's everyone checking in from? I was on a little bit before and we were talking a lot about ghosting. Do we think it's bad or good? Hey guys, hey. Our conclusion, I think, on the last one was that really people should just be honest, even if you're not feeling it. Where's everyone checking in from? I see people in the box. I'll bring people up once I have 1,000 likes. Hi, Big Wayne. Hey, Stella. We were talking about ghosting earlier. We didn't really get off that, so I also wanted to talk about what's the scariest thing about dating. I'm not waiting around for that. Typically, it goes up pretty quick. I don't know if that's Triggle that I requested. You could also say in the comments what you think as far as ghosting or dating, the scariest part. I know a lot of people have different thoughts about it. I personally think the scariest part is one, wasting my time, and two, men after, especially being on TikTok, men having expectations after a date as far as like intimacy. That's probably my biggest fear. Finding someone that you really like, but the pom is whack. All right, that's fair. I think that's just a risk we have to take, right? You'd have to ask Big Wayne what they mean. I don't know if you meant as far as the woman or the man. But I guess both could be. Stretched out. Mileage stretched out, no feeling. So like I've heard that before. I don't know if that's a thing. Because as we know, the woman is like magical, and that no, I feel like a lot of times even like there, as far as the not good. Okay, well, not good. Yeah, that could be. Oh yeah, for sure. People in here.
Jessica, how are
Nice
you?
stuff.
So,
Hey, how are you?
hi,
Wasting
David.
energy. I agree with that one.
So, what's the scariest thing about dating? The scariest thing about dating is really not knowing exactly who you're getting involved with. Are they a psychopath? Like, are they a pedophile? I mean, just finding out exactly.
One thing, just quickly, just be careful. Don't say the P word on the live, or you will
Okay,
they will
Yeah.
get bananaed very fast.
sorry.
Yeah. F1 in the comments, guys. F1 in the comments.
So, I mean, it's just at this point is it's really, investing yourself in that individual. Like, are they trustworthy? Are they a person of integrity? I mean, it's the scariest part, I think, dating is, you basically said before, wasting your time.
Yeah,
And that's why a lot of times is communication is very important.
for sure.
And then as far as why do you think people ghost? I think people ghost is because they're not mature enough to say, look, this isn't working out. Or the fact is maybe they're just not ready to have that serious conversation with somebody to take accountability or whatever the case is. And so a lot of times is individuals ghost people. But I think that people are adults. I think you should be able to talk it out and say, you know what, this isn't working. I'm sorry. Maybe we'd be friends. Or maybe, I just don't think we're compatible. But, it was nice meeting you. I hope you have a great day. I hope you find what you're looking for. Simple as that.
Yeah, but like now I'll step in quickly. That's obviously really difficult, and I think the main reason people ghost is just because they don't have the proper communication skills, or are just scared of the conversation. And it's hard to like tell somebody, hey, I don't like you. It's much easier to just ghost them. But the problem is getting ghosted. I'm saying I've gotten ghosted before. It sucks. It really sucks. Like it depends how long you've been talking before. Like I was talking to someone for a few months, and they got ghosted, and I got ghosted. It actually, that specific case, turns out their phone got taken away. This was a while ago. The phone got taken away by their parent, and I was like so insulted. Eventually, they got their phone back. It was crazy. Like it was like, yeah. But I would say this: ghosting sucks. It really does. It's just don't do it. Just literally quick, like little, like, yeah, hi. It's not gonna work out.
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
Scariest thing about dating is finding out that they are a transgender individual. Like I would say
Fact,
that's the scariest thing.
facts. I would hang myself.
I wouldn't go that far, but it would be unfortunate.
Yeah, I've actually heard that too, from more so men. Um, I think too, like if that's something you're scared about, maybe just have those conversations up front.
Right.
I have
But
a
a lot
crazy
of
story about this. A real story that like is it's yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I was in California. This is again also not too recently. And this is back when I was much more sexually active. So I was doing hookups. And I matched with this girl on Tinder. Blonde hair, good, like good looking, right? Only had one picture. It was a little weird, and they kind of were covering their face with the phone a little bit. But like they looked like they would be good looking. So I'm like, whatever, I'll get the snap. I'll see what they look like. I don't really care, right? So I matched. Anyways, they texted me, and they only had a number, not snap. So I'm like, whatever, not a big deal. They're probably good enough looking. Like I'm not like you just couldn't see their face. And anyways, after like texting for like an hour or two, like, oh yeah, you want to meet up? Because like again, I was on vacation in like California. I wasn't like, I was like I was literally like I was like yeah, I was down to maybe get like a few hookups. Anyways, it's like right when they're about to leave, they're like only like 20 minutes away, and then there's like, hey, by the way, can I tell you something? I'm like, what? They're like, I'm a dude.
Oh no.
No, it gets worse. It gets worse. I'm like, oh, okay. They didn't say that. Like they're like, I'm transgender. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm not gay. Sorry, right? They literally sat there. I promise you, for 10 minutes, trying to convince me that like they were getting literally philosophical. They were saying like how I literally like they're like, bro, you'll have no idea. I give the best head, and they're like, and they said this to me. They're like, they literally said to me, like a mouth is just a mouth. I promise you, this dude. And I'm sorry. I'm not gay. I'm just not attracted to men. And then they were just like, but I'm not a man. I'm very feminine. Like, anyways, I'm like, so when they said the mouth comment, I'm like, yeah, because I was with my grandfather actually. Like, long story. I'm like, yeah. Well, if a mouth is just a mouth, I might as well have my grandfather give me head instead. That's what I told him.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Anyways, long story short, yeah. So like, I apologize, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. But it was just like, in general, people are more upfront about these things. It would save so much trouble and stress.
We're up front though, no?
What do you think?
They
yeah,
want
I
more up front, no?
oh, my thing is the biggest thing I'm scared about is dating is meeting someone that's a fucking a maniac or that is like a what do people call it? That's like they get so angry when they can't get their way and they start getting violent.
Um,
Immature?
No, not immature. It's like I would hate to be with like a very very violent person.
So person with a temper?
No, like a very bad temper, like on some like damn, I can't think of the word,
Maniac?
but yeah, like that's the scariest thing. Like a lot of people like are like low key fucking crazy.
I mean, I think that all comes with getting to know them, right?
My scariest thing is dating like a low key like a predator, a child predator. Because I have a daughter, so that would be scary for me if the person I was talking to was like, you know what I'm saying. I didn't know that they had that history. That's very scary.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely have to take a lot more considerations when it comes to children. Coming like being in the picture, I think. I don't have children, but that's what I would assume. And
The
I hear
vetting process must be thorough.
what's that?
The
D, you
vetting
speaking
process
fast.
must be thorough, man. A lot of people skip that part in dating and they don't have what's called discernment.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
No one wants to wait. They want to get this ball rolling yesterday. He's pretty, he's cute, or she's cute. She does all the things. Oh, I got the fuzzy feelings, and then just crash. Boop.
Except I've heard it takes 3 to 4 months to really know someone.
After that honeymoon phase, the love bomb.
And there's I don't know if it's a relationship coach on here, and she says to wait 3 months, I think it is, for any physical intimacy. So kissing, sleeping with someone, all of that.
Especially if you're grown and you have things.
I argue with her. She's not interested in having conversation, but she's so wrong. I'm sorry. She's
Yo, I don't think you could waste your time. I think dating is active. So like, and I don't feel like you lose nothing because I believe that if you dating, you trying to the purpose of dating is trying to find somebody you can spend the rest of your life with, hopefully.
That's not
So,
right,
huh?
Alex, for some of us.
Right, for some of us. But you learning as you go along. You taking in things like, okay, so with this person, this how this person came to me, found out this person was this way later, you taking notes. You're supposed to be taking mental notes. So it help you that's what help with your discernment. Right, you learn from the experiences that you have in dating, right, and so it make you a little more aware from the next person and the next person, and hopefully you find the person that you're looking for. Me, you know how I feel. I just don't believe that in this time, in this day and age, I don't think that, I think dating is a waste, you know, me personally, because the way, well, I'm gonna deal with your questions. What's the scariest thing about dating? Uh, that's why I keep coming on here. I try to listen to find out if people have their own brain, and most people don't. You hear them going to studies and gurus, and so people. I think that when you with somebody, they have to have their own brain. They have to be in control of their own way of thinking, in control of their own emotions, and when they not, it leaves room for them to base who you are off somebody else. And I think that's dangerous, you know? I think that I tell people I'm smart enough. I don't need to go to that person, this person, that person to find out who you is. I could see who you is. You right in front of me, you know? So to me that's important. The other thing, why do you think people ghost? I don't know. I think that if somebody ghosts somebody, they shouldn't date. You know what I mean? I think that if you're not mature enough to be like, hey, look, this ain't working. I don't want to be with you. I think that you shouldn't be dating. You shouldn't do that because to me that's a childish thing. Like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, the scariest thing about dating is people don't got their own. They don't got their own way of thinking. They haven't figured out what they like yet, and that's why they go to other people. That's why they need other people to tell them what they should be doing. So
Yeah,
that's me.
I agree with that. I think like a lot of people, like you're saying, I kind of hear the same thing, right? So I think when we're dating, we do need to use that discernment and go based off our morals, our judgment, our values, and if this person is aligned. That's how I would think that. I also think that people should be dating. I think that human connection is so important. I think everyone deserves love. So I really do hope that people. I had someone else up here earlier who said they also don't. They're just not dating, and I think that's sad. However,
Yeah.
too, Alex could
Yeah.
speak more on this. Not, I don't know if everyone who's dating is dating for a long-term thing or a relationship.
Yeah, no, I
Well,
I
hello,
have for
hello, can
fun,
I,
extracurricular
Jessica,
activity,
Jessica,
dating
real quick.
apps
Oh,
and profiles.
Alex, hold on one second. Breeze, what's up?
So, so the ultimate thing that we're here to do is to learn, because I don't think a lot of people love themselves. That's why they seek advice from other people. My personal opinion. I could be wrong. But I think when you love yourself and you care about yourself, you understand. It's like I've been around people, right? They want to date, but they can't even sit with themselves for more than an hour. You know what I mean? So if you're not comfortable with yourself for more than an hour, how you expect somebody else to be comfortable with you? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I think the ultimate thing is people have to learn to be comfortable with themselves and love themselves. And when you could do that, you don't care if anybody around you or not. You don't care if you communicate with people or not. You don't care if you're in a relationship or not. You know, because you at peace with yourself. And a lot of us, I believe, are not at peace with ourselves. And I think we date more out of a way of not being alone than actually wanting to share ourselves with the other person.
Can I?
I'm reading the comments, but Alex, if you want to respond really quick, then G, and then Sarah. Oh, Alex, you're muted.
Phones right now, essentially hopeless, right? That's not to say there's someone out there, I'm sure that'll be the exception to the rule and break the mold. But bro, I'm about numbers, and it's just the numbers is not in anyone's favor, guy or girl. Just good luck. Like, if you're the fighter and you want to press on and all that stuff, good luck to you. What I found more success is in-person things. Like, I'm going to Target, Starbucks, wherever, and I'm going to get my daily stuff that I normally do. I run into someone who's genuine, and like we strike a conversation, and it takes off from there. That's been the best route. I have dating programs for fun and entertainment just to see all these girls. Like, you read their bios, it is ridiculous. And I'm sure girls, when you have one and you look at what guy, it's always some dude in a truck and his fish. And like, you girls have your like immediate disqualifiers. Like, guys, if your profile, like when I look at girls, their profile thing is this big and I'm not here for this, that, and hookups, just swipe left. If you like all of them, all of them, the same thing, dime a dozen. That's all I got to say.
All right. G.
Well, it doesn't have to be scary. Um, years ago, I had a fitness company. I had young ladies working for me, and the insurance company allowed us to do background checks on everybody. So they used it for dating, background checks. Okay, it's easy to do background checks.
Yeah.
So and if you find someone you like, and you turn out they find out that they have $500,000 in student loans, you just ghost them. You know,
No.
that's what some of the young ladies I knew was doing. They were doing that. Okay, you meet a guy and he looks good on paper and his background looks really good, and he's in goes on a date and he's in pharmacy school and he's to be a pharmacist. He's got $500,000 worth of debt. She's like, ghost that guy. you know, she doesn't need to acquire that debt. Uh, uh,
I have heard that too, that people do background checks. Yeah.
yeah, I, and I'm older, but when I was dating in my 40s, and a lot of older demographics, we do that. You guys, you don't like to use Google. I mean, come on, it doesn't cost you any money whatsoever to do a background check. I mean, you can get a service for like $29 a month, and you, like I said, you guys are afraid of. That's what you're afraid of. Google, use it. Make
Yeah,
sense?
I personally, I've never done a background check on someone I've gone on a date with. I'm not saying it's a bad idea though.
Link,
Is it
LinkedIn, or
Z?
it's a good idea.
So, um, I have to disagree with you on the whole background thing because there's only so much research you can do on a person because say they are good on record, right? People camouflage to fit your likes and your dislikes if they're a sneaky person. And I say that because um I had to learn the hard way. When you are dating, it can be scary, but you have to jump in there, okay? Like I'm not gonna act like that's not a new experience that does not scare you. However, when you're dating somebody, especially if you're interested in dating them, the one thing you do not do if they ask you well, why didn't your last relationship work out, there are certain details you really should leave out because they will use that to sort of camouflage into the person that you like. For example, I let it be known that I'm someone that I can't be intimate with anybody unless I'm in a relationship with them, like a serious one. And that person acted as if they were interested in me because they actually did want a relationship. They wanted that bond. And once we were intimate, they then started to go. So you have to be very, like, again, discreet with what you share with the person. And that's why it's scary. And again, even if they come off good on record, people that are, crafty, they camouflage to be the person that you want. You just never, ever, ever know.
Yeah, I agree with that. Z then storyteller. Oh, and the Rosser, sorry. Would Z Rosser storyteller?
Yeah, I do feel like what the last person said is definitely true. People just lying just to lie, like they have no reason to lie. You can be in an open relationship, but you'd rather like cheat on people or do whatever. I think that's the scariest part.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing is, a lot of times I do like to know what's happened in their previous relationships, or a lot of times too, I'll get, like, why are you single? Or so that stuff does come up, I feel like, often when I've gone on dates. Like, I don't give a lot as far as my past. I leave it vague. Like, I don't want to get into too much because I agree people could use that against you. Um, yeah.
Let me let me just say, the older you get, the more efficient you want to. Okay, so background checks work.
Stuck on the background checks. Ross, then storyteller. Rosser, you're on mute. Storyteller could go. I don't know. Oh, Rosser. Okay, there you are.
Hello again. Yeah, I agree with G. I use background checks like Truth Finder. I am a little bit older. I got about 20 good summers left, and I don't have time to waste time worrying about the person that I'm with. Now, I may not tell them I did a background check, but sometimes when you go on dates, you can drop little questions, little hints that they should have answered some of the questions that you found on that background check. But I'm, like the lady said above, very limited on what I'm going to tell a person about. I don't answer questions, what type of woman are you looking for anybody? That is something she needs to discover. Otherwise, like they said, she can then morph into whatever I am saying. So I let it just progress naturally. And I really don't kind of engage in the pursuit of like the sexual activity for the first 6 months. In case I did find out something I didn't like, I can walk away without feeling like I stole something in the exchange.
Well, I'll share this. I did a background check on my wife, and she told me we had a great date. We get on the date, and she told me her parents told her never to date a black guy. And I said, "Well, I have a safe house for you. I have a safe house for you." And my wife is sitting right here. She's been here for 12 years. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
I probably suffer from dating paranoia. So like for me, I have my real house and I have a townhome, and generally nobody will know I have that other house probably until a year or two after I actually know them and know who they are.
Bingo. Same here.
That's fair.
B4.
Yep.
Did Ross respond?
Bingo. What are you talking about? The scariest thing about dating? I'd say
Yeah.
getting hurt. And why do I think people ghost? Because I would say, let me think about this one. Because they think they're going to get ghosted. That would be my guess.
So you think people ghost because they think they're gonna get ghosted?
In my mind, nothing's real until it's in my fucking face.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
honestly. I mean,
Ghoster.
What's
what's
that?
that?
I said you're gonna ghost
Nothing's
the
real unless
ghoster.
it's in. I can touch it, feel it, see it.
Okay.
You know, but that's
Yeah.
why I think people ghost.
I think
No issue, you know what I'm saying? None of that shit.
Oh. Can I answer that
that's
one too?
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just think for me that I've noticed, and even for myself, I either ghost people because it wasn't worth my time and I don't feel like hurting their feelings. I also don't feel like I owe them an explanation either. Um, Other times I have ghosted people because at that moment in my life, I realized I wasn't up to par to even be talking to that particular person. So I just withdrew myself from the equation automatically.
Could you elaborate on that? Like what you mean you don't think you're up to?
Right. Standards? Is that what it do you self-sabotage a lot? Because when you say that, are you saying you feel as if that person is out your league and like mentally you're declining? Is that what it is?
Well, if we're being realistic, there are people you meet from time to time who are out of your league. I know we like to feel that that's not a thing, but that is a thing that does occur from time to time. And that doesn't have to be your overall perception of yourself, but there are certain people that
Are
are
you
out of your league.
insecure, bro?
Oh no. See, no, that's definitely self-sabotage. You are deserving of everything that comes your way. When you say you're not worthy of a person, you're robbing yourself. You are worthy of a person. The only thing that's wrong is you just need a mental health break. And everybody's gonna have those days where you need to cry, you get frustrated, whatever you need to do, do that. But never rob yourself of a good person because you feel like you don't meet their standards. You deserve it if you met that person, right? That's self-sabotaging. Stop robbing yourself of good things. You deserve it.
I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
robbing
lie. Don't
of
tell them
robbing
that.
myself because when I was a
Don't tell
lot
them that.
younger, I wasn't
Because
just
that's
willing
how
to
they
do
be
that.
getting bitter and angry because some girl like, ew, get away from me. Or, no, you're ugly and broke. Like, don't tell them that.
Aw.
No,
Some people,
I'm not
like,
bitter nor angry. I'm just a realist. That's
I'm
all I'm
just
saying.
saying it tends to be a thing that men feel like, well, I was nice to her. People said that she's gonna like me because I was nice and I'm a good guy, and then she doesn't like you, and now it's a problem.
Nope, don't have any of those issues. No.
I just think you self sabotage.
This is why men lie.
Right, I just told the truth, right?
Answer something
Yeah.
for me.
No, it's not the truth. I just feel like you just have a lot to unpack. You just self sabotage, bro.
Tell
You
the
deserve
truth.
it. Nobody is out of
What,
nobody's league at the end of the day.
what am I self
That's a
sabotaging?
crazy statement.
No, I say self
What am I self
sabotage.
sabotaging?
For example, if you're saying, well, I felt like I was in a space at this moment where, I wasn't up to par to this person, that's self-sabotage because you feel like you're in a pillar where this person is above you and you're lower than them if you say something like that.
No, if I'm in the position where I can't provide them the lifestyle they're used to, then I am offering them struggle love at that time because I wasn't in the position. I'm not going to stay in that relationship. I'm going to go work on myself, make myself better so that the next time I'm in that situation, I am capable. But I'm not going to give some woman struggle love if I'm not up to her par. What would be the point?
Oh, okay. I get you on that aspect. But then you have to think about too. Stability is not going to be always, whether you're in a relationship or outside of a relationship. So if you guys just want that stability and think that's always going to be the case, then ask yourself, can I see myself with this person in every season when I'm broke, I'm sad, I'm hurting, I'm sick? And if not, you don't need to be with that person. It has something to do with being up to par, you know?
It
Yeah.
sound like low self esteem to
See,
me. It
that's
reeks of self esteem.
When
right.
you're thinking
If
like
I'm if I,
Low
I
self
believe,
esteem.
yeah, I
Because
believe. Listen,
to
listen.
say that, okay, this
I
girl is
believe
used
that.
to dating basketball players. I
Right.
know I can't treat her how the basketball players was. I'm going to talk to the girl who's used to dating construction workers. Because a construction
Yeah,
worker can drop a bag on you too, just not. like a basketball player can.
Yeah,
That's all
I,
I'm saying.
I just
That's all
feel
I'm
that
saying.
human beings shouldn't put limitations on themselves and what they deserve. And I think that that's dangerous when you start getting into the mindset that, oh, I'm not on this person level. It's saying you saying something about you. You pulling yourself down when you say that. I
What
believe
person?
that
What level? That's what I don't know. I don't
that's my
get what you're
point.
talking about.
I
well,
don't get it either. The level. I think that everybody has the same brain function and the
I
Well,
think
same
you
Well,
know that is
well,
not true. You know that's not true.
my neighbor's a dentist. He's done very well for himself. He's built his own house. He's really good with a hammer. You might mistake him for being an actual. You might mistake him for being working in construction, but he's a dentist and he makes really good money. He's available. Would he be somebody you'd be interested in, Zena?
the
I'm not
point.
single, but yeah, that's fine. My man is in construction. My dad is a construction worker, and they both make over 100K.
Yeah, this guy he bought a lot, built his 4 bedroom house, built it himself. While he's a dentist full time, he's good with a hammer. He knows how to spackle. You know.
But the point of a relationship is for the two to build together, right? So, like, if somebody is if you feel that somebody is at a higher level than you, can't you learn from them and pull yourself up to that level?
right.
Rather than telling yourself self-defeating statements like I'm not on this person level, so I'm just gonna ghost and disappear.
Exactly.
when you
Because if you
when
just
you
be
want
That's
to
right.
work with
I
that
mean,
person,
but that's like you want her to wait for you, then.
no, but the thing if
You
Then
have
what
a
do you mean
relationship and you're
he's
not
saying he keeps going with his life and he keeps bettering himself? He knows he can't talk to that woman because he's not where he wants to be in his life.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but and
My
that
my
goes back
neighbor,
to that.
my
That's why I said
neighbor's
That's what I'm
my
talking
neighbor's
about.
still
which
looking
woman?
for a young lady to carry his tool belt. So and I'm sure he's making a couple 100,000 per year.
Sign me up.
yeah, the only thing
Hmm.
is because again, it's disappointing
If
because
you don't
again, you're tearing down yourself
if you don't want a
because
background check,
Hey,
I would pass. I have
Here's the
lots of
fucking
backup plans
problem.
for my.
come on.
yeah, I just feel
Um, I think that it comes down to like when you're
I'm
saying
fucking
that
buzzed.
you should be going in knowing like I'm gonna make this person happy. It shouldn't be so much like what like yeah, I agree. I think you're like
What person?
self-sabotaging yourself if you're saying like let them be the decision maker there. If they're like, "Oh no, this isn't it for me." But you're saying, "I like this person, but I don't think I'm the person for them." Do you know what I mean? It
Like
just I don't like that
I
doesn't
never
make
said
sense
that.
to me.
oh no, not you. It was somebody else. But yeah, like don't ever go in a relationship thinking, oh yeah, I'm out of this person's league because maybe my finances don't meet up to her standards. If you think that, then you need to just date yourself for a moment and build your confidence up before you jump in there at the end of the day. Because when it comes to a relationship, it's give and take. And if you're the same person you were like when you dated this person 5 years down the road, ask yourself, is this person for your better or for your worse? Because when you're in a relationship, even when as we grow, we only get older, we don't get younger. You're supposed to evolve into a new person, not remain the same. I think of dating and even growing up into adulthood as a metamorphosis. You go in that cocoon, you evolve, you learn, you change old habits, you come out a
Somebody put a
new
quarter in the
person.
merry-go-round.
Yeah,
And
but that's
Fuck.
the
Let's be
point.
1,000%, bro. The main reason why
I
people
am a
get
thousand
ghosted in the
fucking
first
percent,
place
man.
is because they just weren't worth it.
oh, Alex.
Okay, but I was just saying, like at the end of the day,
No,
if you
if
feel
you
as
got
this,
Okay,
ghosted,
don't.
you didn't cut it.
Okay,
what
You just didn't cut it.
good, good
I just feel
deal,
what
man. Good deal.
sorry, huh?
That
It
or
is
they
what
had
it
good
is.
conversations
Because if
going
you
at
were
one
worth
time and
it,
those
they
other
wouldn't
two
have ghosted
conversations
you.
didn't happen.
Oh, I don't know. I was talking about ghosts. I was just talking about as far as saying that you're not up to somebody's par. Evolve. Life is not going to be the same unless you're not trying to put in any effort to change. At the end of the day,
Well, hold on a minute. Let me be
But
devil's
you
Okay,
advocate
want him,
can
here.
I ask
okay,
a
what are
question?
you saying? You want him to like metamorphosize and become this character to be able to appease this woman?
that's not what I'm saying. I said in a relationship is give and take.
But he's not
It's
in a
like they
relationship with her. He just he
okay,
just
but the
seen her.
thing is, that's just like, for example, I say I didn't have nothing going for me. I didn't go to college. I don't have a job, but I meet somebody that I am attracted to, and I feel like I'm out of their league. That person can literally help you evolve, help you get a job, help you do things evolving. Like things are changing in each point of your life. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying catfish the woman, but what I'm saying is if you remain in the same place as you were when you're dating somebody, then ask yourself, is this person for your better or for your worse? Because if you're the same person you were when you first got into a relationship, even as you grow as your own person, then you don't need to be dating. You need to date yourself. You need to find out about yourself.
Say,
You know what I'm saying?
can I ask you?
That's all
Can
I'm
Can
I
I
ask
ask
you
saying.
the
say a
opposite of that
question?
question, please?
I hear all this
Who,
wicked stuff.
who's
Say, can I ask
giving
a
the
question?
advice?
Say, can I
Who's
ask a
giving the
question?
advice?
Say, can I ask a question? I'm sorry.
This is
Oh,
not
Is
my
it
show.
Say?
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking. So someone wanted to ask a question. So go ahead.
Say, are you over? Say, are you over age 25?
no, I'm 23.
Okay. Do you know that the woman body and brain doesn't fully develop until adulthood, until age 25? So, to your point about evolving and changing, while you're going through that change, excuse me, who's this guy? Mute.
Okay, I'll mute them.
Is it
I think it's Rosser.
Rosser?
Yeah.
Can you mute yourself, please? Thank you.
And
Um,
yeah.
as you're evolving and changing
Mm-hmm.
while with a guy, 90 times out of 10, from age 21 to 23 or 25, that guy is not going to be the guy you want to spend the rest of your life with. So you want him to spend his time helping you evolve into a person that probably you're not going to spend your life with. You want him to spend that time helping you to get to that point. Is that what you want? You
That's
understand
not
my?
what I meant. Maybe I didn't reoccur the thing I meant. When it comes to self-sabotaging, because his words were, oh, well, I feel like I'm not up to her part. But at the end of the day, we meet people unexpectedly. And say if you still are in that situation where you feel like, you don't really have nothing going, you got a steady job, but you feel like you can really you have more potential than that. Somebody can pull you out of there and literally exploit that potential so you could be the best you can be. That's what I meant when it came in terms of self-sabotaging, not just a relationship just to have a relationship. I feel as if some people don't need to be dating because they self-sabotage, and instead of dating they need to date themselves. They need to learn more about themselves at the end of the day. But when you're in a relationship, at the end of the day, it's give and take. I'm not saying wait around and wait for this person to do right, because that is a waste of time. But when it comes down to as far as self-sabotaging, either you need to put yourself out there if you're ready to date and you have the capacity to date, and wait to somebody like has the same wavelength of energy as you, or simply just don't date at all, because you need to be dating yourself, because you're literally degrading yourself because you feel as if somebody doesn't meet your standards, and it's crazy to me. That's what I
So
meant by that.
let me clarify
Are
what I
you?
meant, if I may. So when I say up to par, I'm not really just talking about finances and things to that effect. Like I met a woman, and then as I started meeting her friends and her families and the things that
Mm-hmm.
they like to do, it was very clear I was not going to fit within that group of people. At that time, I ascertained it was no need for me to continue wasting her time when I didn't want to be around her and the people that she was hanging around and the stuff that she was doing. It didn't matter whether she liked me or not. I already knew I wasn't going to fit into that scenario. That's what
You
I'm
don't
talking
like
about.
When you say
you don't like
scenario,
you don't
what?
like NASCAR, huh?
Like that's why
I
I was
love
confused when he
NASCAR,
said
actually.
scenario. Yeah, but like because he didn't specify. But when he said his initial statement, it is a form of self-sabotage. That's all I meant it by. Like,
Yeah, yeah. But like for me,
You
like
went
I'm
way
not going
too
to go
deep
through
on
a,
that. Way too deep.
yeah, yeah.
NASCAR.
Said
Yeah,
that.
like scenario, like they went to a party, everybody's drinking Hennessy and Dominoes. I'm not going to fit in. I don't even know how to play dominoes.
oh,
No, I don't.
okay, okay, yeah. Because I didn't know. Like, it was just very vague. All I said was I just felt as if when it comes to self-sabotage again, like that's a whole process.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you, but that's not what I was talking about. But I understand how you understood that.
And when you just reset it, it comes down to you not really like you not wanting it then. So then that makes more sense. Yeah, I agree. I was what you were saying.
Well, you dating older? Dominoes? You said you were in the
They play
30s?
dominoes. They still play dominoes. I see them.
Oh
Bottle of
man.
Hennessy and a run of dominoes. That's their
Y'all don't
party.
know
I
how to
don't know
play
what it means.
dominoes?
No, I don't know how to play dominoes. Never played it.
Bro,
I'm
it's
sorry.
all
Dang.
about
I'm thinking
Uno.
about
Let's be
backgammon.
real. It's
I'm
all
thinking
about
about
Yeah.
Uno.
backgammon.
Yeah, you think about backgammon. Now that's old. Jesus.
So I have a question for everyone because I hear this a lot as far as like what people are scared of, and they say rejection. So do we think that's just like an ego thing for people?
Are we going top to bottom
Mm,
or?
Yeah, we could go top to bottom. That's cool.
Opinion, yes, because you have some people that really cannot handle rejection because they're used to having their way, and to me that starts from childhood. But I'm not gonna get too deep in that. So yes, definitely places to ego. At the end of the day, rejection is not that deep. You take the L and move on. There's gonna be somebody else that's gonna want you.
Yeah, I agree. Rosser, Alex, Breeze, G, Z, storyteller.
Rawson, the floor is yours.
Yeah.
Take it off mute, Rawson.
Busy. Thank you. Thank you.
You're mute, Rosser.
Uh-oh. Bro, Reggie.
We'll bring it back up here. All right, Alex, you can
I
go.
guess I'll go real quick, and like, when he comes in, I'll stop. But yeah, I think rejection is only tough to
So
deal with because people aren't used to dealing with it. You suck at what you don't practice.
Right. So when we have people up here earlier saying like they're just not dating, they're going to be out of practice.
Well, I mean, look, if you've been dating for a while and you don't have an appetite for it anymore, it's not because you're out of practice. It's because you're now too versed in it. You know, it's like, would you hire the guy who's really good at interviewing jobs or the guy who sucks at interviewing jobs? You'd hire the guy who sucks at interviewing jobs because clearly he's not used to jumping from job to job, right? You get too good at doing an interview, that puts up a red flag, and you should be like, hold on a minute. Why is this guy so like a well-oiled machine? This guy's used to just going from one job to the next. So why would I hire you thinking you're just going to jump to the next job and leave?
Or they're trying to find the good fit.
That may be the case, or just someone's way too good at it, right?
Maybe they're a really good closer.
We're not talking about haircuts.
That's
I
sales,
mean,
right?
if we're
Closers.
talking haircuts, I'm
One
going to
thing.
go to the guy with the shitty haircut.
There you go. See, a crappy
But I
haircut's
don't
a good
think. But
sign.
I don't think dating is like a crappy haircut.
No, dating's kind of more like how did you get dressed, how you put yourself together. You know,
Comfortably, most of the time.
it's a whole gang of things, right? It's like if someone has good tactics and they close, like I don't think that that's indicative of like this person's a crappy employee. I just go, okay, they have good tactics. That's useful. It's clearly showing the skill. But when you're good at interviewing, like really good, I'm like, how many jobs? Where's your work history? Let me see that piece of paper again.
Right, but that list is long, and you know that guy with a lot of jobs has been battle tested. He's
Right.
gonna know how to do anything that you need.
So,
Well,
question: if
I
a
think
girl
I
you're
think
trying to consider for dating, if she has more applicants that she's had for the
Listen, Alex,
job,
I do not want a virgin. I want a woman that's
I
well
understand
versed
you
in
don't.
love.
So you're saying the past wouldn't matter for you?
Oh no, no,
All
not
right,
at all.
that's your prerogative.
you know, guys. You I don't know if you've met one before, but lady of the night will tell you. I can't tell you how many times I've been proposed to. They get proposed to a lot, don't they?
You go
Body
walking
count doesn't
after
count.
midnight in Memphis, don't you?
Past does matter,
I
bro.
I want to hear also. We could also come back to this, but I want to hear what say is it. What you said in the comments about your biggest fear.
My biggest fear is not rejection. I don't care. I've been to rejection since I was a child. I don't give a damn. You know? To me, my biggest fear is being fetishized. And what I mean by that is, this is why I mentioned you have to be careful about what information you share when you're interviewing, as you guys call it, because people that will camouflage to be what you want, but they'll secretly fetishize you. At least that's what I've been through. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what background you come from. I date because like I'm genuinely looking for somebody. But I've had people that they just wanted me because I'm black. I like gothic things, and they think that's something interesting to have and brag about. And then they will say sort of backhanded compliments. Like I've had somebody tell me that I'm pretty for a black girl that likes enjoying white activities, which is like insulting. No, but this is the funny part. Like, you see how you guys laugh because you see like that's sort of weird to say, but they genuinely think that's a compliment, and it's really scary. Like, are you with me for me? Or are you with me because I'm like a trophy of some sort? It's
God,
really weird.
let me just say this. The first thing I thought about when you said in the Gothic, I was thinking, do you have
Fishnets.
do you have a rare blood type? Oh, because those guys are like into that. You're B negative blood type. Like I had a young lady say to me that in dating, like, you have a rare blood type,
Uh,
and she
no,
wanted to drink some of my blood.
no,
Yeah.
but I
But
do have
yeah,
monolids, which is basically like I have feline type eyes. They're very small and it's like
right.
slanted. So yeah, I guess because people, I don't know. It's just, ugh, I
I think you should
can't.
find a way to make it work to your advantage. I mean, look, people are going to say crazy stuff all the time. I've never seen that or heard that. I think that's wild. That's why I'm just kind of like, wait, what? And so I guess it makes sense to feel the way you feel about it. If someone said, "Oh, you're cute for a Puerto Rican" or something like that, I'd just be like, yeah.
But that's
I just think it's
insinuating
weird.
that, all black women to them aren't attractive, but I'm the exception. That's why it's weird, you know?
Well,
Well, that's where you take
but
pity in them and just go,
you
well,
did
clearly
say,
they're not experienced and they haven't been around the world and looked around enough.
Would
yeah,
you rather
you said
hear that they think everyone's attractive and you're just on the list?
Right.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
well, you
true.
did
But
say
they're
about.
saying it indirectly. Why would you want that? That's a backhanded compliment. Either I'm pretty or I'm not.
But listen, say you did say Gothic, right?
Yeah, I'm into God.
Okay, so there's always going to be something that
I
differentiate
know
you
shit.
from other people that they're going to be attracted to,
No,
right?
yeah, I don't have a problem with they're attracted to my aesthetic, but
Okay, there's always going to be that one differentiator that makes you absolutely
Fuck.
special
mhm.
that they're going to be attracted to. So you need to accept that.
I do accept that, but don't mention the skin color. That's where it gets weird, you know?
Well, what? All right, so take me for example, right? Hold on. Let's extend an olive branch, right?
Right.
Let's say I only date black girls, right? Because I'm not black, right? But what if that's my only
Wait, you're
thing? And
not?
I'm like, I'm chasing you partly because you're black, but not just because you're black. It's everything else attached to it.
Hmm.
I'm mad. I don't care. Like, no matter how y'all try to flip it, it's just weird. It's a backhanded compliment.
No. I'm not saying it like trying to flip it. I'm just asking to,
No, I get your point.
expand
Like,
that
that
thought.
makes sense. Like, that makes sense. But again, the way they say it is completely different. It's sort of like, you're not my type, but you're the exception. I just want to date you to experience. I'm nobody experiment.
So what's your pickup line say to a guy like that? Okay, a Gothic guy. What
I've
are you
never
looking
talked
for?
to a gothic guy. I'm too shy. I just let people just naturally gravitate towards me, if that makes any sense.
Why
Okay,
y'all
so
be asking stuff
That's
like
what
that?
women do. Yeah, it's pretty
they
We did
natural.
not
gravitate
go around pursuing y'all.
they
Mhm.
they gravitate towards you. They
Yeah.
gravitate towards you. So that's something that you have a magnetic or personality or so would guys think that that's strange? You saying that you like guys to gravitate towards you?
That's not
Is
the
that a?
though.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, what's even more wrong with just saying like the reason why I'm attracted to you is because you're so unique and different, and never ran across that, and I just don't have the words because I'm not experiencing expressing whatever that is I'm looking at.
Okay,
There
but
you go.
see how you're saying it? That's a good way to say it, but that's
Yeah,
not
but
how they say it, is what I'm saying, love. Like
but
if you
some
say,
people you have to meet people where they're at. Some people are just ignorant, bro.
and
It's a
that's all
fact
that
that
is.
like
That's all I'm
they
trying to
just
say.
don't got the words. You got Like, you know, when it's
Fucking
like a
ignorant.
very underhanded compliment, as in they're doing it to like tear you down, and then there's just them being genuine, where it's like it's an underhanded comment, but they mean well. Like they're just trying to describe what's happening, and they just don't
Alex,
have.
you're a very nice guy. I
And
mean
no
that from
one
the bottom of my
cares.
heart.
Yeah, I've had my few, but it's just
Google
been
is
scary.
free.
Thank you.
Social
I think
awareness,
Hey
goddamn
G, if
racial
you ever get the chance
sensitivity.
to
I don't
watch
care.
someone
It's
drink your blood, it's
2023.
kind of funny.
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
I'm sorry. What did Cinnamon say? I didn't hear her.
No, I was
Oh, I
talking
said
to
it's
G. I said if she
2023.
ever gets
People
the
need to have
chance.
social awareness, racial fucking sensitivity. I don't care.
Yeah, that never
There are
works.
no excuses. Oh, it was well meaning. I
sensitivity.
don't care.
Yeah, that's
That's
all.
fucking hilarious.
That's all. But yeah, I understand what you got. What how you guys are saying it. There's nothing wrong
Here's
with that,
here's the thing.
But the way
You
I'm
know,
used
I
to
think
talking,
people should have financial sensitivity. You know, they shouldn't
I
make fun of broke people like me. You know, who just can't take you out on $300 dates.
No, I think it's fair though. Like if she's
They
picking
How
don't
that
make
dare
up
you
fun of
tear
you.
me
They
for
just say
down?
you're
Like, why
broke.
would you tear me down
That's
just
not
because I
making
keep
fun of you.
climbing the
I
social
hear you,
hall?
Alex. There's no love for a broke boy.
Yeah, I know, I know. I mean,
Hey,
fuck my feelings, you know. Just I'm trying. I'm a good person, but that doesn't matter because I'm not
Facts
climbing the
over
ladder when
feelings.
the man is keeping us
no,
all down. Like, what am I gonna
no,
do?
no.
It don't matter to the
What
woman
are
you
you?
want
What
and
are
the
we gonna
woman who
do?
sits
Gee
here.
Well,
golly
girls
whittaker.
don't. You know, kids are expensive, and girls don't date broke boys. That's the way it goes. So, I guess I'm
People aren't
screwed,
having
right?
kids. I don't know if y'all know that, but we're in a birth decline globally. So
Right.
right
Yeah.
as it should be.
Because kids got way
no,
more
Huh.
literally,
expensive.
Yeah,
who
but
who's
that's
about to have these
dangerous.
lineages and goddamn fucking no, we're not doing that. Y'all are complaining over $300 child support. Please stop
Hey, may I ask a question?
Wait, why does child support exist?
because y'all try to
Three,
abandon kids again,
three,
which is why we're
three
not
hundred
No,
having
dollars.
kids
hold
That's
on. Wait, wait,
nothing.
wait, 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 wait. Wait. Doesn't it take two to tango?
again because y'all
You
try to
allowed that?
abandon kids. What are you talking about?
Who has access to it?
You do. What are you talking about? You put it in her.
By force?
She
Are
told
you
me to.
slow?
Did we not date before getting to
Are
mingle
you
and you
slow?
deciding, hey, I'm going to let this happen?
Are you slow?
I do think sex is brought
Yeah,
up really
assume I'm
early in
slow. I'm very
relationships.
slow.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
not
glad.
grasping
I
where
just
you're
want to
going.
make sure because it's two slow people talking to each other, so we should be able to understand. You put a baby in this woman, yes or no?
How did that happen?
Because you put it in there. What are you talking about? You ejaculated. You chose to ejaculate and not pull out or have a condom. Yes or no?
Are you
You
Yes.
talking,
allowed that.
And
Peter?
so
Are you talking hypothetically speaking, or what? Because he,
I don't
no,
know. He's taking
Alex
it
is
very
like
personally. I thought we were,
Alex, I
but
feel like you
apparently it's his life. So
he's
We're
saying
clearly alluding
hypothetically.
past the point where girls are clearly giving access to these dumb morons and they're
oh
accepting no
oh oh,
responsibility for it.
obviously
That's
because
what I'm highlighting,
you shouldn't
which
be
you're
going
you're
around raping people.
skillfully going
That's how
around.
babies are made. Hopefully consensually, you know? Like what
That's
the
my
fuck is
point.
the
If
point
it's
of you saying
consensual,
it's
that means two
consensual?
parties are agreeing.
What
That's
is
not
the point of
excluding
saying it's
the girl.
consensual?
You're
Are
putting
you
it up
trying to
on
say that
one
most
end.
babies are rape babies? I'm
Consensual
confused.
involves
Why,
two
why
parties.
are we going down
What's the
this
point of
road?
saying it's
Why are
consensual?
we
Are you
going here?
trying to
Why
imply that
are we
most
going
babies
here?
are
We're talking
conceived through
about
grape?
dating.
What's the point of
Right?
saying that?
We're
What?
talking about gay dating.
who
Okay,
said that?
I would have to add that you would ghost her after the first date after finding out that the child's not receiving child support. It's not your responsibility, so you ghost her, right? You move
Bang and
on.
bounce.
Yo. Gee
God.
golly whittaker.
You
So
don't date people with kids, especially if your
you're
kids
not
aren't older
receiving
than
child
me.
support. It's not my responsibility. I'm ghosting you. Bye.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Well,
It's
it
not
is.
It
ghosting if you
is.
guys went on one date.
Yeah, well, you find out you have three kids and he's not paying child support. I'm like, I'm not picking up that tab. I'll
So
pick up
someone
this
in the
one. I'll pick up
comments,
this one.
Jay,
Jessica, you're paused.
I don't know
Is
how
she
you
I'll
paused
pick.
just
for
go.
y'all?
I'll pick up this tab. I'll pay
am I
25% tip.
paused? Did
And
you hear me?
Is the screen
Yeah, I
paused for
can hear you.
y'all?
Okay. Well, CJ said in there about in the comments, where is it now? It didn't happen just because of the man. She allowed it to happen. Now the man has to pay for it. So realistically, like if we're really looking at it, if a woman has a child, she's also having to pay for it, pay for the
Right.
child. So you can't just say, oh, because this man's giving her $200 a month, that's all the baby requires. Like, let's be real. Just
This is
saying.
why
Talking
you
about
safe
time.
having the baby. That man tries to be a deadbeat. Get rid of that baby. Just get rid of it. It's no reason to have the lineage and this goddamn legacy. He don't give a fuck about it. Why should you?
I agree. Plus, I mean,
It could be too, CJ, but that's why both parties.
The live should end. It says live pause.
Yeah, that power is with the women.
I,
As much as you want to say, I mean, that power to keep the child is with that woman.
Men have no paternity,
Which is
maternity
why we're
rights
in the
to
middle
a
of a birth
child.
decline. I'm
You're
very I don't understand.
you're absolutely correct. It is her choice. Yes, it is her choice. Thank you. You have a choice. We will
You
not
gotta
take that
pray that
away
she
from
stays
you.
sober for 9 months.
It is
Just
both.
don't
Talk
date
about
Both.
trash.
her
How
choice.
about
I mean,
that?
clearly your mom
Don't
didn't,
date
but
trash
we
men. This
can't
wouldn't
judge
be a
people.
problem
That's
in
their life.
men.
oh my
It
god.
Man, I hope
Bob
you
doesn't
fucking
Wasn't
agree
that?
become
with
me
you,
Both
motherfuckers
choice.
one day, man.
But
It is both parties'
And you
choice.
guys can actually say, hey, I'm Alex, blah, 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 blah.
No, right.
Rob.
Italy hasn't had
You know
babies
what
in
I'm
3
saying?
months.
I'm the
Korea's
realest
on a
person on the
downward
fucking
spiral.
earth.
We're not
I'm
having these
taking dating
babies.
advice from people that
Listen to
I've
how
never
y'all
met
talk about
before.
mothers.
and plus, like,
Why would
why
I want
would
to
you
be one?
Never.
wanna
I
right? And why
mean,
would you wanna bring a child in the world anyway, even if she doesn't
why would
want the
you,
child and rob the child? You're robbing a child of stability in a household where they
you
can
Jessica,
fucking,
actually
are
be.
you
you got the
there? Like,
delusion.
is it me?
I
It says
think you're
live
rubbing
And
off
You
pause.
that's
got
Italy
the
and,
right
and
now.
there's
delusion.
mothers and fathers that do it, but at the end of the day, don't have a child if
Delusional.
you can't give that child stability. That child didn't ask to be there. You owe that child at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It
Rosser,
takes
could you
two.
please, Rosser, could you please stop cursing in front of your mom?
Who? Wait, huh? But
God
No.
damn.
Are
it
you
was
down in the big foot, bro?
but
I'm gonna
it
say
was nice talking to you guys. I have to drop down, but I'll be in the comments.
All right.
Oh
Thanks,
shit!
guys.
I like that. Sniper over here. That
The
went
way
over a
it
lot of
sounds
people's
like,
heads.
though, if we're being real, it does take both people to partake in that, and both parties should be responsible.
Right.
And
That's why it's called consent.
Both parties are. That's why one is paying child support and the child lives with the other.
right.
Man, are we?
Again, but I feel like those women, they should just get the baby to the state. These men do not want those babies, clearly. There's no reason
Storyteller,
to have them.
storyteller, help! Sabrina,
No,
whose
yeah,
story?
but also
I'm gonna say,
I
I'm gonna
also
say
don't
this.
like.
But
I'm gonna say this.
that doesn't mean that you have to abandon your child.
No,
Whose
most men
story?
like
I can't
cookies,
really
and
hear you.
can you hear me?
Go ahead.
You're
Go
If
like
ahead.
we're being
whirling
real,
or something.
if we're being real with the guys on here, most men like cookies that happen to be attached to women, but they don't like the women themselves. If you could separate the cookies from the women, most men wouldn't talk to women.
Huh.
We
Eh?
I
already
like.
know that. That's why there's the joke about, guys love their homeboys, but they like pussy. They hate women.
Who said that?
No, I like a woman's intellect.
A good quality woman is one of the best things to have around you. Like I'd rather that than too many dudes.
Yeah,
Totally,
facts, facts.
weight in gold.
There are very
Totally
few men
agree.
who used to say that. It's very interesting.
But it's like
I
you
don't
have
But
to
like
have
how do you
good
know
quality
that?
women. The same way I wouldn't want
Why do you not
trash
for all
men
men?
around me.
So
Huh?
I'm going to let Izzy come in because they just got up here. Izzy, I don't know if you want to add on to the conversation or the topic.
Izzy, how you doing,
Is that
Izzy?
me?
No,
How are
not
you,
What up, do, my
Izzy?
nigga?
not. Oh, happy Halloween, everyone! And
Happy Halloween.
Izzy,
You too,
you
bro.
just missed a young lady. You just missed a young lady who I think you should talk to. Say was just on. I think she would have been great for you to talk to.
Yeah, and they say,
wait, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
Young lady who left the live here. Say she would have been great for you to talk to her. Sorry, it's
Why is
S A.
that?
That was her name.
Why is that?
Why? Because I think that she everything you talk about, she's more of a fit for what you talk about. Okay, so
Black with slanty eyes that are
Oh, you
like
mean
she's
the
depressed.
gothic female?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
No,
She.
I only date Hispanic women now. I don't
Oh
date outside
God,
of my
talk
race.
about okay.
I'm
Talk
doing a
about putting
minority
them in
report. That was
a
last month.
Hispanic.
And I don't care for the gothic look anyway. So, but no.
Yeah.
What?
I,
This is a
I've
good
seen.
question in the comments. If you just want the B but you don't like the chick, then it's the wrong one. So why are men sleeping with women that they don't like?
Because they don't like
Well,
themselves.
themselves.
That's easy.
Wait, I've done that before. I slept with plenty of women I didn't really like just because of their physical appearance. That
Because you
doesn't
didn't
really
like
mean
yourself.
anything.
The screen
But
is paused right now.
I
it's a
keep saying that
self-judgment.
I think the live is gonna end soon if she doesn't like. I don't know how.
Wait, is it good?
Like
No.
we
Yeah,
can
I can
see
hear you.
it says live pause. The creator will be back soon. That's why I've been asking. Like, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know why that is. What? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, they could see me in the comments.
Hmm,
Oh, I can't see it here.
that's
Can't
weird.
see you.
Well, just because you don't like the female and you engage in physical activity, that does not mean that you don't like yourself. You just
Yeah,
find that female physical attractive. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Well, I think that
how
that
can you
makes sense.
not like somebody, sleep with them, and then you do like yourself and value yourself and your time?
I don't think you should put that on men. I think that a lot of
What?
women do it
You're the
too.
one who said you don't like her. This is on you because you're the party who's here who said
No,
you
Well,
I
don't like
said
the
well,
I
person
well.
in
have.
question.
No, no.
I've
Here's the
been with
thing.
women that I have not
Don't put that on men.
liked,
Men can't have
Well,
any
but I
well, here's
just
the
responsibility.
found
thing.
physically
Men will
attractive.
sleep will sleep with women that they don't like because men need to practice. Men need to practice to know. So when they get with a woman they do know or that they do like,
Damn.
the sex is good.
Well,
No,
my
I
point,
don't.
no,
Then
my
Wait,
how
point
come the
was,
orgasm
Dude,
gap
listen,
is
wait.
so
Can I
listen,
big?
say
How come
listen.
something?
only 30% of women
I
are having
don't.
orgasms while
Wait,
y'all are
can I
so
say
ranked good?
something? I don't sleep with anything. I've never slept with an unattractive woman or a big
We
woman.
can
I've
tell.
never done that. So
Well,
I just don't
I,
sleep
See,
with
and I was under the
anything.
same impression that ugly
I'm
people didn't get
actually
laid,
really
but
picky
Jessica
about the
corrected me on that.
females I sleep with. I don't sleep
can
with
I just say,
Yeah.
anybody.
Wait,
the point I
wait.
was trying to make was that
One
she
second,
said
G.
that
One second.
she asked,
One second,
okay.
G. I think it's different, Izzy, right? Like if someone's looking for a relationship and they're dating people and then they're sleeping with them, you would assume why are you sleeping with them if you don't like who they are. If you're just sleeping with women to satisfy that need, that's different, right?
Well,
No, I feel like
you
you
keep
can
saying, well,
sleep
listen,
with people casually and still like them. The fact that you have no anything, it's very telling.
well, Jessica, listen, you saying it's on why are men sleeping with women they like? Well, what about women who are sleeping with men they don't like? I mean, you know, so I've
Y'all
been in that
brought it up. What are you
situation
talking
where
about? You said men will sleep with women they don't like. Now you
I,
want it to be on us. Like,
No,
no,
but
no,
women
no,
do that
no.
too. There's lots of women
Let
that
me
don't
say
like
this.
me.
Let me say this. Down south, I've been in a situation. Black men, we know about this, where I've had women say, wake up the next morning with me and say, "If my dad could see me now, he's racist, whatever." I've had that happen to me where they're using me, you know, for the purpose. So that's why I say, why are women sleeping with, you know, the same? And I'm not talking 30% not getting their pleasure. I'm talking about them getting their pleasure and they continue to want to sleep with me
Damn you.
no, it's
on the
70%
down, like
aren't.
Junior.
keeping you in secret, that kind of thing.
Because you're a fetish. Her daddy's racist and she wants baby C. What do you mean? Like, come on. We just talked about fetishization.
Well, that's why I'm saying that. My
Damn, that's
point
She
being
does
is that
like
judgment.
you. She
you say,
likes
why
you
does
because
women?
her daddy
Why does
hates you.
what?
She likes you because you have the BBC. Let's not play coy. Come on.
No, no, no. I was just saying to Jessica's point about she says, why does men sleep with women they don't like? Well, I'm telling you that women do the same. They sleep with men that they
That's
can't be
not
with.
answering her question. Why did you sleep with the racist
No,
woman?
no, I
Here's
know
why
Why
it's
did you
not
sleep
he'll
with
sleep
answering.
the?
with a
No,
girl he
that's not
doesn't like.
answering the
He
question.
has
Why
You're
did
not
you
even
sleep
feelings.
trying
with
to
the
press
racist
them. Good.
woman?
You all should wait for marriage. Then you don't have these discussions. Wait for marriage.
Habibi.
Habibi,
Yeah.
wait
What's
for
marriage?
marriage,
We don't do
and
that
this
in America.
problems will be over.
The
We
Yeah.
won't
reason
have this
Why
why
do you
discussion.
think that the
as
racist
it was said by
woman
the men on here.
Yeah.
and then
Just
try to
wait for
flip it
marriage.
on her?
And they say, no, rustig aan.
The whole point and the reason why a guy would sleep with a
No
girl who he
answer.
doesn't care about, it's not that he doesn't necessarily care about her. He just doesn't care about
No,
her for the
he
long haul.
doesn't care
He
about
wants her
himself.
temporarily. She has to be cute. She has to be nice. He has to
I'm
relatively
not
enjoy
Somalian,
her
brother.
presence.
No, you don't even care about
Nah, he just
yourself because
cashed
you
out
don't
for her
even
to
like this
leave. That's what.
person. You don't even know if this person likes you. And according to y'all, women are setting up dudes left and right, robbing y'all, and
Yeah,
Hell
dudes
you
do
yeah, they
know,
it
robbing
doing
now.
all
us.
Especially
types
For
when
of
they
dinner
wild
start
shit.
tipping.
and
So you
lunch.
don't even care about
And for
yourself
drinks.
enough to actually like this person before putting yourself in a vulnerable position, possibly
Right.
getting
Okay.
HIV and getting your ass
It's a
banged.
risk, ma'am.
I have to
Every
go.
relationship
It's
is
a
a
Thank you.
risk
risk.
for
Goodbye.
someone you don't
Like,
even like, but you
it's a
like
risk.
Love
yourself.
you,
I love that for
Casino.
you. I love that for you.
Wait, I've
Yeah.
done
So
Tell
she
me
that.
how
might
much you
like
have
Like,
give
to
me
live for when
some
you're doing
sexual.
that.
All right. We have to do one person at a time. CUG, I didn't know if that was you saying you had to go. Thanks for coming up. I want to let Major come in, and then I know Z and Izzy, you guys have stuff to say too, but Major just got up here, so
Yeah, can you hear me?
yeah, you're good.
So I feel like the scariest thing of dating in 2023 is like we can be intimate with a woman without paying her bills. Like it's so scary. I'm telling you, like we can make a baby without even getting the wedding ring to the girl. Like, how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that you could get someone pregnant?
That women are leading or wanting some love without us paying their bills. Like we ain't got to pay the woman bills, but we can still make love. That's scary.
Um, I don't know if that's scary. I don't know if I'd say that's scary about dating.
You don't think it's scary if you end up getting pregnant by a man and he's not even your
That's
husband?
the whole end game, bro.
Wait,
Why
Yeah,
do
but
y'all
we
keep
get the
saying
woman
that like
pregnant
we're not in the
before
middle
the
of a
wedding.
birth
See,
decline? Like they're not trying to make people have
Right?
babies. Stop playing and playing yourself. Nobody wants your
no,
lineage. Nobody
no, we're
wants
getting
your
women
fucking
pregnant
legacy. Keep it to
without
yourself.
getting. No, man, we gotta understand. It's 10 million single mothers in America right now. Did you do your research?
Sweetheart,
I hear your grinder, bro.
I know. That's why it's there. Like what?
But she don't want
yeah,
to deal with the truth of life. I guess she don't want to accept the reality.
I don't know what the reality is. What are you saying? Like that a
That
woman could
So,
what?
get pregnant?
so
That
when
you're the
you
birth
step into the
decline?
real world, it's 10 million single mothers right now outside, like right now.
Okay.
And you
So the odds are
contributed
good that
to
one
how
man likes
many?
me.
Like
That's a
I
That's
just
lot
are
of
they
said.
really
fatherless
Are you
outside or
sure
they
kids.
about
inside?
that?
Yeah, do you want me to
Are
put up
you
the
sure
website?
about that?
You want me to put up the website?
Oh man.
Are you sure about that, bro? Are you sure?
The big thing here, I think, is the takeaway.
Oh, you
First
know
of all, I
what?
don't
I'm
think
sorry.
Zayden wants kids at this point in
There
time.
are
She's
10
young. She's got
million
the option.
single mothers in America. There are 370 million women in America.
Right.
Please
See, she
tell
doesn't want
me
kids, bro. Your end goal
10
ain't her
million is
end
not a
goal.
lot to you? You don't think that's a lot?
10 million out of 370 million? No.
See? How
So
did I
you feel
know?
like it's okay that it's 10 million kids without a father growing up and
102.
they're going to have love problems? You don't feel like that's an issue?
No,
If
I
those
don't think
fathers
that's
gave a
okay.
fuck about them, they would have dads.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that's okay. I think though again, both parties are responsible. So, I would also want to look into why those fathers aren't in those children's lives. That would be where I would come in there, like with that.
Yeah.
So real quick, I wanted to address a comment and the thing earlier. I think Alice said it. She's like, "Why are men have so much difficulty communicating their intent?" And that's usually what you get when you get a guy who doesn't have integrity. So if he's incapable of saying what he really wants and kind of hides that from you, it's not an honorable man. And if you're dealing with someone who doesn't have honor, integrity, and discipline, that's what you're going to get. So ladies, use your discernment. Learn what that looks like.
I
How do
would
they
agree.
have discernment when there's 10 million single moms out here?
No, no, no. For the female, she was asking like, how come dudes don't just tell you what they want up front? And I was like, because you're not dealing with someone who has honor, integrity, and it can just be blunt and honest. You're
Yeah,
dealing
so
with someone who's
I mean,
not
men
good with
have to
conflict.
lie sometimes. Like sometimes the lies are needed. It's kind of crazy how the world is, but you
I
have to
only
lie to
like
I
it
women.
mean,
when
here's
a
the
yes
thing.
man.
I haven't found the need to lie is because it's like here's the thing. It depends on what you again. If you compromise as a man, if you're just trying to lie to her to get the box, yeah, you're gonna have
Yeah,
to if
that's a
that's your
good question,
prerogative.
Alice.
But me, I
So
don't care if
Alice,
he stays or goes.
so Alice, if you got 5 women in your iPhone and you looking for a wife, and the woman says she want a husband, are you gonna tell the woman on the first date that you got like 4 other women to meet like for the rest of the week, or are you gonna hide it
Yeah,
and lie to her? What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
no,
you got to
I'll
tell them
show
about the
her.
roster, man, so that they
No,
know how
no.
Hold on,
serious you
hold
are
on,
about the
hold on,
show.
Alex. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna tell her you gonna take out
She
Symphony
knows.
on Sunday?
She
You're gonna
knows.
take
Do you
Jessica.
know
So
why?
you're gonna tell her you're gonna take out Jessica on Monday, Keisha on
Yes.
Tuesday. Why would you do that? And now you're looking like a hoe out here. See,
I'm
this is
gonna
the
explain.
problem.
You're
This is
Let
the
me give
looking like
you
problem. You
yourself.
let
looking
me
like a
explain to you.
whore, but she wants a
You're
loyal
looking like
husband.
yourself.
This is a
You're just looking
problem.
like yourself.
This is a major
Let me
Interesting.
flip.
all
Look at
right,
that.
Major.
You don't even
Major.
want the woman to have full knowledge and be fully informed of the relationship. Sick.
So not only that, Major,
She's looking for
hopefully
a loyal man. You flipping it. How are you a loyal man when you got
Exactly.
4 other
Yeah.
girls that you dealing with at
How
the
Major.
is he
same damn
disloyal?
time?
Pause,
I don't
He's
pause,
dating.
understand.
pause,
This is
How is
pause,
ridiculous.
he
pause,
disloyal to
pause,
people,
pause,
single
pause,
man he's dating? What are you talking
pause,
about?
full pause.
How does
Hang
that
on.
show disloyalty?
Major, real quick. So let me put you on something that might help you out, bro. Women will only get in line when they realize you have other women in line. When she realizes
No,
she's
I
replaceable, she
doubt
will
that,
be there.
sir. You've been programmed. You've been programmed, man.
no,
I've
That's
been
I
bad,
think
programmed.
brother.
that when what
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying
not
as
true.
far as dating numerous women or multiple women, I think it is important to be upfront about that. I don't think you should be telling this woman, "Oh, I'm only going out with you. I'm only seeing you." If you're seeing
You
the five
have
other
to. This is a man's world. This is what we do. What are you talking about? This is called courting.
Oh, y'all
You have
coerce
to
women and
choose the
lie
okay,
to
right
them
Major,
for
woman to
you're
real.
making
marry.
me look
that's
bad,
flirting.
bro.
Coercive
You
No,
will
lies.
not
no,
make
that
it in
ain't
Miami,
real.
bro. You'll be
Mighty
surprised how
King
many girls are
God
okay
made
with that.
lies and it's the truth of the lies.
Oh,
You have to
hell no,
tell
you
the
did not
truth.
say
Oh,
smell
we
brush,
make
baby. You did not
lies
say
to
that.
send you out of jail and put you on child support. That's what y'all
So
say we
women
do,
don't
right?
lie out here.
Yeah.
So women are just
Isn't
angels.
that
Y'all
what you
don't
saying
lie
we
to
do?
men. Stop
Yeah,
playing. Women
dude.
out
Women,
here cheating
all
on her.
women do is
They
lie
cheating
and put
with
men on
married
child
men
support.
out
You
here, man.
chill.
Don't believe this shit. These women are toxic too, man.
No,
Brother, just admit it.
for real though, I've heard other women and myself, like if I'm going, like if I'm seeing a few people, right? If I'm talking to a few people, I'll be totally upfront about that. I don't owe that person that I'm going on a first date with to be giving them my total loyalty.
Ding, 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 ding,
Done.
ding,
So
ding.
how you gonna become a wife
You
then
didn't
if you
earn
don't know
that
how to be
yet.
loyal
What are
to
you
a man?
talking
Until
about?
How
you
you
Ding,
gonna
ding,
be
ding,
a
have
ding,
The
wife?
ding, ding,
vetting
ding, ding.
process, though.
until you have
How you
that
gonna be a wife when you a
conversation,
city girl?
until
Why?
you have that conversation that
What are
you're
you
going to be
talking about?
exclusive.
Carisha was a
City
Why are
wife.
you
boys, we're
talking
up.
over everybody? First
She's
of
a
all,
widow.
like, can you like stop?
She was
Like, you're
married.
talking
She
over
was a
everybody.
she's a
The
widow.
city
What are you
girls are
talking
not
about?
getting wifed up. You flipping
She
it. No, we talking about
is
women
a
wanting
widow, which
wives and
means she was
husbands.
married.
Like,
What are you talking about? She's a widow. How is she not getting
I
wiped
don't
up?
know
She's
her
a
love life.
widow.
What I'm saying is this.
Then
If
shut the
this
fuck
girl
up. What are you
got
talking
5
about? You
dudes
sound
in her
stupid.
phone
You
and she want to be a
sound dumb.
player and a
Use better
pimp,
examples.
she's not going to get
Use
that's a
better
red
examples.
flag.
You sound
No.
dumb. No.
Women
You
have
just
pH
said that you
balances. Why
do
do
the
you have
same thing,
5 men that you're
though.
dealing with?
You just said that you do the same thing. You
Because
date
men
multiple
control
women, but it's
marriage,
not okay
not
for women
women.
to do the same thing. Why are you
Whatever.
talking over me? Be a
Yes,
man
because men
and be
control
quiet.
marriage. That's why.
Be a man, be quiet, and let women
You're
talk
not
too, okay?
comprehending. It's making me
No, you're
upset.
not
Like,
comprehending to be quiet when other people are talking.
This one peaceful. Yeah, let's do
go
one at a
ahead. Well,
time. Go
you sound
ahead.
like
Thank
you're
I,
a
you.
lawyer, so I'm going ahead and be quiet.
That's man.
okay, Major, just 1 second. You could respond. Let Divinely. I think that was Divinely speaking. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, hi everybody. Some of you I know. Hello,
So,
hello. And by the way, yeah, when I was in the comments, I can see you perfectly, but when I came up here, it does say live paused. I don't know what that's about. I'm sure that's like a glitch or something. So I just want to let you know. I don't
Thank
know
you.
what's up with that. Yeah.
the creator will be back
Um,
soon.
but yeah, I was listening to Mr. Talk a Lot over here, and honestly, like I find it really funny that like, he said that he dates multiple women, but the moment that a woman wants to date multiple men, now it's not okay. Now she's not wife
That's
material.
whorish, ma'am. That's called being a whore, a thought. You want to be a thought and want a wedding ring.
Why
This
are
is a
you acting
major
like you're
flip.
5 years old? I thought you were a man. I thought you were a man. Act like one. Why are
Yes,
you
and
No,
acting
I
like
have
a
to,
you
I
come
have
child?
to
on,
dumb
you come
myself
on.
down to your level. That's why I have to dumb myself
No,
down to
first of all, I'm
be
college
on your
educated.
level.
Okay, I have a business and I have a career. So please
I
don't.
have a
If
business.
you're
I'm the
not at
only
my
woman in
level,
America with a
you
business.
don't
I
even
don't
know
believe
me.
this.
I
I don't
probably make
believe.
more than you, your mama, and your daddy combined. Please don't.
My wife is a
No,
millionaire. No, you're not the same.
you're
You're not
right.
like
You're
her.
not even married.
No,
You act like a
no,
child.
Because
So,
you
not
on
oh
your
my
like
sugar
her. I'm
baby
god.
mama.
sorry.
Calm
I'm
down.
sorry.
Calm down.
Yeah. Let's chill out. But I agree.
She's
I think
triggered.
that's a double standard, right? You're saying men should be able to go, and you're saying they should be able to lie, which I think is a huge red flag, right? That men should just
I
be able to date a bunch of women and lie.
I
Um,
think it's okay for
You have a
people.
pH balance. Why do you attend dudes on your iPhone? Like this don't make no sense.
Okay, first of all, again,
Why
I'm
do y'all
talking.
think
Why are
that
you
you
talking
all
over
get the box
everybody
when you
again?
be talking about we're using you
Because
for
I bought
food
a
dates?
microphone so you can hear me, man. I'm trying to figure out why you have a pH balance though, and you want to mess it up.
Why do
A
y'all say we
pH.
use y'all for
Oh my
food dates and we
gosh.
have certain dudes that we use for certain shit and we don't give box
You
to
you
if
do
we're
realize
fucking
that
all 10
like
of y'all?
we don't really use like not all of us just sleep just because you're dating doesn't look listen let me put you on woman level, okay? Because just because you sleep around doesn't mean that everybody sleeps around. So right now you're
Oh, the man's the
deflecting.
problem. Here we
Okay?
go. Here we go.
You're deflecting. So
No,
you're
you're
sitting
the
here saying,
problem.
"Oh, you have a pH balance. Why do you want to mess that up?"
But she opened
Not
her
everybody sleeps
legs.
with
Who's
everybody.
the
I'm
problem at this
talking.
point?
Why are you acting like a 5-year-old, dude? It's like
Who took
impossible.
their
You are
clothes
like the
off
most
first?
You have to put your dick in
But
immature
her
she opened
mouth
child
her
I
and
have
legs
put
up,
ever
it
not the
met in my
man.
entire
What?
life. Like, I really hope
Guys,
you
Who
never,
went
like, have
between it? What are you
children.
one
But
at
talking
you
a
about?
flipping it
time.
though.
Because you went between the legs that were open. What are you talking about?
so yeah, it sounds like major. If that's oh Sarah,
Dude,
you're
I really, like, anyways, so I was talking before I was rudely interrupted, Mr. Talk a lot.
I would say, wait, let me
Um,
just say here
Oh, you
really
just
quick.
love bashing men,
Major,
huh?
What's
I
up,
would
Does it
this
turn
also
you
say
on?
that
nah,
Does it
that's
turn
it's
you
you.
on?
I don't have a problem with any of the men here. I've actually had decent conversations with some of the men up here. I've talked to Brandon, Izzy up there. Okay, listen
Why are you
how
so
look at how
combative,
they're up there.
ma'am? Why are you so
They haven't
triggered?
said anything. They haven't like
Leave it
sat
in this
here
though.
and acted like absolute immature child
So
like
why
you
are you being
are.
combative? Like, why are you so angry as a woman? Like, what's the
I'm
problem?
not angry. I'm trying to talk over you because you have to sit here and talk over, like literally scream and yell.
I'm not yelling, man. I'm a passionate black man. Listen,
You
there's a
are very
problem when the
much yelling.
black man speaks. I understand
Oh
you've been
my God, here
programmed
we
to
go.
the W man system. I understand.
wait,
Here
I
we
want to say
go.
this. I want to say this, Major. As far as what you're saying, it sounds like you wouldn't be using the best discernment before sleeping with that woman, I would say.
That
Ma'am,
man
Personally.
done had syphilis
ma'am,
7 times,
we are
okay?
here
Leave
to
him alone.
reproduce as men. We're here to make
Leave him
babies. This is
alone.
our life. This is what we're here on this earth to do.
He is
Like,
the reason that there are single women right there.
He's the
Okay,
reason we
there
have
you go.
super gonorrhea and
Bro,
super chlamydia,
Major,
okay?
Major, hold on. Legit question. Major, did you reproduce? Do you have more children?
so, sir, if my granddaddy had 18 kids, right, I
I
feel
hope he
like
didn't make
men are
more.
here to make some babies. I think my family tree is huge at this point for a
No,
good
no, no,
reason.
no. Did you make
I
a kid?
feel,
Yeah.
sir,
I
I don't
hope
have to
not.
tell the
What does
world
your
how many kids
granddaddy
I
have to
have.
do with
I don't
you?
want
I
that
Because
to
hope
tell
my
the
not.
world.
That's
granddaddy
a
had
yes or
24
no
children.
I
question.
don't
Do
Okay?
have to
you
tell
have
the world
And
my
that'll
son
have
with a
Hold
to
on.
love
do
So
with
life.
can
me because
I
I
can
have
Do
I
3
I?
hear
kids. So.
can I
Do I?
hear this brother right quick or one person right quick? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come in like that, but I couldn't hear like that. So if I can hear one person's statement, I can just kind of like chime in or understand. I'm sorry,
They
my
want to know
bad.
if we're here to reproduce, sir. They want to know if we're here to get wives and make
No,
babies and
you
something like
stop
that.
trying to make it general. We're asking you a direct question that you're trying to avoid. I asked you earlier how many baby mamas you had,
Sir,
and you couldn't give me a
ma'am,
direct
Hold on, hold on,
answer.
I
hold on.
don't
Can
have
the
to tell you
hold
my
on?
blood
Little
plan. I
Okay,
don't
girl,
have
hold
to
on,
spend
stop
my
getting in your
my
feelings.
kids'
because I want to
information on the
understand a little bit
internet.
more.
Little
Like,
Is
girl,
because
ma'am,
this
stop
is
getting
a
in your
wow.
lot of
feelings.
people
That's why you got
talking.
six
You
baby
sound
mamas
like a
now.
private investigator, ma'am.
He
You sound like a
Six
definitely
plus
he
police
you
said
got
officer.
six
earlier
baby
that he
mamas.
had
I'm
Hold
the
on,
hood.
more.
I ain't fucking
a
telling you
lot of
my
people
information.
talking. This is
I know, because you
confusing.
can't put six women's
Okay.
information out there like that. That's basically putting out a hit list. You can't.
Ma'am, please know that the black man runs the world. Okay, please know we run the NFL, the
No, you run
NBA,
the
Wait,
six
Good
baby
point.
TV,
mamas that you
the
have. You run the
radio.
6 baby
We
mamas that
run
you have, and that's it.
everything that the W man pays
You
for.
run
Let's
your
talk
six
about
baby
it. Like,
mamas, and that's it,
Hold on.
baby.
Okay.
What is the
Okay, I need
question that
everyone
you're
to mute.
asking
I
him
need
so I
everyone
can
to mute.
find out
I need
what's going
everyone to
on?
mute. We're going to let, I don't know if it's Taylor, I'll call you T.
Tyler.
It's Taylor Lawless, but you can call me Taylor.
Okay, Taylor. I'm gonna let you speak first because you just got up here. Then I also want to let Divinely speak because they just also got up here. But we need to do one person at a time because people in the comments can't hear you guys. And this is a good discussion. I mean, not for anything. Again, I ask everyone in the comments and on the panel to use discernment. Also, gift my panelists if you agree with what they're saying. And if we get my likes up to 5,000, if I don't see it going up, I will turn off the comments till we get there. But I appreciate everyone and thank you. All right, go ahead.
No, I literally. So can you turn back on that picture of what the topic was about again? Because it was just so much confusion. I'm a little confused
Yeah, so my
from why I
screen has
came
it
up.
up. I think people in the comments could see it too. It just says, I don't know why the people on the panel can't see it. It says,
Mhm.
what's the scariest thing about dating and why do people ghost?
What is the what?
Why do people ghost?
Ghosting.
Oh, why do people ghost?
Yeah.
Um, I okay. If I give my opinion on that, then I'll just give my opinion on that. And also I'll give my preference. And yes, I did say preference. So my opinion on people that are ghosting, I think it's because people are not being, you know, honest in the beginning. One of my main things that I do with women in the beginning, even if they're, completely pretty, beautiful, gorgeous, everything, they want to talk to me. But I tell them my goal in the beginning. So my goal is to, get married, have a wife, have children, things like that of that nature. If she's not with that and that's not something that she wants, then all right, either I lose or she lose. Either one. She can go about her way. You have to give people options at the end of the day. So that is what I require. Now, when I require sexual needs back then, that's what I would say. I would not lead a woman on. I just tell them straight up in the beginning. And so I'm actually more on the women's side when it comes to men lying, is because I think more men should stop lying. But I'm not the type of person that is going to sit up here and just be like, yo, I'm just all for women. I'm actually neutral. I'm really neutral. So if it's about men, I'm on men. If it's about women, I'm on women. I'm a very neutral type of person. So I think that men should stop being afraid of losing what they can't get or what they don't think they can get, you know, is because a man that is respected the most is a man that tells the truth. And a man that is not willing to, I mean, he might lose. If he lose, he'll gain something better in the end. Maybe, possibly. But it is a gambling game. You're putting your cards in or you're putting your money in order to go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I agree with that. I know though that also plays into what was just being said by Major. So I do want to hear, Major, if you have anything to say on that
but
as
y'all
far as
flipping it just. If
What?
a woman want
I'm sorry.
a
I
loyal
couldn't.
man, why would you
That was
tell
cut
her
off
that you
real
have
quick. I
multiple
couldn't.
women though, bro? If she want
You
a
have
one
to.
woman man,
What?
hold on.
I've done this
If a
before.
woman wants a one woman man, a man that deals with one woman, why would you tell her that you have multiple women? You flipping it. This
Okay.
don't make
Okay.
no sense.
Okay. Can I please address this host?
yeah, so
Keep
you
it
can just
real, man.
No, I'm gonna
Major,
keep it. I'm gonna
you
keep it
and Major.
100. I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep
okay,
it a
Major.
whole buck with you, bro. Like this ain't even no. This ain't even no BS or nothing. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. And this is exactly what I've done. And it does work. It works a lot. And this is the time that I was not looking for a wife. When I started doing stuff like that, I got tired of lying to women because I kept leading them on and then they would like stalk me and all kind of stuff, right? All right, so this is what I did. Any woman that asks me, do you talk to anybody? I tell them yes. Whether they walk away or not, 9 times out of 10, I know my confidence. They ain't about to walk away from me. They already talking to me. They already like me. You got to know your confidence.
Hey, pause, pause,
Now,
pause right there, pause.
no,
Doesn't that
hold
leave the
on.
option
No,
room
no,
for
you
her to
can't
have
cut me
more men?
off here
Hold on,
because
hold
this
on.
is
No, you have
knowledge
to.
to you.
Hold on, pause, pause. If you
Okay.
say yes, I have more women, doesn't that give her the option to have more men? She can keep
No, it
dating
don't.
other women at this
No,
point.
no,
Yes, it
no, no,
does.
no,
Yes, it
no,
does. She's not going to just be
no,
loyal to
no.
you, and you got multiple
Listen,
women.
listen.
This
Hold
don't
on,
make
hold on,
no
hold on.
sense at all.
You
No, bro, you're not
don't.
keeping it real. You're not keeping it
All right.
real. You're not keeping it
Okay.
Hey,
real.
Alex, you flip your
If
camera
Hold on,
you
over.
hold
lie
on.
to the
Two
It'll
woman,
seconds,
see
two
that
seconds,
photo.
two
this is
seconds.
the
Let me
major
tell you
flip.
why
This is the
that
major
don't
flip. If
matter.
you lie to her and tell her, no, you're the only woman in my life, that means now she could cut all these other dudes off and be focused on you, but you're
That
not
is not
understanding because
true at all.
you're not a
Guys,
husband, so
I'll
you don't
turn back on the
understand. You're
comments
not a
once we have
husband.
5K likes. Thank you guys. So Major, you don't agree?
No, because I'm a husband. I'm telling him how to get my second wife. Like I had to
You
lie, and I
can't cut
told
me
her
off and then
after
try to make
6
your
months
statement
the
and try to
truth.
prove it. I'm sorry.
Man, y'all flipping it out here.
Like
Y'all
we got to be
flipping this, bro.
respectful to each other. I'm trying to be
You
respectful to you.
coerced
Yeah,
the
but a
woman
woman
Like
that
into
wants
a
to be married, but a
relationship.
woman that wants to be married, she wants a one-woman man, not a player, not a pimp, not a guy that got multiple women. You flipping it.
all right, so
Major,
what is the
You
main
coerce
thing?
a
Go
woman
ahead.
into a relationship and think that that's okay?
Hold on. Why do you think there's not
I want
girls
to
who are
address
okay
this,
with a
but
man dating
nobody's letting
multiple
me address.
girls?
Sir, we talk about women who want to be married, women who wants a loyal one-woman man. A one-woman man deals with one woman at a
If
time,
y'all allow me to
not
shut this down, I
multiple
can shut it
Why
down
are
right
women. You
now.
you
flipping it.
yelling?
Because I'm
Why are
passionate
you
about
so
this.
Hold on,
I
angry?
hold on, hold on,
care
hold on.
No,
It's
about
you're
not
the
anger.
black
It's
angry.
not anger.
community
It's not
fucking
anger.
up.
It's passion.
Black
It's
people
not
are
anger.
fucking
It's
up. And I
passion.
care
It's
That's
about
what
it.
it
No,
ignorance
it's
is.
anger.
and
It's a
No,
education
problem.
No, it's
and
not anger.
It's a
It's
maturity.
problem because
passion.
I care.
Hold on.
no,
It's
he's
not
Can
just
I
getting
passion. There's a
angry
please
because
difference
can I
between
he
please
passion
can't
and
address
maturity.
this
articulate
This
himself
is
because
properly?
he sounds
All
stupid.
right,
disgusting.
all right. I'm gonna spoke up,
Can
Trey.
I
I'm gonna spoke up,
please
Trey. Come
address
on, I'm
this
gonna calm down.
properly
All right,
Let's
yeah.
go.
without somebody calling him angry or anything? He's just passionate about what he desires, what he wants,
Thank you
and
guys
things
for the
like
flip.
that. I
Thank you.
definitely
I'll turn back
understand
on
that.
the comments once we have 5K.
But
Go
we
ahead.
also still have to be I'm sorry. But we
My
also still
bad,
have to be
man. I care,
respectful.
man. Sorry, bro.
Not you, not just you, but for everybody. We also still have to be respectful of other people's opinions, other people's words, and things like that. We can't come at somebody negative because that's their belief. You see what I'm saying? But if
You can
you,
have a belief without sitting there and
yes,
yelling at
and it
everybody.
can be wrong,
You're funny.
absolutely,
Ma'am,
or
it's
it
a
can
book
be,
about this. You can't
but
be a
it
one
can
woman
be,
man with multiple
it,
people.
See,
Like
there he goes.
it makes
Every
it
no
can't.
time a
sense.
woman, notice how every time that a woman speaks, he has to
All right,
yell over
man.
everybody. But as soon
I'm
as
not
you talk,
yelling,
you as a
man.
man talk, see,
there you go.
right there we go. When you were talking, he was there listening, whatever, whatever, right? Like he's just ignorant, and it is what it is.
I
I don't
don't
care
think
what
it's
his
just
opinion
about the
is. The
women.
fact
I
I
that
was
he
think I
can
think
sit
it's
disrespecting
more
a
here,
about
woman.
just
there he
like
goes
he's
again.
cut me off numerous times, and I had to kind of, I think it's more of the approach of how you deal with people. Like if you have a person that is cutting you off, like even y'all cut me off before too, and I had to say, hey, look, can I address this? I just want to address this. Can nobody cut me off for a second? Let me just do a one-on-one with this person. You know what I'm saying? And I also have to say that to you guys as well. And he also
There you
cut
go.
me off as
There you
well. You
are.
see what I'm saying? So I
So,
don't
And
think
you're
it's
gone.
just
so,
that. I don't
so
know
You're
if
back.
it's just that.
Bro,
I,
you're
I
dealing
don't
with
I
modern
don't
day
know if it's a
women. You have
pattern
to
or
do
not. It's
things
because it's the first
different,
time I've
bro.
ever dealt with this person.
Bro, I'm just
But
saying, if you deal with modern day women, you can't do the stuff from 1925. You can't do it that way, bro. You gotta step up to the new day and age. It's a different day and age. Shit is not the same, bro. When you want to court and find a
Listen, Flips,
woman,
I
you
don't
have to
want to
be
have
a
to
one
lie to my
woman
girl, though.
man.
yo,
If
hold
you want
on.
to be a
Stop
husband,
cutting him
you gotta
off.
be loyal to your queen. I'm just saying you gotta be loyal to your woman if you want to be a husband. Like, how you out here dating with 10 women and then you claim, and then you want to, man, this don't make no sense. I'm done, man. These
But
conversations
see,
be wasting
there
on
was
y'all.
there
Let me
was
give a
a
real quick, Jamie.
multitude of things that you had said though. You said, you know, something something about, you know, having other girls and things like that, and, you know, some other stuff like that.
Yeah, you're
But
being a
one thing
player.
that
You're
you,
being a player.
I know, but one thing
Not if
that
you're
you
upfront about
didn't
it.
mention, please, guys, please.
Go ahead,
See,
man. Go ahead.
do you
Go
see
for it,
what
Marlon.
you see what I'm seeing now? Like the lady that was talking before, I'm getting even cut off by other people. You know, as soon
Okay.
as I talk,
Yeah,
All
so
right,
you
you're
know, I
let's
can't
not
get one
complain. Go
word
ahead and
in.
talk,
so
man.
you
Go ahead.
have I'll give you another like 30 seconds, a minute, and then I'll let Major have 30 seconds to respond, and then I'm gonna let Mr. Gaslight speak because they just came up too.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so basically, you did not speak about lying. One thing is the main factor of what women don't like the most. And I can tell you this now that there's a lot of women that will actually deal with you and put up with a lot of things, not personally you, but deal with a man on so many different levels. I've seen women do some of the most dangerous things all the way down. You know, I only got 30 seconds, but a woman hate the lie more than anything. And this is the reason why that you tell them in the beginning so they can actually pick and choose what they want to do. And to be honest, they actually respect you more. Now you said something about multiple women. I always tell women in the beginning, yes, I do talk to multiple women. You know, I always tell them at the end of the day is that who do you meet that ain't talking to nobody at all and got a clean slate? Nobody got
A
somebody
one
they're
woman
looking as a
man.
potential. So it makes people want to work towards being with you to cut those people off. You don't have to tell her none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like the point is that stop lying. Don't lie to women at all because now you're playing not the game, not your game. You're playing the game that they want to hear you say. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if you're not ready to date one person, I would just be honest about it. And I've heard that too before. That some women are okay with that, right? So I think you're better off just being honest about it rather than lying and then having someone then upset because you lied. And I thought, Major, what you were saying is that you were dating, like you would be dating multiple women, but lying and saying you were only dating one.
Because you know what, Jess? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna take accountability and tell you the truth. I went through 9 years to try to find my second wife, and I kept wondering, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What's the problem? I know what the problem is. Nobody. The
Lying.
trust and loyalty was the main two things that was the problem when it comes to women,
No, you
right?
were lying,
And my
bro.
thing was this. I know, but bro, I'm telling you how I got my second wife,
How do
though.
you have
I had to
loyalty
lie,
when you're lying?
but listen, after a few months, I told her the truth. Then she had a decision to accept me or reject me. And guess what? She still accepted me because you know what? We was too deep in love then, but you don't understand the plan of a man. So I'm gonna tell you
Right.
right. So y'all
Like
can
I
keep
said,
on
you
lying.
coerced
You
her
you
into a
Bro.
fellas can keep
relationship.
on lying out here and being
So
players
Like
and
I
you
pimps.
said,
basically
Keep
you
what?
all these
coerced
women in
her
your
into a
iPhone. Keep
relationship.
sliding the DMs. Keep emailing your ex-girlfriend. Do all the toxic things you want to do to not become a husband. Keep doing that. Cause guess what?
I'm sorry.
It ain't gonna be nothing in my
I
world.
don't
But
mean
I
to
have to.
cut you off, brother, but did you just tell us that you let her know after she was in love?
Yes, yes.
Like I
After
What
said,
she
the
was
you
in love.
coerced
bruh?
her
See,
Yes.
that
into
is
a
the
relationship.
definition of manipulation, controlling, and narcissism. What
If you
the
don't take her off
Evelyn
the
and French
market, you don't want to
toast,
make her a
bro?
wife. So
All right,
if you
I
That
can't
want to
is
even
hear
not
Mr.
control
okay.
the woman,
Gaslight.
you have a problem. You have an
That is
issue.
not okay.
Bro,
You can't even make a
I'm
woman submit
sorry.
to
I
you.
didn't
This is
even
a
want to come at
problem.
you, but it
bro.
was like I was trying to
You
understand you and hear
cannot
you
even
out,
get
but this
submission
is
from
not
a
okay,
woman.
bro.
Nah, what's okay
Wow,
is
you
I'm
can't
getting
even get
married.
submission from a woman without being a fucking liar. Cool.
Bro,
Thanks for
No,
I've
letting
I'm
us
a
talked to
know.
narcissist,
women who
but if you're
just
not a
met
true
Thanks
me
for
and
letting
would
us
narcissist,
know.
literally
how you
be
gonna
we
get a
be in
wife if you
three-way
not a
phone
true
Thank
calls
you
with
for
each
narcissist?
other.
letting us
Like, but
know.
all you gotta do is just tell them the truth.
You dealing with
Okay,
you
okay,
dealing with
okay, okay,
modern
okay.
day women. You have to be a narcissist, bro. Like, how you gonna like get a wife and you can't take her off the market? This don't make no sense.
Bro,
Okay,
what you
we're gonna
are
hear
is
You
what
we're
you
can't
gonna
take her
keep.
off the market. These guys got these girls sliding DMs. They got 5, 10 dudes and wonder why you can't make
Pause,
her a
bro.
wife.
Pause. Let the
okay,
homie speak.
okay.
Your girl
There's
a
something
pimp.
wrong with
She
this one.
pimping you.
I'm sorry.
Major, 1 second,
I
okay?
tried.
I
Yeah.
do I appreciate everyone. I appreciate listening to everyone. I ask everyone in the comments and on my panel to use discernment. I do want to let Mr. Gaslight respond. I do pride myself on typically having a really respectful live, where people typically are able to conduct themselves and let people talk. So I just want us to be mindful of that, okay? Mr. Gaslight, if you're there, you're muted. So
Yes, I'm
okay,
here. I was just, waiting on
yeah,
the host to get finished speaking because, respect.
appreciate it.
Excuse me. what's the scariest thing about dating? Um, this thing about dating right now is not measuring up to what is desired. You know, you get out here, you find a woman that makes you smile, and she makes you want to be a better man, and then you find out that you aren't measuring up to what she is looking for, and that you could possibly lose her. I think, and it goes the same way with women, in the reverse, of course. So I think that's the
So
scariest thing about dating right now.
that's fair. I think that's a fair take. So would you agree that people lie then when
Pe-
like if they're feeling
people
like
people absolutely lie, and it's really something that they need to work on. If they were honest like me, they'd be okay. But unfortunately, everybody's not a Mr. Gaslight. Some of these people are just outright liars. You know. Um,
So
so
you
yeah,
Mr.
people
Perfect. You
lie.
don't lie about nothing, right?
No,
I swear I never met a perfect man or woman on this earth yet. I've been here 41 years, so why y'all acting like y'all just out here just telling the truth on the first date? Like, I don't understand this.
So they
There's
watch
because
no
when you
a
tell
shame
the
in the
truth,
split.
generation
You
screw it
guys, I'm
up.
gonna ask you
I'll
if you
let
want
you
to get
answer that, brother.
married, where you work, all types of good
It's
shit
a
on the first date.
facade, man. It's not
We
the
can get
real
this out
person
the
you're meeting on
way
the first date.
early.
No, you're meeting the
So
best version of them. That's not the truth. Come on, man, keep it real.
I
no.
actually say the truth. I let them know not exactly what I'm looking for, but I want to make sure that we're also on the same page. You know what I mean? So
If I
yes,
ask you
a
if I
lot of
ask
us
you if you have
are
other men in your
a
iPhone, you're
lot
gonna
of us
lie to
are
me.
honest when we are dating.
What are
Ah,
you
We're
talking
not
about? I don't even
pathological
have an
liars,
iPhone. I'm gonna
unlike,
say no.
you.
No, I don't have other men in my
Jessica,
iPhone. I don't even have
Jessica,
an iPhone.
Jessica, they're lying. They're lying. Jessica, I never met a woman with an iPhone that got one contact. These women are
I
lying.
don't
Stop
have an
it.
iPhone. I have
It
zero
don't matter if it's
contacts
an
in my
Android.
iPhone.
Man, it could be an Android, and you're not gonna have
so
just one contact in your
But can
phone.
I
Stop
chime in on
lying.
that? I
You're
mean,
lying.
like,
What do
Stop the
you
cap
talking
of
it's
about?
look.
no,
Why
no,
do we
I
need to
wanna
even worry about? I'm sorry.
no,
Because you
it's
know he
okay.
not that nigga. Because he has to lie to
because
get
they
coochie.
lying. No, these women are lying. They
Hold on,
No,
I'm
lying.
sorry. I
I
didn't mean to cut
respect
off
what
the
Mr.
host.
Gaslight
Were you
said
talking?
and major. Like to be totally honest, I've heard other people say this too. On a first date, I'm 100% being me, being real. There's no lying. It's all put out there. If they ask me, am I dating or have I been dating? I'm going to be like straight up and be like, yeah. Like there's no reason for me to lie. If I'm not exclusive with that person, we're just meeting. Yeah, I'm going to be straight up and be honest with them. And that's just like where I stand with that. And
So
I've
Jess,
heard people
so
say the same
Jess,
thing. Yeah.
So Jess, if it's the first week and I'm courting you, I'm dating you for marriage, and I tell you, hey Jess, I need you to get rid of all these side dudes, right? I don't want you to. I want you to focus on me. I want to like invest my love and my time and my energy into your world. I want us to be something. I want us to grow into a marriage or a good relationship. I want you to be my wife for 50 plus years. So are you telling me you're gonna really listen to me at this point, or are you gonna ignore me and keep dating other men? What are you gonna do at this point?
Well, I think that's really quick for a first date, right? Like you don't even know if you like me. Like we're literally just meeting on the first date. So I
No,
think
no, no,
I
no, no.
I
Hold on.
Stop.
Before the
I
first
think
date,
First of
I'm
we
all,
talked for a whole month.
from this
I
lie
think he
Before
was
the
trying to
first
alone,
date,
I
downplay
we've
it.
can
been
tell that
talking
a
for
date
a
with me
month.
would be
I
You're
know
unbearable.
you.
downplaying it.
We
So it's a
cool.
no.
No, no,
Who
no, no, no,
hurt
no,
you,
no, no,
bro?
Hold on.
Who
No.
hurt you?
I'm
Let
saying
let
this.
him make his
Before the
approach.
first
Let him
date,
make his
we've been
approach, and then I'm gonna
talking
make
for
mine next.
weeks. No, no, no. We've been talking for weeks. I know Jess already. I'm taking her out to eat because I'm trying to see if she's my type of woman. So what I'm saying is this: everything is good. The date is perfect. It was like a perfect date. So what I'm saying is now, is she gonna get off the market or is she gonna stay on the market? What are you gonna do just at this point? I'm a serious man. I'm not playing no games, which I ain't got time to play. I'm too old to play with you. So what are you gonna do at this point? Are you gonna accept the wife challenge or are you gonna like deny it?
yeah, so I guess after if we had been talking for a month, this actually happened with the last guy I was seeing. We talked for 2 months. It was a long distance thing. After 2 months of talking, actually probably a month talking, we didn't even meet in person. And he said I want to like be with you. I want you like whatever. And I was like, okay.
So
And
you cut every other man off, right? You like
yeah,
you just ignored them and let him court you properly, right?
Yeah.
See, that's the
But
problem. See,
did you
that's what
notice
you
how
got to
she just
do.
said that? She just
Yeah,
said it
but
that they were
all women don't
talking.
do that.
Hold on, brother. They were talking. They probably was messing around. I don't know, but they were talking. It
We
was
didn't.
good enough for her to get into a relationship with him. So it means that he probably took her on dates. They probably was messing around at some point. It been like he got
God did
used
not
to
listen
her.
to that woman. She said they never met. It was long distance.
Oh, she
No,
He
said,
had a
oh,
good
okay.
man. That's a good woman. What I'm saying is this:
we
9 times
had.
out of ten,
Okay.
the
That's
woman
a
ain't
different
going to
guy.
cut
Okay,
off
she
these
did say that.
dudes.
I
Nine
could have
times out of
sworn I
ten,
heard different.
the
My bad.
modern
That
day
is
woman
my
is going to
fault.
keep these men. That's all I'm saying, bro. Not most of the time, the modern independent woman is not going to say, "Oh, I'm not going to just give him my like just submit to this man who ain't my." You see what I'm saying? It's a whole respect thing, bro. That's all I'm getting at. A woman like her, she gonna win. She gonna get married.
Alex, you want to add?
My fault again. Once again, my fault again.
I just don't understand why he can't fit it in his head. Maybe it's the area he's at and the women he's been around, because I'm subject to that crap too. Me and you were talking on the other live. Maybe it's just what I'm dealing with in the area I'm dealing with. But bro, we have technology. We have all these new dating
And that's
podcasts.
the problem. That's the
Netflix.
issue. You're right, and that's the
God
problem.
damn,
You're
bro.
right. You're right. You talk about the
Control
problems.
your
Yep.
emotions.
Shut your
Please.
trap.
Siri. Right? And it's just like we are learning at an exponential rate from all the mistakes of the past in real time as we go. What's trending this week can be recorrected next week, and now there's a new trend of a new way to tackle problems actively. And that's the thing I don't think most people understand. That's why people are more brutally honest when they're dating now, because they're just like, why bother? Like, we see what happens, we know what happens, and we're slowly getting better at dating.
No, we're getting worse. So you flipping it, sir. Stop lying, man. See, this man lying now. He's lying now. You see this? This is
No,
the problem,
I
man.
actually agree
Men
with
are
him.
liars. Women are
So
liars. This man sitting here
quick,
I
lying to
real
y'all.
agree with
quick, real
you.
quick. Hold on, real
Who
quick.
hurt you,
Hold on, real
bro?
quick. I just
Social
want to
media
introduce
is
myself.
the
Hello,
devil,
my
man.
name is
You
Blazer.
flip.
My name is
Then
Blazer. I
why
hope you
are
guys
you
are having a
on
great
it? I
day.
don't
Hey,
understand.
Major, why are you talking about dating when you have two wives?
Man, I just want to
You
help
shouldn't
men
even be
now.
in
I
this
want them to get
conversation. You got your
married,
two
man.
wives.
I
Why are
want
you in this
these men
conversation, sir?
because I like to help people out while I'm at work as a truck driver, riding on the highway,
Oh,
getting paid to talk. So if I'm getting paid to talk, I mean, I
but
feel like
what's
I
the
can talk
point of
about
you
getting
talking
paid
about dating when you already have your two wives, sir? There's no point in you
because it's
talking
a
about this is for
different.
single
No, because
people.
I want men to
This is for
understand.
single
It's
people. Hold on. This is for single
no,
people who are
and men need
actively
help
looking
for
to
these.
date and you already have two wives, sir. If you're looking for a
And I
third,
could
this
get
is
a
not the
third one at
place
this
for you because
point.
I don't
I
think
could get
there's
a third one
anybody
at
in
this
here
point.
that is a part of the polyamorous
No,
community, sir.
ma'am. All I'm saying is this: dating is an illusion. It's not real. It's bull. It's a
But
horse stage, right?
this is
Hold
not.
on,
I
hold on.
don't think. I
Listen,
don't think
listen,
what you're having
ma'am,
this
This is why
conversation.
we
I
need to
don't
have
think that
thin
they're
men.
looking
It's
for
not
somebody
real.
who's in a polyamorous relationship right now. So I would
ma'am.
suggest for you with your two
You're not
wives
even
to leave out this
committed.
conversation.
You can't even commit. This is a problem. You got a poly girl trying to talk about commitment. This is crazy. This is a major flip. You can't even settle down with one person talking about poly. Like, stop it, cat. Go to listen.
Are
This
you
woman
sure
can't even
about that?
speak on monogamy. You are a
You
poly
said
woman.
social media is the devil, but you're actively
So
on
let's
it.
talk about it. So, sir, let me tell
You're
you,
on
right,
How
it
you
right
speaking on a
now.
sir,
woman being
sir.
poly, but you
No,
have two
my woman is
wives?
on TikTok. What's your
Get
point?
off
Like, she's
the
allowed
internet.
to be on TikTok. So, what I'm saying
Is
is
Get
she
this,
allowed
off
to be
the
right?
on
internet.
Instagram?
No, she's not allowed to be on like certain other sites, but like that's a
No,
whole other
no. Well, what
topic.
about Instagram?
Yeah, I checked it, and yeah, it passed
Yeah.
my wife
Did you
challenge.
know Instagram is the number one dating website
Sir,
that no
I
one
went in her
considers as a
DMs.
dating
I'm a
website?
narcissist. I went in my
I'll
woman's
throw back on the
DMs.
comments once we have 10K. Thank you guys. Gift my panel if you agree with what they're saying. Everyone's been awesome.
Yes, sir.
Also follow me if you like the topics. Again, I'll turn them back on once we get to
Yeah.
10K.
So
Real
real quick,
quick,
Jess,
hey
I don't care
Jessica.
about gifts.
Sorry.
If you guys do decide to gift me, that's okay. But if you're gonna gift me, make sure you're gifting the other panelists. I really don't care about gifts. I just came up here to expose this person that's up here talking about that he's in the dating scene when he has two wives. And
Thank
you said
you.
that you
Let's
have two
go.
wives, and you said that you weren't actively looking for another wife.
To the
So what are you in this
conversation,
conversation
ma'am.
for if you're not
By the
looking
way,
for
it's
another wife when
I
you
can
already
see
have
you
your two
now.
wives?
Hey,
I can
Blaze.
see
To
her now.
be fair,
Maybe I
to
am
be
looking for a
fair.
third one. You don't know what I'm doing, so man, that's irrelevant to the
So hold
conversation.
on,
Like,
hold
let's
on.
have
To
an
be
intellectual
fair,
conversation without the
Why don't you just
emotions. How
spit it
about
out,
that?
bro?
Like,
Be honest. Be a man.
Are
Stand
you
on
about
your
to
own.
leave so
hold
we can
on.
have
That
the
Maz, you
guy
being
is
intellectual
not
emotional
having
right
even
now.
conversation?
said
Like,
nothing
leave
yet.
the
I kind of
emotion
want
on
to
the
hear
Are you
corner.
him.
gonna
Like, Jess
leave
is
so we
here.
can have the
This is Jess
intellectual
live.
Hey,
We
that
over
conversation?
here with
guy
a
at the
good.
top,
Are
Okay,
you
we're
gonna
gonna.
leave so we can have the
Mr.
intellectual
Gaslight. I
conversation?
kind of want to hear him.
Yeah, Mr. Gaslight was about to say
Say,
something.
He
like,
ain't
can
even
he
said nothing
leave
yet.
so we can actually have an educated conversation? Because this is ridiculous, honestly. At this point, all we're doing is listening to him yell.
Okay, but
That's the
Mr. Gaslight,
reality.
Man,
were you
you're
going
being
to say something?
emotional, man. Where's your husband? Tell your husband to come to the phone. Let's talk.
Hold
Stop
on. So first of
pushing
all,
this
what you're not gonna
man.
do? Hold on. First of all, what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna talk to none of these ladies on this panel like that, and especially not while I'm here, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're not about to sit here and do that, bro.
Leave
If
the
you can talk to any other woman,
emotions.
you can talk to your wives like that if you want to, but anyone on this panel or
Zena,
even the host,
Zena,
you do not
why
get
are
to
y'all
talk. I
so
don't care,
combative?
bro. You're not about to
Why
do
did you
that,
make
bro.
the passport
You're not about
bros?
to
Let's
do
talk
that,
about
bro.
that
Because at
thing.
the end of the day,
Why did you
you
make the
want women to
passport
respect you, but
bros?
you don't
Like,
give them no respect. That's the
but
problem.
why did you make the passport bros be
This is
That's
existent?
the
getting
Like, why
weird.
did
problem.
you
You're a
do that?
passport bro that thinks you need that thinks
This
you
is
Man,
get
getting
all
you
this
weird.
other.
made the
Can we
passport
hear
You're a
bros.
that brother
passport bro
who
You're
that
the
who
thinks
is
you
reason
about to
why the
deserve
talk?
passport
every
bros
single bit of
existed.
This
Like,
respect.
fuel
You are a
is doing
passport
too
bro that
much.
thinks you deserve
Western
every
women are,
single bit of respect
man,
simply
this is the
because you're a
problem.
man, sir. That's not how that works. That's
Jess,
not how
Jess,
that
you being
works.
too emotional, Jess. Do you tell her to
That's
leave her
not how
emotion on
that
the
works.
corner?
You're not about
Okay,
to
You
sit
tell
here
her,
and talk to these women on the panel simply because you think you can talk to people like
Jess,
that. That's
she's
not
being
how that
combative,
fucking works,
Jess.
He
bro.
doesn't respect
Jess, please
women.
tell
He
her to be
doesn't
feminine like you,
respect
Jess.
them.
Please.
okay,
Like,
Please tell
Oh
her to be
God!
that's
classy
the
like you,
truth.
Jessica.
If I
Please,
get like
Jess.
a money gun,
okay,
can we
Please.
ditch this?
wait,
This is no
everyone,
longer productive.
wait. Again, I do pride myself. Most of my lives are very respectful. We can hear everyone.
Yeah.
Um, Major, I agree though. I mean, I also don't want you coming at the women. I'm a girl's girl.
Tell her to
Um,
be classy, man. Like, we need classy women up here, not combative, angry women. Like,
okay, but
damn.
I mean, Major, she did have a good point, right? I do have people come up that are married, and I appreciate their insight too into like the whole dating thing and what they've gathered. I don't mind if people come up here that are married.
But these are feminists, though. Like, we don't need feminists up here. Men, like,
But
women that hate
dog,
I'm
men.
yeah,
not
We
a
don't
I
need
gotta
feminist.
them.
really say this. How do
Hold
These
you
on,
are
real
want
quick,
classy
feminists.
women
Like,
real
up here,
quick.
come
but you not
on,
classy
man.
Real
yourself,
quick.
man?
So
Keep
because
yourself
so
Come
because I
on.
so because
conservative.
I
I
don't
don't
want
get
so
it.
because I don't hold on real quick because I
That's
promise
what you
I'll be quick
attracting.
and I'm gonna drop down because I don't want you talking to women on this panel like pieces of shit like you do to your wives. I'm a feminist.
Man, it
Bro,
sounds
he
like you have
doesn't
a
have
hate
any wives,
for
bro. He does
men.
not have
You
any.
don't
You,
He's
even know what
fucking hellish
see that's
full
the
on
problem
this
with a
on this
lot of y'all
podcast
passport bros. Y'all don't
because
even
no
know what
one has a way to
feminism
prove
is,
it.
and because y'all don't even understand feminism 9 times out of 10 really wants y'all to actually be treated like human beings too. Because a lot of times the men are treated like fucking machines.
So
Bro,
Let's keep it
Major,
I
take
also
it
real.
want
from
to
Ron.
man,
This
add.
leave
is
Blaze
Ron.
to the feminists. We're not
This is
around you. That's why. We don't like
24/7 dating.
feminist women. Like, they don't like men. You have a hatred
Major,
towards
I
men. You like
also
when
want
men
to
are
add.
aggressive. I don't know.
Yeah, can that brother at the top that just got in, because
Yes,
one dude dropped
Let's
off.
talk.
I need to
yeah,
get to hear what
Let's
Yeah,
this
have a
Mr.
brother
grown
got to
man
Gaslight's taking
say.
over.
conversation.
How's
yes.
everybody
This
doing?
was
How's everybody doing
back
All
and
right,
forth.
I'm
all right.
Daniel, everyone.
Please, decency.
Everyone, yeah, I'm going to let Danielle speak. But also, Major, I want to add that thank you guys too for getting the likes up to 10K. I appreciate you all. But I also am a feminist in the sense that I agree that women should have equality as far as respect and value. I do
I
want to make a point of that.
I define
Um,
it slightly. Define it slightly differently, but I'm with that.
okay,
It's the fight for gender equality. Period.
okay.
All right.
See, my whole
So
definition is
I'm gonna
different.
so
I thought
I'm
they
gonna
hate
drop
men or
down.
something like
One
that.
cheating
That's
case
what I
So
directly
thought.
doesn't help
Jessica, I
men
love
too.
you. You are amazing. You are a great host. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to drop down. Major, stop disrespecting people, bro. If you're gonna disrespect people and think you deserve respect after being disrespected. respectful to everybody on the panel, including the host. You
I
get what you
never
get.
disrespected
So yeah,
nobody. I came
I
in
love y'all.
peace, man.
Bro,
Bye.
you like Donald
Like, this
Trump,
is
bro.
crazy.
Like you,
Hey,
when you
I'm just
talk,
curious.
I
I
get
came in
paid
peace,
all the
brother.
time
I'm
because
just
the
curious
stock
about this.
market just goes
Wow.
straight up,
Can
bro.
I
Wait,
ask
we're
Super Major
wait.
for a
Just
I
second?
stop
was
for a
wondering
second,
if
bro.
I
I'm
could
curious
say
about a few things.
something.
No, wait, Izzy. 1 second.
Okay.
Everyone wait. Okay, everyone just wait for a second. We're going to let Daniel come in and say what he wanted to say on it because he just got up here, and then everyone could come in. I
Okay.
also have someone else in the box, so go ahead.
All right. I showed up a little bit late. I'm just trying to understand. So, Major, are you saying that you're poly or you're not poly?
No, I'm not poly. I know how to have self
Okay.
control when it
So
comes
you're
to
married to
love.
more than one woman.
Yes, I'm loyal to my queen.
Okay, why do you think that polyamory doesn't mean you're loyal?
Because it's basically a cheater's boulevard. Basically, you're playing with more than one emotion. So you have to take accountability, right? And just be real with yourself and look in the mirror and say, you
You
can't love
are
two women. Hold on. You cannot love two women equally. One is going to be the main chick, one is going to be the second chick, right? So the main chick she's going to have more love
no.
from you than the other chick. You can't just say, I'm
Okay,
going
let
to
me
love
ask
y'all
you.
50-50.
Then let's
That's
address that. Then
that's
let's address
bullshit.
that.
That's
I'm
illusion.
sorry,
Like,
but Major, all you did was just describe polyamory,
sir, I
consensual
lived it.
non-monogamy.
I'm just saying I
Consensual
tried it
non-monogamy.
before, bro. Was not right. It was not a good
Major,
feeling.
I'm sorry, but I'm just going based on the things you said. That's why I came up here, because the things you've been saying were a bit confusing.
I mean, I live monogamy, sir. Like somebody was being poly on the sideline.
Okay, so you are married to two women?
No, see, the TikTok streets got me confused. They heard about my first marriage, and they
Okay,
know I'm
so
in the
you used to
second
be
marriage,
married
so
and now you're
they
remarried.
feel like I got two wives because I support two women.
Okay,
So
so
it's like
so you were married and now you are remarried.
No.
So
I still
you
support
were
my
married
ex-wife
and now you are
and my
remarried.
sec. It's like this. I support both of my wives, like my ex-wife and
Yeah, yeah,
my second wife.
yeah. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It's still just being remarried. You could still do that by being remarried. It's called alimony or child support, however it is.
No,
So
I'm not
I'm
going through the
asking
white
which one is.
devil's court system. See, no, I would rather just like do it on over the phone.
Yeah,
So
nobody said
here
anything
go a
about court.
cash app.
No one said anything about the court system. I said child support. It
You
doesn't
said
have to do that.
alimony and child support. I'm not, bro. That's the court system. You flipping it.
No, those terms
Stop
were
flipping it,
before there was
man.
before we had a
Hold
court
on,
system.
I
People
do.
did those
Hold
things.
on, I'm sorry. I do have to
Bro,
say
why
this.
the hell
In
am I
a
going to
poly
child support for it when I can make a
relationship,
phone call? This
hold
is
on, hold
crazy.
on. In a poly relationship, a poly relationship can be in marriage or it can be in relations or relationship. Those are the terms of it. So you have to specify to this man of what exactly that you're talking about here. Because I mean, it sounds like you're talking about a poly relationship of two people that is agreeing into being married, not in two people actually being agreeing to relationship. And then when you're talking about the so far as children and everything like that, when it comes to the poly relationship, that actually has to deal with a lot of man, I could tell you so much, but it deals with a lot more than that. So you got to be specific with him, is because he's also given the basics of it, and then you're also giving more of like one term of it. So you have to specify
No,
what
he's
part that you're
lying
talking about here.
Yeah,
because
he's
It's like
describing
this, man.
whether you're married in
what
poly
he's
or whether
I'm
describing
you're
so
sorry, too
far
many people
single,
is
talking
what's
at the
called
whether
same time, and I
you're
open
cannot
in
hear
poly.
solo
who is
poly, it's
actually addressing
poly.
this
For
one.
him to say he's not poly and he doesn't believe in poly women and he has two wives, that's just backwards as
No,
hell.
it's
No,
the
he didn't
ex-wife and
say
the
he has
second
two
wife. That's
wives.
all.
He said that he
He
don't have
did
two
say he
wives.
has two wives, which is
He
why
said
people
something
keep
like
saying
people
that.
is
He said
getting.
that here, and then another person came up and asked him why
No, it's
is
an
he here with two
ex-wife,
wives. Stop.
ex-wife and the
Okay,
second
yeah,
Don't
wife.
try
but
to
he
change the
just
story now.
Ex-wife.
addressed.
All right,
Now you
cool.
Hold
don't have
on,
two
hold on, hold
wives.
on. I heard that. He
I don't
said
have to be intimate with my ex-wife. Put it that way. Like that's
Now you
how
don't
I'm
have
the
like.
two
only thing
wives.
that
I
I'm
I'm
love
trying
not
to
that.
get
I'm gonna
is
intimate with
like the
my
remember that.
full
ex-wife.
story here. Is
That's what it
because
is,
he
man.
said that on his Instagram that people get it confused because
That's cool.
of he's what you said that you wasn't with that, you wasn't married anymore, right? And then you said that you was solo, right? But you date two women. Did you not say that?
Man, I support my ex-wife, man.
Bruh,
Okay,
please
you
answer the
That's
support.
not what
question.
he
It's
God
a
said. He
dang.
said
support, man.
he
It's just
has
financial
two
support.
I'm
I'm
wives.
not
trying not to curse
intimate,
on this
bro.
panel now.
Bro,
And
I'm not
Major flip.
intimate.
you know,
Okay,
I
okay,
ain't
Like
your
listen,
this,
lawyer,
bro.
real,
but I mean, come
No,
on,
listen,
lawless,
man.
bro.
lawless.
Listen, I'm
I
not
want to, I want
intimate
to
with
say
my
something.
ex-wife.
I just
I'm just
want to say
supporting her.
something.
That's it,
Major
man.
flip. I need to
Just a
say something real
cash
quick.
app, bro. That's it.
When
A
Cause
people
this
cash
ask
app.
dude
you a
coming
question,
at you with some lawyer stuff, and I'm
lawless,
just like, yeah,
lawless.
he's like
I
a
think we
district
need to.
attorney
Maybe,
right now.
Brother,
maybe.
what's wrong with
I think
supporting
we
our
need to be more
ex-wives? Like, is
basic
that a
than
problem?
major,
Listen,
major.
brother, I think you should close your mouth and let your district attorney, I mean, let the
Exactly.
district attorney come at you and let your lawyer
Okay,
help you, all
so
right?
major,
Because
major.
you're
So you
not
have a
looking
problem with
good
Paul.
right now.
So now.
No, man.
So major. Now you have a problem with Paul. I've been married for 31 years. Now I'm trying to understand. I've
I
been
thought he was
poly the entire
passionate.
time.
Girl,
I'm
you better
trying to
go somewhere.
understand. I want to understand. All right.
why is my marriage, say, less valid than, say, yours?
Hold on. Repeat that.
Yeah, repeat it again.
I've been with my wife for 40 years, been married for 31, happily
Hmm.
married, 4 kids, all of them in college. Well, one in law school, but still college. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to understand why is, say, for example, Major, why is your marriage more valid than mine?
I never claimed to be more valuable, brother. What I'm saying is this: I'm a divorced
Then
man.
implying
Hold on,
that
hold
That's
was
on,
not a
hold
good
on. You probably never got
question.
divorced, so it's a
Bro,
difference,
you should
bro.
have just
What
stopped
I'm
talking
saying
at that
is,
point.
when I went through my divorce, I still supported my ex-wife. We're not mad at each other.
Prank record
We
this
did not
man, cause
divorce
he
for
I be
gonna
trying to
lie
bad
on
help
his
people
next
that
reasons,
don't
live
even
and say he
deserve
got
it.
2 wives
I'm about to
again.
mute.
does anybody else
man.
sign their little
I mean,
card
cause I could have
that
really argued that,
Lawless,
bro. You,
He
Lawless,
never been
oh my
divorced.
god, I
curious
could have
about
really
something.
argued that.
Okay,
I'm
the
trying to
host is
address something
talking.
real
The
fast
host is
that seems a
talking.
little odd.
Everyone stop. 1 second. Major, I think the confusion comes in because I also am confused. You did say you had 2 wives, right? And then you also had said that you're a truck driver and with other women. So I don't know what that meant. We didn't really go there, right?
It's like
So
this, right?
Especially when you keep saying,
Listen.
when you
I'm gonna
keep
say it like this, right? I'm
sprinkling
gonna
in
say
this
this right.
phrase, well, I'm loyal to my women.
Your Honor, those are songs and the
Listen. My
lyrics.
second wife
They're
knows about my
lyrics.
ex-wife,
Jessica,
right?
am
That's
I
it.
wrong in that?
Listen. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna
Jessica,
explain it.
am I
Listen.
wrong in that? That it's a little weird hearing him say
No,
things like that
Daniel,
and
I'm
then sprinkle
explaining.
in a little bit with the
Well,
words, I'm
I
loyal to my
explained why I
women?
think it's confusing. Now I need everyone to
Daniel,
let
Daniel.
Major respond, and then we're going to let Izzy have something to say quick. I'll give you 30 seconds, and I also, Gray just got up here. So, again, I wanted to run so people could understand and hear what's going on. So, Major, if you want to respond quickly.
Yeah, I'll explain them my love life because they won't know so much. So, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? My second future wife, she knows about everything about my first ex-wife. So, what I'm saying is my ex-wife knows about the second wife. So, what I'm saying is this: I'm supporting my ex-wife regardless of what the world feels, what y'all think. I don't care. I'm always gonna cash app her and my daughters, regardless of how y'all think of me, and I'ma still take care of my second wife regardless. So it is two women. Yeah, it is. But I'm not intimate with the ex. The ex-wife can find a whole other husband. I don't care. Like, we are like
Okay.
good friends. It's like my best friend in the
Yeah, I
world,
respect
damn near.
that. I
You might
do.
as well
I
say that.
respect that,
You know
right?
what
You have
I'm
a
saying?
good
So all I'm
relationship.
saying is this. A man could go through a divorce. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying I respect that. I respect that you still have a good relationship with your ex-wife. I also support that you're still supporting and helping out with your children. I think that's super important. So I totally
Yeah, it's
respect.
more like I don't even have to send the money. Like on the real talk, Jess, I ain't got to send the money down to North Carolina. See what I'm saying? What I'm doing is I have a good heart. I don't have bad
Is
intentions. So what
trolling
I'm saying
so
is,
hard. He doesn't believe half the
it
stuff
is
he's
what it
saying,
is,
and ninety
man. Like,
percent of it ain't true. Let's be real. Let's keep it 1,000.
bro, my dinner is served at 7:30 on a dot. I could just go live like I did the other day and show y'all. Like,
I'm
it's
gonna
it's
be
so
real
Okay,
simple.
honest
what,
with you, bro.
I
Like
can
what
get
Bro,
you
my
that's
dinner
not
in
my
said
on
was
first time
like
I have,
meeting
live and
you.
show
even
I have
I'm
y'all.
another
confused
obsessed
question
me,
for
with
bro.
Major.
Rob. Like,
And I was
So
trying
can
to be
you
your
go
lawyer
to
it's
for a
Rob
still good
and
second.
women
say
in
what you
America.
love?
I have another
I'm
Hold
question
trying
on,
to
for
hold
help
Major.
on, man.
you.
Time out. It's still good women out here. I don't know who hurt y'all dudes, but listen, keep looking. It's still some good women left,
Bruh,
brother. Like,
what does make
Okay,
you ain't
sense
gotta
of you
fly
say my
overseas.
future wife know my ex-wife? You ain't even met this bitch. Never mind.
Major.
So
I,
you
And
know
that's
about
Lord, I'm
manifestation.
done.
You
I
gotta
love
be a
what
Christian
you just
man.
I'll
said,
try to help
Major.
you.
You don't even know. You don't even know about
no,
religion
no,
and
it,
speaking. You don't
no,
even know
it's
about the
He's
power
straightforward.
of the tongue.
passionate. He's
No, no,
You
it
passionate
read the
when he
sounds
Bible.
pretty
describes
Do you
it.
straightforward.
even read the
He's
Bible?
passionate.
Now, dude, we don't care.
He's
Now,
passionate.
um,
These
love
are
what
we
you
really
atheists
just
don't
over
care.
said.
here. I get it. I get it.
I love what Major just said, though, as far as there's still good ones out there. Yes, I agree. However, I do want to point out that you're kind of saying before that women aren't shit. So I do want to also throw that in there. Okay. But
No, the
I
toxic
agree. I
ones.
think
The
that there are
toxic
still good
ones.
ones out there.
It's
I
a
want to hear
difference though, Jess.
what's the difference between men and women, good ones, or what's the difference?
No, you got toxic women and like wife material women, like how you are, like you the wife material type. So we got good ones, and then we got like the toxic ones who are like the girl who was yelling at me. Like I don't even pay her bills, but she was talking to me like I'm her baby daddy, like that type of woman. Yeah, we
You
run from
know,
there.
I
We
see what
we get
ladies
on a
are on about,
plane and
what they're
fly
afraid of.
over their head, literally, or just get in a car and
I'll
throw the
hop out
budget.
after this. I just have one thing that I want to say to Major. Major, I
Okay.
came up here mostly because you were not allowing for clarity. You were being asked questions and avoiding answering those questions. And that's what I believe that the lady who was here a moment ago, why she got upset. The other crazy thing about this is that every once in a while you've basically been talking about, in a disparaging light about people with other relationship models. Now, if you're not in a relationship, why does does it matter to you?
I'm in a committed relationship, sir. What are you talking about?
And all of those things that people have been talking about could still be committed relationships. You can be poly, you
Yeah,
can be in a
but
committed
these
relationship.
dudes don't even know how to court the women properly, man. They out here dating and being players and pimps, and wonder why they can't get a wife. That's what I'm
Nobody
saying
here
to you.
talked
Like
about that. No one here mentioned that. Why do you keep implying it?
they were just talking about it because we said, "Are you gonna take the girl off the market or not?" If you leave her on the market, she got Tony to call, Michael to call, Timmy to call. She's on
Wait a minute. It's
TikTok
somehow.
answering DMs.
Wait a minute.
She's on Instagram answering DMs. So if
It's
you don't know how to
that.
take a
Wait, wait.
modern day woman off the
Someone getting a
market,
phone
that's
call
a
Why are
or
you
talking to
worried
problem.
someone.
about us answering DMs if you're in a committed relationship, bozo?
I'm helping my brothers out. Like
You're
I'm a
not
pro black
helping
man.
nobody out.
I'm pro
Why
Raise
the
black.
your
fuck
hand if
Guess
you
you was
what?
a man
lying,
and
Hey,
Are
you
you
was
there?
I'm
man?
sorry.
married.
I'm
Hey,
a
hey,
pro
hey, hey.
Oh
Listen,
community.
Raise
man.
your hand if
can
you
I
was
Okay,
a
can I
man
just
and
okay,
say
you
Our
was
this,
okay.
you
Miss
baby
Miss
mamas
satisfied.
Hope?
being
Okay,
Can I
made
say
so
okay.
this?
I'm gonna
we
get
can change the
going.
world.
I think
That girl
I
who
think I
just
finally
talked,
got my
I just want
answer.
to say she
I
sound real cute.
I just wanna say something real fast. I think I just
She
got my
gonna
answer.
get ghosted. That's what
I think I
Sorry,
happens.
she
just got my
sound she got
answer.
She
a
gonna get
good
Wait,
voice
wait,
Major
ghosted.
wait,
though.
wait.
sounds
Everyone, wait.
I'm
Dan's
sorry.
trying to
okay.
speak. I
Sorry,
want to hear
brother.
what he's saying. I think he's saying something. I want to hear what he's saying. Then I also want to hear Gray come in. We can put a pin in this. We'll come back to it because there are a lot of things, Major, that you bring up. But okay, go ahead, Dan.
The thing is, I think that I got my answer. It sounds to me like Major is under the impression that dating someone or taking to a meal or whatever is some transactional and that he has some sort of ownership. Like I said, I've been married to my wife, been with her for over 4 decades. All right,
I
been
love that.
been actually married
Congratulations.
for over 30 years. So I'm trying to understand. I at no point have I ever once thought I owned any part of her, whether it be her spirit, whether it be her mind, or it be
Love
her
that.
body. And the
Does she
thing
have
is,
your last name, sir?
I continue to date my wife.
Does she have
And
your
to
last
do
name,
things
sir?
that made her happy, that made her want to be with me, because I don't want her to stop wanting to be. Because the thing is, it's a value added situation and it's an ongoing thing. And that is the reason why. All right. Now,
I love
I,
that.
I
Thank you. I
think
appreciate
Major,
that.
Sir, you gave her
it
your
might be
last
a little
name. How is she
more
not a part of you?
beneficial, and you might not have a third wife someday if you actually try and adopt at least part of that. Because I don't know. I'm just saying, you giving advice sounds like one of those skinny cook situations.
Sir, how you say you would give your wife a piece of you when she has your last name? I don't understand why you want to major flip it today. Like this is
What are
weird.
you
Like
What did
talking
he
about,
just say?
sir?
What did he just say?
you saying your wife is not a part of you or something. What's the line you said?
I said my wife. I said I don't own my wife. I don't
No, I
own
want to
any part of her.
clarify
But
what
she
he was
owns but she
So
owns
actually
your
again,
saying.
last
I heard
name
that
though,
because
right?
very clear.
Hold
What
on,
he
but
was,
she owns your last
hold
name,
on, hold
right,
on,
sir?
man, hold on, man, hold on.
Right, right.
I'm trying to help you. All
Hold
right,
on. He would have made you flip
I'm
it
trying to help
like
you out of
he would have
nowhere.
flipped it
You know what I'm
like we
saying?
don't change
All
the
right,
last
hold
woman
on, calm
her
down,
last
calm down,
name or
calm
something. He
down,
would have flipped it
calm
over here.
down. Listen, this is not helping you in the court of law. All right. Now,
No, we
what
ain't in
he
court,
was
man. I
pretty
ain't
much,
paid nobody, cook.
I okay. Listen, you ain't had to pay me. I was appointed.
Oh, you a DA? You a free lawyer? We don't want no DA. Hell no. You
I
represent
mean,
the
shit.
court.
If you ain't got no money,
Hell
then I
no.
mean,
You a
because you
free lawyer?
definitely ain't
Get
got no
out of
money to
here.
hit right now.
Hell no.
I'm
Get out
trying
of
to
here.
help you right now because
You
you
can
about to
leave
get
the
get
courthouse at
eat
this
up
point.
right now.
You a free
Okay,
lawyer?
you don't need
Nah.
me. You don't
Everything you
need
say is
me.
a lie at this point. If you're a free
I mean, I
lawyer,
could be his lawyer
you're
then.
a
Shit. I
you're a
mean, I can go
walking
back on that.
liar. If you're a
Oh, I'm his
DA, you're
lawyer.
a
Hey man,
walking
who need a
liar.
lawyer
Like
tonight?
Okay. Okay. Let's let sorry, Taylor, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just say Taylor. I mean, it's Tay Lawless, but you can say Taylor. Most people would say
a
that.
comedian, that man funny.
Okay, go ahead. And then I know Izzy wanted to say something, so I'm going to give Izzy 30 seconds, and then we're going to go to Gray. Oh, Alex just raised his hand. We'll give Alex 30 seconds, then Gray. But I do
Actually,
feel bad because Gray's been up here a minute.
okay, so what I wanted to speak about, Your Honor, is that that woman that talked before, she had a pretty voice, though. To be honest, though, it was real nice. It was soothing, to be honest, and she was actually calm when, even though she was like coming, oh, dude, she wasn't all aggressive and everything. She was just like calm and
Yeah, she
seductive about it, but it was beautiful
yeah.
in my ears, though.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I can't hear everybody, and she didn't even talk over everybody. And the whole time she wasn't talking over everybody. She just like did it in a certain way. And it was powerful on top of that too. It was beautiful. And to be
Yeah.
honest,
It kind of caught my heart. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Shit,
Oh, he's sipping. This is a great point. Like I'm
simping.
learning how to sip. I'm learning. I'm learning. Keep going.
Dog, I
Keep going.
already said what
Keep
I'm
going.
looking
Keep
for. I'm
going.
looking for a wife. What you looking for?
Uh,
Hey, I might
okay.
be a lawyer, but hey, I mean, it
Keep
is what
sipping,
it
bro.
is.
Keep sipping. I want to hear some
Shoot,
more. Keep going.
lawyers need love too.
How dare,
Okay.
hey Major, how dare a brother actually
That
say what
woman
he wants
sounded
and when he's
fine to
right and
me.
actually go for it?
Scared
I'm
what
just
you
saying.
say.
You
He's
got
I
sliding
can
the
listen to that
DMs. He's
all night.
doing it wrong.
She can
Hey,
talk me to
Daniel.
sleep.
Daniel, he's doing it wrong. He
We
should
be
have
on the
slid
phone
in the
all night. I can go to
DMs. It's
sleep. We can be
simple.
in two different states. She could talk to me to sleep all night. You know what I'm
All right.
saying? Like I'll
We're
talk to
gonna
her
let
for like
Ah, that's so cute. I'm
three,
about to
five,
cry,
six
man.
hours.
I'm about to
Probably
cry,
like
man.
24 hours. I'll fall
Hey,
asleep
Jess,
on the phone with that
have
woman.
a tissue,
She got a
Jess. This is
beautiful voice.
emotional.
I don't know what you talking about.
This is
okay.
emotional,
That
man.
Let's
woman
go
got
This is
to
beautiful voice. I
emotional.
like that.
Izzy.
Anyway, I'm done being
That's
lawyer.
all you like about
I'm
it, the
done with
voice.
him. You
You
are
ain't
no
actually
longer my
loyal.
client, sir.
You don't
You're
even
no
actually
longer my
loyal. In the
client.
court of law, you are being a whore, man. You don't know
Hey,
nothing about this
look,
woman, but you claim you like her
it was
voice. You
appointed to
claiming
you,
that
and
you like
look,
her, and you
man,
don't
I
even
wasn't
know
getting
nothing
paid any. I
about
was
her.
getting paid anyway.
This
You wasn't
is
getting.
sipping
Okay, I'm
one
You
gonna
didn't
on
pay me
one
wait.
nothing.
in the court of
Wait.
TikTok law. This is sipping, sir.
You
Izzy,
didn't
I
pay
feel
me
you,
anyway.
and
You cheap
so I want to hear
mother
Izzy,
sucker. I
Sir,
don't
Alex.
want to
I'm working
curse
with the
on this
DA.
woman's
I'm working
live
with the
because I
DA,
don't know
sir.
what is the terms. But look, that woman got a beautiful voice. I will vouch for her any day. I don't care even if she wrong.
Jessica, he needs
Buster,
Sorry.
2 years
as
for
Sipping,
Buster
if you
sipping,
in
call it
court,
Jess.
sipping,
only
it is
judges
sipping
two
will
and pimping.
years
Buster.
Love
minimum for
that.
sipping on TikTok.
It
Now,
is what it
Yeah,
is. Girl,
minimum is crazy.
you better call me afterwards. After this live, you better
sir,
call me because I
you
want to
should have
listen
slid in
to
her
you
DMs and told her how you
when I go to
feel.
sleep tonight.
See,
That's all I want to
these men
know.
don't know about love. You're supposed to write her a love
I
letter,
don't care
brother.
what you're talking
You're supposed
about.
to say,
All I
spend
want is
one
that voice right
hour.
there to
Oh,
talk to me
man.
before I have to go to work in the morning.
Bro, you should have wrote her a love
That's
letter.
it.
Like, listen to an OG. Take one
And send
hour,
it
write it
where?
Who's an
Because
down,
I know you
OG?
don't think he
and
gave you
You
type
an
my
in
OG,
address.
bro? You 40 years
DM,
Send
old,
it
bro.
man.
I ain't
where?
listening to you. I'm 31. Man, I ain't
Wait,
got no kids, nothing. I ain't got no baby mamas, anything. She is perfect over here, bro. You're talking to somebody who
you
really
better
got some
slide in
shit
those
about
You're
DMs.
themselves.
supposed to write
Excuse
her
me
a love letter, brother, and tell her how
about
you
the
really
S
And
word.
feel.
send it
See,
where?
you
Like
ain't
you got
old
my
school like
Hell yeah,
address
me.
I
or
write
my
a love
email.
letter.
You a new
Bruh.
age dude, man. You wanna
What you
holler
mean
at
a
her on
love letter?
TikTok.
How am
This
I
is
gonna send it
new
to her?
age
Do I got an
love.
address?
This
Do I
man
got an
said,
address?
No, but she
Do I
is.
got an address?
her DM,
Definitely
her
DM
DM.
her with some
That's
nice
the address, her DM.
words. Wait,
What?
okay, so we're letting Izzy. You have 30 seconds, Alex, 30 seconds, then we're going to Greg. Okay, yeah, let's try to hear everyone. Okay, go ahead, Izzy.
If I can hear that woman talk just
I
one more
don't
time
like.
and
What
just
is the
tell me, hey,
topic
good
again?
night,
Because
I'm cool.
I don't really. Are we
Okay,
like
okay,
trying to
then I'm gonna let
divulge
Alex
and?
respond because I think he had something to respond to
Okay,
what
I'm
was
a mute
happening.
then.
Well, I mean, I wanted to respond, but it was like make maybe 45 minutes ago because Major keeps on yelling over everybody. What I wanted
Yes,
to say was that I do lie to the women that I'm in relationships with, and I do date multiple women, like I stated in the past, and I do tell the women that I would eventually
thanks for the follow.
be with other women, but they generally don't believe me, and then I did tell one woman that I would be with so and so and so and so, and because I loved her.
Thanks
That
for the
may
follow.
sound odd, but with one particular woman I never lied to. The other one was married, so I didn't really care that she knew I was sleeping or having a relationship with other women. But the other like 4 or 5 didn't know that I was dating other women. But I do lie in a relationship because Major kept on bringing that as a major point like 45 minutes ago. But I don't think like you should allow him to overtake and just keep on yelling and screaming because it just makes it like a bad live stream because no one knows what anyone's talking about.
Yeah, Izzy, I appreciate that. However, sometimes I let people talk, and it's TikTok, so I do have to let people get it out, and I like to hear what people say. I appreciate that, Alex. I don't know if you want to respond to that or what was going on.
So this is basically all I have to ask from Major, and just Izzy now gets lumped in. Unfortunately, sorry, my guy, but sorry.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying. Always lying
That
too.
was good. That was
Wait, I
good.
want to say something to Alex. Hey, wait. I don't lie, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know,
What?
like, what the fuck your problem is. So
Are you?
just
What?
stop already. I don't
What?
cuss on
Are you
here,
sure about that?
Why
so
you
I don't
always
lie.
lie?
So I don't
Sir.
see, like, why you, like, talking shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Camera on. Turn your camera on.
Sir.
Hey, yo, I just got fired.
Another
No,
call.
like,
Looking for a
really, like,
lawyer?
what
Not call.
is wrong with you? I don't fucking lie, you little bitch.
Anybody looking for a
Fuck.
lawyer?
Oh shit! Here go the.
Oh my
I'll
god.
fuck you up, you little cunt.
She put on a facade,
Thank
Jessica. That
you.
was not her real voice.
This
God
wait,
damn.
is this a
I am just being
is this the
honest, and I'm being
ABC
honest,
company?
and I don't know what
Is
to
this the
say.
Skittles community? What's going
Hey man, you
Oh
So
can't
my
don't
say
be
that.
saying I'm lying because I have
It's
no
not
reason to
okay.
lie. The only people that I lie to is women I'm in a relationship with. Outside of that, I don't lie because I don't really
I'm
have
sorry.
to.
I'm sorry.
But Izzy,
Everybody lies.
Anybody need a
Everybody on this
lawyer?
earth told a
I'm
lie.
sorry.
Stop the cap, man. You act like y'all just angels out here not lying to nobody. This is weird.
Jazzy. I do want to say, Izzy. Okay, so you said you don't lie. You did just say
Okay.
you lie to people you're in relationships with, which would make you do lie.
Well, outside of my
Thank
relationships,
you.
I don't lie. I just tell the truth because I could take, like, there's no point because I'm an adult man. I don't have to lie. Like in my relationships, I do lie, but outside of that, I don't. I never lied to Nancy. That's why I would tell Nancy that I was gonna go be with Raven, Johanna, or Naomi, or Emily, and Emily was married, so I didn't care if Emily knew. The only rule Emily had was I couldn't talk to the other ones while I'm with her, because I did that twice, and she would yell at me.
Oh yeah.
All right. I am your lawyer. I'm not laughing. All right, let's do this.
Damn it.
Yo,
I love that answer,
so
Izzy.
hey
Oh,
yo, you better be in for it, Alex. You better be in
Bro,
for it,
look,
Alex. I'm coming for you,
look.
bro. I'm coming for you. I'm his
I'm here
lawyer.
for it,
hey,
bro. I'm
hey,
here for it.
Lawless, are you about to ask Izzy some questions? Because
Yeah, we
I've
need
got
to check
so much.
Alex.
Bro, I'm not asking him questions. I'm his lawyer.
Okay, Izzy,
Here's the
Stop it.
deposition
I'm
right
not
now.
laughing.
I'm curious about some stuff, Izzy. Izzy, do you think it? Do you do you find it stressful all the lying and keeping them straight when talking to these married this football team of women?
Are you asking my client?
I did
Yes,
admit
I'm asking.
in
Don't
the
say
last
nothing,
live
man. What are you
stream
doing?
A
that
football team of
I'm
women.
asking. No. I'm just talking about
I
how.
well, I'm
All
gonna
right.
answer your question. I did admit,
God, you
like in the
motherfuckers.
last live stream, it does get to you because it's emotional draining and physically draining, and it does take a lot. It's not easy to be continuing to lie to so many people on a daily basis
What
Okay.
my
and to
client
Now
act a
listen.
actually
certain way.
means is
No.
is
No.
that,
It's okay.
you
None
know,
of those things are. No,
Finally,
no, it's fine.
accountability.
ask
No,
another
in a serious
question,
way. In a serious way. So
Your Honor, badgering
Bro,
the
like and share the
I'm
witness,
not.
live,
I'm not.
bro.
the
I'm
Order in the
not. I'm
court.
talking
Order in
when
the
you said
court.
badgering the head. Thank you.
No, I am being serious.
yes.
Like I
So
said, stated in
Man,
that's
a
fine.
please
I
live
get
stop.
that.
stream,
Now as a
Stop.
follow up.
it does take a toll on you. It's
Okay.
not
Now Izzy,
easy.
as a follow up, I'm curious about this in a serious way. Do you think
Okay.
that you would be happier if you simply maybe chose a woman or women that you could be honest with, who would be okay with the situation as you'd like it?
Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor. He asked two different
I was.
questions about.
Can I say something without being interrupted? Like, I don't see why you
I
guys
am no
do that.
longer gonna be your lawyer. Please, I'm trying to save you
Order
right
in the
now.
court.
You are
Order.
they setting you up and
See,
you
I
don't
don't
even notice
understand
it.
why everyone's like yelling over talking
It
each other. Like,
ain't
I don't
even
get
that.
that.
I'm
I
telling you.
haven't yelled
No,
once.
I'm done.
let's let
I'm
No,
muting.
I
I don't need a lawyer.
I want to
All
Like
hear
right.
when I would
Izzy
tell
respond.
You
Nancy
better get
who I
fired
was
up,
gonna
bro.
be with, it. I honestly love Nancy compared to the other ones. That may seem seem odd. That's why I never lied to her. The other
Yeah.
ones, I didn't really care. Then when, like, Emily, she asked me out, and I didn't know she was married not until 7 months later. Then I found out she was married. I broke up with her. Then she kept on bothering me, and so then we had that talk, like, in her Jessica's other stream, when Emily told me she was the one in the wrong because she's married and I'm single. So she said I wasn't doing anything wrong. And then when her husband caught us the first time, he left her for 9 months. And I felt really bad about that.
Okay.
But it does wear on you. It's not easy.
Okay.
It's not
Now,
Was
something
there
that
kids
it's
involved in the situation?
easy to do.
Pimping is not easy, guys. Pimping ain't
okay.
easy.
Okay. So now,
No,
Izzy,
I am being
now
serious,
that
and
you've mentioned, now that
Alex
you
is
brought all
acting
that
like
up,
a little
my
jerk.
last question is this. My last question is this. All right. All right. Now that you said that it does wear on you, all right. I'd like to advocate that as a man who is happily married, going on 32 years, been in a poly relationship for 26 of that. The way that that was possible, because I don't lie about a goddamn thing.
No, I actually don't agree with that lifestyle, and no, I would not do that because it would give a woman an ability to sleep with other men. And I know that's like a double standard and that's like considered wrong, but no, I don't label myself as poly.
I didn't say
It
you did.
it just happened. Like I
I didn't
wasn't
say that you
going
did.
out looking for women. I don't go to
What is this thing
clubs.
where
I don't
people?
go to
No, no,
bars
Izzy,
because
Izzy,
I don't
Izzy,
drink.
Izzy, you're doing
I
this
would
runaway
just
thing.
run into these
No,
women
Izzy, you're running
and
away
I
with it.
found them
You're
interesting,
answering a
and
statement
then
that
they
no
liked
one
me.
said.
So can I finish talking without
Izzy.
saying
No,
without people
Izzy, because you're
interrupting?
responding to a statement no one said.
I did not go looking for other women. I was dating Raven, and then I met Naomi, and then I met Joanna, and then I met Deanna, and then I
In
met
my life,
Emily, and
with
then
a
I met Yolanda,
a little bit of reason.
and then I
I get
met
that, man.
Nancy.
So
I get that.
I wanna let Gray come in, and if they want to comment on this or they have anything to say on this, because we haven't heard them speak yet.
Oh shit.
This is why you should pay for a lawyer. I'm gonna just tell everybody that now. Pay for a lawyer.
Beep, beep,
Now I'm about to
beep.
mute, but you
Go
better
ahead,
pay
Gray.
for a lawyer because this will happen to you.
Legal representation is very important.
Gray, you could unmute. You're muted.
Yeah, nah, I know I was there was an ambulance I was going by as well.
Okay.
First off, what's up everybody?
I'm sorry, they
I'm
picking up my defendant right now because he just got dropped on the floor
can
by
can
that
I
guy
can
right
I
there. I'm sorry.
ask can I ask that everybody mute because I don't want to disrespect people by over talking. I don't want to feel like I'm getting disrespected by having people over talk. Um, but I came up here initially because I was going to talk about major flops down there, but and then Izzy started talking, and now I'm like I don't even know, like I don't know if he's trying to troll and he's doing a poor job at it, or if he's actually being dead ass and this is like he has like some weird twisted mind of what's happening.
Yeah.
No, I am being
Not
serious.
not
I
wait wait
have dated
Izzy
that many
Izzy
women, and it's not
I'm
easy.
not
And
done,
I'm
sir.
not
I'm
like
not done,
I
sir.
don't see like why people are thinking I'm lying when I'm being honest. And Jessica will
Hey, bro,
confirm like the
respect that
same
man.
names
He
I've
asked
said
for
before are
nobody
the
to
same
interrupt him.
ones.
Respect that man.
And
Come on
I
now,
don't
mute
see
yourself.
like
Yeah.
I
So
don't get it.
I could say that Izzy has been up here, and I do appreciate them for being honest and sharing. I hope that does what it's supposed to do in the long run, and hopefully for the benefit of everything. So I do want to say that I mean I can only go based off what they're saying, so I do appreciate it. But you could continue, Greg. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna point out like the whole thing, like how Alex, by the way, Boricua brother, how you doing? Um just the fact that Alex put up a song saying, "Why are you lying?" And then he said, um, "I don't usually cuss on this platform," and then proceeded to cuss like several times, which also turned into a lie. Um, there, there's just so much to like unpack with that I'm just like confused at this point because you talk about Nancy and then Regina and all these other people, and I'm just like, I don't know what your issue is. Like, if this is true, like, let me just say, if this is
Agreed.
true,
It's only getting sweeter.
if this is true, let me just say, like, you talk about that you're not poly because that allows other women to go sleep around. Meanwhile, you're seeing multiple women and you're sleeping around on each and individual one of them. But yet you rather just be like, oh no, I'm monogamous because it's just like one woman each for me. Like one woman for each finger. Is that what you're trying to say? Like what's happening? Because I don't understand
Yeah.
how you have this mindset and then think that that's just okay.
I never, well, at the time, I thought it was okay until I realized that I was wasting their time. Like monetary, you could get back, but time, these women could never get back. And I honestly really hurt Nancy, and I just couldn't do that to her anymore.
Now, what about going forward?
So I ended the relationships, but I still, well, there is well, never mind. Well, I realized,
We don't
well,
care about the name.
I was talking to this
What
female, this
about
woman,
Hold on,
going
and I
Daniel. Hold
was
forward?
on.
talking to this woman, and she made me realize that the time that I had spent being with these women, I was wasting their time, and time you can never get back. And that really affected me, and that made me to really start thinking inward. And so I kind of ended the whole thing. And I was really, it really affected me to break up with Nancy. And it really affected me that I wasted her time because she could never get that time back. And that is the one thing that I regret. Because Alex thinks it's a joke, but I don't think it's a joke. And I think that's really screwed up that he thinks it's a joke and it's not a joke. Or
Okay,
that you
so
think it's a joke because it's not a joke to me. Because I did waste their time. They could have been in a healthy
okay,
relationship and
Izzy,
be with
Izzy,
someone else, but they were with
Izzy,
me.
you're
And they were
you're
wasting their
going off on
time.
a tangent.
Can you please not talk over me? Because I'd
No,
why? There's
because
no
I don't.
point for you to be talking over me like right
no,
now.
because here's the thing. You're
I
going
don't.
off on a tangent
No,
and
I'm
and
not going on a tangent. He
you
asked me a question and I'm
Yo, let the
answering
host
it. I just
de-escalate this,
said
just
I
because I
was
think this is going
wasting
a little
their
too far.
time and I regret
Like he's going
that
all
I
over the place.
wasted their time. I'm answering his question. So yes, I did regret being in multiple relationships and wasting their time because time is something you can't get back. You
My
can't
question,
ever get that back.
none of that answered my question. My question was about going forward, Izzy. You at no point came even close to addressing
Oh,
that.
forward. I would like to settle down and
Honestly, I don't care. I don't care
have a
anymore.
kid.
I actually don't care anymore.
Well, you
So
asked
Have
me
fun with
what.
Rita and Trina and keep it getting sweeter and do all that type of stuff you want to do. I get it.
Not the DMX song.
Well, I don't think it's a joke when you're wasting someone's time.
Hey,
I
Izzy, I
know that
respect
you
what you're
guys think
saying.
it's like a joke and it didn't happen,
No,
but
I'm not
it
making. I'm
Izzy,
not.
actually
This is the
did.
thing. I am
I'm
not
glad.
here. The thing. I don't think what you did was funny one bit. I think it was actually pretty monstrous. The fact that you admit that it's a double standard, that you recognize how wrong you are. It's not that it's just that you're just being oblivious. You are taking choices away from these women, and you are making them be poly while you are just being a little fuck. And I do mean that.
Yeah, and actually what I wanted to
I
come up here and
agree.
say too. That's actually what I wanted to come up
Right,
here
I
and
was
say
just
again.
loyal. I'm
Hello
sorry.
again.
Kind of
Hello
My
rude.
bad.
everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So Izzy. if you are polyamorous, right? I promise you that when you're honest with women, 9 times out of 10, especially if you're honest with, I'm telling you, there are women that would love to be in a polyamorous relationship, that would love to be that they would love to, whatever their
Don't
sexuality
believe
is,
the
right?
hype.
So if they
Oh
so if
no,
they
that's
so
Nah,
a
if
Your
they
fact
Honor, I
want
can
all
so
the
if they
testify
time.
like
That
against.
men,
I can
right?
in a
testify
And
against
there's a
that.
polycule,
man.
that's
Hold
called
on, hold on,
being
hold
the
on, hold on, hold
spinner.
on,
No,
hold
no,
on,
no,
Major.
no,
Hold
no.
on, Major.
She's
I'll give
doing
you one
good.
a
No,
second. I'll give
she's
you one a
right.
second after you name drop me. But there are
No,
women, right?
the thing is this: in a poly
Hold
relationship,
on, hold on, hold
in
on.
a
Let
polycule, that's
this
called being
person.
the
No,
spinner.
hold on. Let them kill this shit. Cause she's not lying. This is the truth.
So
Go ahead,
listen,
sis.
listen,
You
I
talking
am
about
a
the
polyamorous
minority than
woman.
the majority.
Talk
This is
that
I
crazy.
shit.
am I am a polyamorous woman. I would love to be able to have a husband and a wife. You know why? Because that means that all my love will be given to the people that care for me, right? And when they're honest with me, nothing that happens between us can ever break us apart because we're honest with each other. Now, if you are the type of man where you feel like, okay, I want to be in a polyamorous relationship and but I don't want all the women knowing about me, I don't want the women knowing about each other. That's where y'all fuck up. That's where y'all be like, oh, well, shit, now she done found it. And that's where the women get mad because it's like, okay, not only did you take my choice away from me from being polyamorous, but now you may have possibly put me in a situation where I could get an STI.
Yeah.
As long as you're honest with these women, I promise you, women, listen, y'all don't even understand. Men don't even understand. The more that you're honest with women and the more that you say, okay, I'm going to be my genuine self, I will get anything that I want from these women and I don't have to force it. The more that you're genuine, the more that you are yourself as a man, and you're not forcing it because you got money or you got cars or you got a house, you're just genuinely being yourself and giving your personality, women will flock to you no matter what. I
Did
promise you.
I
It's
not say this
unfortunate, but
in the
we have to
hold on, hold on.
lie,
Did I
man.
not say this in the beginning of my first statement? Did I not just say the same thing?
Yep.
What type of women
Women
are those,
respect you
though?
when you tell the truth in the
Man,
beginning.
Full circle. We
brother, what
finally
type
made
of
it.
women
We're
are
OG.
those that's going to respect that
Bruh,
you have
this
multiple
Just so
all
women?
Izzy
played back
understands.
These
to
are
the
not women who
beginning.
Izzy,
want to be
My
Izzy,
bad. Hold on. What
wives.
you say, brother? Hold on. What you say, brother?
What type of women are those women that's going to respect you when you have multiple women? Those are players. They're not trying to
oh,
settle down. So the
Bruh,
woman that
it's
Wait a
it's
minute.
not
respects
Hold on, hold
about
on,
you
the
hold on, hold on,
all
hold
right,
on, hold on,
hold
again,
hold on.
on.
and you
Let
can't
me
be
Hold on, hold on,
hold on.
honest.
Let me
hold on.
address
Hey,
this. Let
Let
me
me ask,
address
that's
this.
crazy.
Hold on, let me
hold
address
on,
I'm
it.
hold on.
asking
Say,
Magic
I
a
want to
What
question.
ask
she
one
was
question before
I'm
you
saying.
address it.
gonna,
Those are
I want to ask.
players that you're talking
I want to
about.
ask one
Hold on,
question
brother.
before you
Hold
address
on.
it, real quick. Real
Hold on.
quick. I just want to ask one question before you address it. Major, let
All
me
right.
ask you a question. What's your religious affiliation?
You know he's gonna take forever on this.
Religious what?
Yeah, don't do religion.
No, no. I'm asking because
I know
we
God
have.
personally. That's all you got to know right
I'm
there.
asking if you're Islamic.
that
I'm
tells
asking
me
if you're
nothing.
Christian.
No,
I'm
I
asking if
know
you're
God
Catholic.
personally. That's all you
That
need to know.
tells us nothing.
That's all you need to know.
So,
You
Yeah, I
could
mean,
be
because it
David,
go
you could
back
be
to the
Hindu,
same
you could
part.
be Jewish, you could be Muslim, you could be any sort of, all right? Lots
On
of
the
different
path
gods.
of Buddha
Tell
and
me who
That's
Hey,
you are.
brother, you sound
irrelevant,
like
man.
you on the
That's
moon
relevant
right
to
now.
love. Like, let's
Come
talk about it.
closer to the mic.
the only reason why I'm asking your religious affiliation is because there are three men of each factions that had a lot of respect and also had a lot of women, right?
Hmm.
we
So,
saw.
especially in
But
Islam.
she's talking facts.
So, so if you feel like women are not going to respect you because you have multiple women, why is it that men respect Future for having multiple baby mamas?
You talking about a rapper now? Oh my damn! Now you think we looking up
Bruh,
the
no.
future?
You
How you think we
don't
looking up
see.
the future
Bro,
Nah,
now? This is
bruh.
a
You
major
ain't
flip.
seeing. Yo,
This is a
stop,
major
stop.
flip,
Just listen to the sister, cause what you not understanding is far more than
brother.
what
That's
she's
not our
talking about,
role
bro.
model, brother. Future is not my
The
Bruh,
role
biggest
model. I
thing
you
don't
is
look
don't
up to
you
you have
don't
to
Future.
even.
understand
This
I
what
is
the
think
way
it's
he's
crazy.
looking
the
for.
plane is
He's
going over your
looking
head,
for
dog.
What you talking about a
consistency.
rapper talking about popping
I'm done.
mollies and shit like he's
Dog,
your
it ain't
role model?
about
This
the
is
rapper.
crazy.
It's what she's talking about. Read between the lines, bro. And
But
you
she's
don't even have to read that
delusional.
far.
That's the Louis look. We
bro,
think we looking up the future as our role model. This is
bro,
crazy.
Spencer,
stop.
this is
Let
awesome.
this sister cook
I
because
This is
she's
enjoyed
this is
really
this. I
talking.
appreciate
slavery.
it.
This is
Let
mental
this
But
sister
slavery,
talk,
hey,
bro.
bro.
my whole thing was I was just trying to talk to
She
Major
been
earlier.
programmed. This is
It was
mental
Nah,
cool and
slavery.
everything.
what?
But the
Program.
thing is,
Yeah, she's been
Did this
to
nigga
programmed.
really
speak to
say
the
that?
young brothers because I
Excuse
can
my
tell my
language.
voice is kind of young.
She took the
But
vaccine. She must have
it is
took
a
the
whole
Bruh.
lot.
vaccine.
It is a whole lot more manly, to be honest, with the
It's
people that
okay.
you actually share a bed with or that you share any sort of intimate time with. All right, because guess what? Manliest thing you can do is have two women that you're actually in love with actually planning your birthday knowing that they're both in that relationship rather
Thank
than you
you,
having to
Molly.
lie your behind off to seven.
Um,
Man, the lies is needed, man.
Hold
It
on,
is
hold
what it
on.
is, cuz.
Hold on. That was good, brother. But hold on. Let that sister continue to cook. You cut her off.
No, I'm just about to go.
No,
You
no, no,
cut
no,
her
no.
off
Go
at the
ahead.
future thing.
I
Not you,
actually
not you,
came up
brother,
here.
He
at the
said
top.
future.
No,
This
hold
is
on, wait. I
crazy.
actually came up here. I
Nah,
actually
let
came
that
up here, and I was cutting. I cut off Gray, and I apologize for that. So yeah, so Gray can continue, and then there's got to be other people
girl you
talking
was
on the
cooking.
panel.
Girl, cook them collard greens. Get
Listen,
your
listen,
ass
listen,
back in the
listen, listen,
She's
kitchen.
listen.
a
I will
Cook
future
them
listen,
fan.
collard
listen, listen.
green
I'm
now.
not up here to cook. I'm not up here to cook. I'm up here to actually have a
She ain't
conversation
gonna put
and
none of
tell the
that
truth.
pork in there.
That's all I'm doing.
Taylor.
But
But
don't bring up
No.
but
future
right
no
now,
more
but right
then. Let's
now, I
talk,
understand
man.
that you want me to keep speaking these facts. And again, like I said, Major, I'm gonna get to you after you name
Joy.
dropped me and told me that I came up here and I started some shit. But what I did was I came up here and told you, I asked you, why are you coming up here talking about single relationships when you're in a marriage with two women? That's all I
She
asked.
Man,
better
That's
cause
cook
it.
them
I
extra
But
have
I'm gonna
daughters
mute.
hot
out
Go
here.
dogs.
ahead,
That's
Gray.
why. Let's talk about it. Cause I have
She better
daughters out
cook them
here.
extra
I
hot
don't want
dogs, some
these
hot
men
links.
to
Okay.
treat my daughters like that. How about that? How about that?
Okay, listen. Taylor, I think you have to slide into Zena's DMs. I know he also probably wants to hear you talk because he loves your voice.
Slide in the
I
DM.
like
I'm
Zena,
fucking weak.
man. Zena,
Yeah,
you're
wait,
not the
who is
problem.
it?
I'm
Is
not
this
mad
the
at you,
girl?
Zena.
Yes,
I
this
ain't
is
mad
the
at you, girl.
girl.
Zena? Oh man,
The
yeah,
woman.
definitely. Hold on,
Yeah.
yeah, I got definitely add
Zena,
her.
I'm not your enemy. Like, I'm gonna make a T-shirt.
I didn't
Thank
even
you.
know that was her, but I mean,
So
yeah,
I
definitely.
want to hear Gray if they want to finish. Thank you, Izzy. And then Molly.
Yeah, I initially came up here just because I was gonna say y'all was wasting your goddamn time. I made your flops. Me and some other people was in a whole nother live and washed him out the water. Um, because he's on some weird shit.
And that's so second
But
grade. Major flops. Come on, cuz. Be a
yeah,
man.
major flops. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna say. I no matter what Izzy say, I think he a troll. Everything he say, even though he's trying to say I'm not lying, I think he's just troll. So blah on that. And yeah, I just
So
that's it
you
pretty
you my
much.
homie
So
now. Like
y'all
all of a sudden you know me all of a sudden. This is crazy.
anyway,
The
so yeah, y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all letting me up and
Thank you. I
take care.
appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. Um, Molly, if you want to go on to what we've been speaking about, or if you want to go on the topics.
So he actually had all the time for for these women. That's a lot of women to entertain and give your time to.
And then I see you, Bob.
So I'm not 100% sure how that all works out. But off of the topic, I did want to say I think the scariest thing about dating is honestly people aren't dating for love. People are dating for social media nowadays. And I think that's like the scariest thing is you never know if this person is actually loving you or if this person is just doing it for social media. So
God damn, bro.
But guess what? I'm her lawyer, bro.
Come on, cuz.
that's crazy.
I've
Yeah,
never
you can't
heard that
attack her.
people are
Oh,
dating for social media. I've never heard that.
Yeah,
So
they definitely are.
so hold on real quick. I'm not a moderator, but I just want to help the host lay some ground rules. If you
Yeah.
come up in the panel, can you please mute so that if there is someone talking, you don't say anything, and like make like interrupt their thoughts or anything because we want to make sure everybody is having a chance to speak. Again, not a moderator. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I'm gonna stay up here again. I'm a address major because he name dropped me. But
Jessica
yeah,
don't need no cheerleaders,
I'm
Zena.
not
She don't need no cheerleaders. She's
yeah.
okay.
So
She got
so
this.
yeah, Let's have a great conversation.
Bro,
Yeah,
she
all
literally
let's all
said,
mute up so that Molly can finish, and then we can have some fun.
yeah, bro, she literally said,
You're a
like,
cheerleader now,
she just
Zena?
want to hear
Okay.
one person, but sometimes we do go overboard and we be talking over each other. And that's what I had a problem with when I first came in. So, you know,
Right, right. Like for me,
that
it's
young
just
lady
like
was just,
Major's clearly letting his emotions show. Like he doesn't have any
That's
kind.
why I turn me down because I got two wives. I get it. Y'all can't turn me
I know
down,
it.
cuz.
There it is. You
I
just
am
can't
blessed.
handle it, bro.
Hell to the nah.
he
Yeah,
is the life of the party. But I mean, come
you're
on,
very
man.
emotional, bro. You got to exercise some emotional, constraint.
Should have be all sad like you and okay.
No,
I was like,
Hey,
I was turning it
you
down.
have
So
to be
you.
able to hold your own,
man,
bro.
my bad, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
men,
man, you need to look.
This guy
men,
just can't
mute
contain
up.
it.
Taylor, mute up.
When it turned down like I don't get no pussy, I get it. I gotta
Molly,
be
I'm
like
not
you.
sure.
I got it.
No,
Alex,
that
I got
wasn't funny.
Alex
Sorry.
made you mute.
That was lame.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna let Molly finish, and then Color Life, because Color Life didn't get to speak yet either.
Oh,
Okay.
what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
So I think another thing is people aren't really courting. They're going straight into the dating instead of courting, and I think courting is a very important part. It's really where you get to meet and really connect with this person and figure these things out. People aren't asking the right questions. Um, so I think that's kind of scary. um, why do you think people ghost? I think people ghost because they're scared of what would happen if they were honest with that person. Um, People hate honesty. They hate accountability, and I think people get nervous about how they would say it, what they could say, because some people are crazy in this world. Unfortunately, people are really crazy. So if you tell them no, or if you say, I just don't think this is gonna work out, it's definitely gonna. It could possibly hurt you, or it could, worse or whatever. So I think that's why people ghost. But that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, thank you. Like I said, I appreciate that. I never heard that about the thank you for the follow. I never heard that about people dating for social media, but I could see what you're saying. Um and as far as the ghosting, Color Life, if you want to add.
To the ghosting.
Yeah, or what's the scariest part of dating? Yeah.
Oh man, scariest part of dating. I think the scariest part of dating is when you're with somebody and you're first getting to know them, and you already kind of created like who you thought they were by you spending time with them. But if you kind of are a person that like you get into a person like really deeply quickly because maybe they wanted you to perceive them a specific way, and they tend to not actually be that person, so you don't really know who this person is really. But on the ghosting thing,
Okay.
doesn't happen to me very often. But I mean, if um that happens, I think that that person and you just weren't ready for each other. Or you just don't vibe. I don't take any personal um like issues with it. It's just kind of what it is, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, as far as what you said about ghosting. What about the scariest part? I think that that's an issue for dating. I think that we create things prior to meeting someone and expecting them to be what we created in our minds, right? So I think that's a
Yeah.
big issue. I don't think that's um I could say one of my fears now would also be lying because we're hearing so much about that on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think those were good points. If anyone else wants to respond to what either Molly or Color Life said, you guys can.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I do. But I'll let him go first and I'll chime in next.
Okay. I don't know who said they do.
Taylor. Taylor,
Okay,
chime
go
in
ahead. Yeah,
next.
you could
Okay.
go because I don't know who else wanted to jump in.
I think that was Alex. Alex wanted to chime in first. I think
Didn't
there
say
was
it, but I was
some
about to hop
connection
in.
problems.
Someone said it right before I did. Yeah, man, just again, like you got to be upfront, and people don't think that they can find somebody if they're honest, and that's the journey everyone's afraid of, bro. Finding people to meet you where you're at until you're no longer ready for that, and you decide to evolve and move on to like maybe just sticking with one person, bro. Just be where you're at, and it's supposed to be scary because if you're not used to it, it's supposed to be rocky, and you're gonna be iffy, and just bro, just speak your piece.
Me.
And can I say something real quick about the
Yeah, go
lying
ahead.
thing? So yeah, I was wrong for lying to my potential wife and all that, but I feel like Izzy. I respect what Izzy said. You know what I'm saying? Because like I felt bad after so many weeks went by and I wasn't living in my truth, I guess. You see what I'm saying? Like sneaking
Yeah.
around, dating other women and having this girl on this dating app or sliding on, you see what I'm saying? Doing shit behind the scenes that I knew that my woman wasn't doing. So I said, you know what? Let me just tell her the truth. And I just opened up. I said, you know what? I haven't been honest to you. You know what I'm saying? I took you off the market because I thought I saw you as a white potential woman. So I didn't want no other man to have you. See what I'm saying? So when I told her the truth, she kind of respected it, but at the same time she was upset. But I bought her like a little gift and she got over it. You see what I'm saying? I took her out to eat and I said, you know what, let me just make it up to her. So when I made it up to her, it's like now I don't have to hear it no more.
Oh
And I'm
man.
loyal at this point, and it's like I still got my second potential wife. So I feel like
Shit.
lies
Hold
are
on, brother.
needed to court
Bro,
modern day women.
Hold
you
on,
Cause hold on,
brother.
gotta
hold on,
Hold
hold on,
on,
listen.
hold
hold
on,
on.
hold on.
Wait,
Hold
hold on, hold
on,
on. I'm gonna say
brother.
this. I'm just gonna
Let
say this.
him
I'm gonna
let
land right
him
here.
let him
I'm gonna
No,
talk
say
you
and
this.
good.
you
You
I
good.
feel
next.
like
You good.
I feel like due to social media and all this technology that we have, yes, you have to take the woman off the market if you want to marry her. If you don't want to marry her, hey, like play the game, whatever. But I'm talking about for men who looking for marriage, like a serious relationship, like commitment. You see what I'm saying? You can't date this woman and you like her and the vibe is good, and then boom, you let this other man take her out or something else. That's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna just land my jet right there.
Well, bro, you got off real easy, man.
Hold on, bro.
I got
I, and,
lucky.
I'm, and
That's
I'm so
You
all,
just
happy for
man.
you.
you skipping the
I'm not
line,
saying
bro.
that condescendingly.
Kind of skipping the
But how
line.
No, I
is
just
it?
want to say that.
But how is it that got off easy when I told
Hey
her the
man,
truth
look,
though?
I
Like
want to purchase my stuff just like you do too.
I lied
Like,
about not being
I'm gonna
loyal,
let them talk.
but
No, no, I'm
but
gonna
how did
let
I
them
get off
talk.
easy?
I just
Like,
wanted to say that.
actually,
No,
I
no, bro.
want to get.
I'm
Hold on,
happy
hold
for
but
you,
on,
bro.
explain that.
hold on,
Explain that
hold
though.
on,
Why do you feel
hold
like I
on,
got
hold
off
on.
easy though?
Stop. I want
I'll
to
tell you later.
give. I want to give this conversation over. This woman ain't even saying nothing most of the time. You know you are over there sipping that cup, scratching your hair, everything like that.
Yeah, come here.
Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, no.
giving my convo over. No, not you, but
Oh,
her up here.
finally.
Just say
What's her
my
name?
name.
Divinely. All right, dang. Look, man. I couldn't see it, and I had to click on it and then find out. Give that conversation over to her. She haven't really said much through this whole panel, and then I
Because
don't think
every time that
anybody
I
let
talk,
her even talk.
Major has something to say and talks over everybody.
All right, so
So
can
I'm
you
not
mute
your
this
enemy.
guy?
I'm
What? No,
because
telling
hold on.
you,
Can
I'm
you
not
mute
your enemy.
him? Can you mute him and let her
He's muted.
say what she want to say? Because I
thank
really
you.
want to hear her thoughts.
Go ahead,
Go
love.
ahead.
Okay. I personally, I don't ghost, you know. That's just my personal preference. I like to have a conversation with people, but I also really everybody that knows me knows that I go more on the talking stage before I even go on a date because I like to personally get to know somebody first before I go into that step of going into an actual date. That's just how I handle it. It is what it is. Um, once I like for the most part, I'm not gonna lie, like I meet people or men, I guess. I meet men face to face. I don't meet them online. So it's normally somebody that I already seen. So I already know how they look, and then once I start talking to them, once I get to know them, at that point I decide whether I want to pursue this or not, and I let them know, hey,
Okay.
um, I'm not interested in this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You're a great dude, and that's that, So I don't normally ghost. It's just a conversation that I have either at the talking phase or I guess once we start kind of getting to know each other even more, we start going on dates and everything, like that's where you kind of have that conversation like, you know, do you see this going anywhere? Like yes, no, kind of, and yeah. And I don't believe in lying, so I'm very upfront about what I
Okay.
want, I let them know.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, like I'm somebody that, I let somebody know um not all of my needs, but like the most basic needs,
So are you saying you're
So
a front?
I am upfront, yeah.
So what is something that you would tell a guy up front? Like say for instance
Yeah.
that he was interested in you, you were interested in him, y'all seen each other at the mall,
hmm
he came up,
So
he spoke to you and stuff like that. What is something that you would tell him from the beginning
yeah,
about you?
okay, so that's where like the
Not crazy.
talking stage kind of like comes in or whatever, right?
Hmm.
Um, one of the things that I do let somebody know, because I am somebody that communicates fairly well. I'm not one of those people like read my mind and guess how I'm feeling, like, no, if you upset me, I'm going to tell you, you know what I mean? So that we can talk it over. So I believe in communication a lot. And I am just somebody that I like phone calls. So I know that there's certain people, men and women, that they don't necessarily like phone calls.
Hmm.
So if a man is more of a texter, I already know up front it's not going to work out for me because I want that communication. I want to be able to hear their voice, so that's a deal breaker for me right there and then. So if they're like, oh, I'm really busy, I don't always have time to call, hey, that's great, more power to you. It's just not going to work out for me. Like I already know it's going to be an issue,
So
you
for
know?
you, if a guy start talking to you and they be like, "Yo, do you have an Instagram?" Is that an automatic turn off for you? Because it's kind of like that's not a sign of the communication that you want. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not a trick question or anything, but
Yeah, no. Um, I mean, once I start to see like that he only wants to communicate via Instagram, like that to me, I'm like, it's not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna be
I'm gonna tell you
honest.
straight up, and I'm gonna be blunt, is because I think that women talk in divert a lot of times. It's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
But I'm gonna be honest. If you give me your Instagram, I'm not contacting you. It's because
Yeah.
I'm a phone person too. I
hmm
want you to talk on the phone with me. I'm old school.
hmm
You are old school, but you have to like come out and tell people that like I talk on the phone. So if you give me your number, probably in the next hour, maybe 2 hours, I'm gonna call you. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
like,
Yeah, the
I
only
you know what
tell
the
people
women
that
that.
like,
scariest thing is?
yeah,
When
I
you
think
have
for
an
me,
iPhone and you have an Android.
Hold on, brother. Hold on,
It's
2 seconds,
scary.
2 seconds, 2 seconds, right quick,
yeah.
and I'm gonna hear you. I'm gonna hear you.
So for me, the only people like, or the only men that have asked for like my Instagram or social media like that are guys that like are on social media. So like if somebody on TikTok, for example, is like, "Hey, can I talk to you on Instagram or whatever?" I am less likely to give my number to somebody on social
Hmm.
media. Does that make sense?
Yeah, more
Than I
person.
am
Yeah.
on somebody that I just met in person. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, I do kind of I like to see kind of where it goes. Um, I will say this. I know some people are going to be like, oh, that's a red flag or whatever. But if that person is very adamant about like talking and calling, because like I said, I really like to call. So there are going to be men that want to put that effort, right? I do have a fake number just because in the past it's happened where,
Ah, hell, she pimping.
Damn it, Major! I was so proud of you. You did so good for
You
so
you
long.
you really did, bro.
I
I
was
was
really proud.
actually about to
I
advocate
was
for you
hitting the blunt
again.
as she said that. And I said, what? Hold on, she's
He
a
just
pimp.
had to mess it up. No,
Yeah, I
actually, I
was
see
like,
what
I
she
was
was
like,
saying. She
wow.
was basically
Yeah.
pretty
So
That's
much
what I used to
anyways,
saying
do when I was a
she
player.
would
That's a
give a
pimp move.
fake number to creeps, to
yeah,
somebody that's
because
like
you
really
never
a creep.
know. Yeah, because
Oh,
you
you
know,
got a
like
fake
I
number. That means you
currently,
pimping.
I
You got
mean,
multiple
but
for
men
if
over
you
there.
example,
think
because I'm
no,
giving
if
you
you think
like
about it in a woman's way, it makes sense. I
yeah,
mean,
because I currently right now I do have two stalkers that I did have to like, and they were on social media, you know, so and there's like police reports filed and everything, so like it's a little bit scarier as a woman, right, to kind of just be like, yeah, here's my number, here's my address, you know, like even for men, I do not bring men to my home. That is a rule that I have. Um, you know, just because
you have
sometimes
children.
No, Taylor, not yet,
you
because I know
cannot.
Molly also wants to say something. So after Divine, Molly's gonna come in.
And then can I ask
Yeah,
a question?
Okay, I'll
Yeah, and
mute
then
then.
Color Light, then you can, and then I want November to be able to talk. So sorry, you could finish Divinely.
yeah. So, you know, I want to make sure that when I go to sleep at night, I sleep peacefully, you know, not like somebody's creeping in my window being like, what is she up to? You know, so I don't normally bring men to my home either, you know, so yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Molly,
Mhm. Also that you know, it's very hard nowadays because I feel like men really can't take rejection. Like there's been plenty of times when I've been at the gas station and the guy will ask for my number. Well, first he'll hold the door open for me, you know, and of course I'll say thank you. Then he holds the door for me when I'm coming out and he's just like, hey, you know, can I get your number? And I say, no, thank you. I hope you have a blessed day. But literally like 2 3 weeks ago I had this happen, and these guys, him and his homeboys, got in their cars and surrounded behind my car so I could not leave. Like it is a really scary thing to reject a man, and that is why most women give out that fake number so that they don't have that situation right then and there, because there's not much we can do besides call the police. But you know, how long is it going to take for them to get there? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of situations that could happen if we reject this man.
yeah, that's true. You never know how they'll respond.
Do y'all
For
know the
sure.
voicemail? We could tell by the voicemail that it's a fake number. Y'all know that.
That's cool. I'm out of your sight. You can't do nothing to me. You don't know my name. I'm out of your sight. You know nothing
So what if the
about
man
me.
calls you right there on the spot just to say, "Let me put your number in my phone," and he dials it, and just to see if it's a real number? What you
You
do?
answer
She
it.
could just say her phone is at the
You
house.
answer it. You say, hey, what's up? You know, yeah, see, there you go. You
Smart.
answer it.
So you
No,
answer
all
the
she got to
texting
say is her
app,
phone is at the house,
basically.
because we can definitely find that out real quick if that's
But
you or
what does
not.
it matter though?
But
What does it
I
matter
mean,
though? If a woman gives you like a second number or a fake number, like what does it matter
So what if
to
the
you
man
though?
flips out because he says, "Oh shit, you gave me a fake number.
trust
You
me,
gave me a
Man
it
Snapchat
that I
does
don't
number."
matter.
And what if he flip out
that's
over
a
that?
man that I
See,
don't want. You know what I mean? I dodged a bullet. If he flips out and he wants to be a baby about the fact that I gave him a fake phone number, like that's on him. And you know what? That's not on me. That's on you. That's something that you have to deal with your therapist. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
you have to think. I
I
think you
So
have
appreciate
to
it.
think more
I also want to
of.
let Zena come in because I know you also had something to say, and then Color Life,
Oh, is
and then
that
we'll go to
Zena?
November. Go ahead, Zena.
Zena? Oh, I'm be
You can
quiet.
either call me Xena or Blazer, whichever one's easier for you. Um, so I'm gonna
Hmm.
even though I came in here, you know, blazing hot, you know, came in here on some, you know, some everyday thing. So the scariest thing about dating is not knowing if the person that you're dating is actually a good person. Because people can hide their intentions and their personalities very well.
Yeah.
Um, and I can attest to times where I've been in relationships where I thought the person that I was with was a good person until it came to a situation where they were frustrated or hold on one second.
That's a good point.
I feel that.
If you need a lawyer for a bad babysitter, please call. Never mind.
Where'd
Sorry.
you get your law degree?
Huh?
Where'd you get your law degree?
Really? You really want to ask me that?
That's a
This
valid
dude named
question.
Lawless.
Wait, who's asking me?
Sorry, yeah, sorry
No
about
law
that.
degree.
Sorry about that. I had to handle some business. Sorry
Okay.
about
That's okay.
that. But yeah, I didn't know if I didn't know if the person that I was going to be with was actually a good person until they got frustrated. They got into a situation where they were stressed, and I had been put in some dangerous situations. So now, as a mom, especially as a mom, I have to be wary of who I interact with because with my child, if I interact with anybody, I could put them in danger now.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
like one thing that I've really noticed when it comes to guys, right? And I've noticed that when you tell them, "Hey, I'm not interested," a lot of times, right? They'll say, "Well, I wasn't trying to be with you anyway. You just you were ugly bitch anyway. You was a you fat anyway." And I'm just like, "Well, what's the point of you even talking to me and saying that you saying that I'm pretty?" When I realize when you realize I'm not interested, you wanna say all those things. There's no point. And it's like when when I go out to like clubs or anything because I just want to go have a good time. I'm not out there to like meet anybody. And there's guys that are coming up to me trying to talk to me. I'm let them know like right off the bat, like, hey, I'm not interested. Like, I ain't trying to make it seem like I'm leading you on. But if I tell you I'm not interested and you get upset that I'm not interested, then there's something that you got to deal with. There's 100 other women in this place. You came and chose me, and I said no. Just because you get 3,000 no's don't mean you ain't gonna get one yes.
No,
So,
yeah. I think we could all agree that men have a hard time when their ego gets bruised. Uh,
and yeah, so I wanted to answer the last question. Why people ghost? I think one of the main reasons why people ghost is because of boredom. Because people do have a short attention span. And usually it's like in the beginning of like you talking or whatever, which at the end of the day is cool because you don't owe anybody an explanation of why you did it. But when it's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years into a relationship, you guys are like talking and you guys are planning a future, or you guys have planned a future, or you guys are have children together, and you just ghost. Oh yeah, and yeah, ghosting because of red flags is a good thing too. So like if you see a red flag in someone, then yes, definitely ghost. Especially if you see it early. But if
yeah.
you
I would
are
actually go against that.
but if
Me
you are
too.
in a relationship to where it's like 10, 20, 15 years down the road and you ghost somebody, like, yeah, they definitely deserve an explanation. Not only is that cowardly, but that's basically saying that you are not going to um you're not responsible enough to be in any type of relationship. So
Jessica, can I say something on that? Because I wanted to ask a question earlier, but I didn't really get a chance to.
Yeah, go ahead, Color Life.
You asked me about it, but she actually made a good point. I agree with it to an extent, but I think it's based on two things why people actually ghost. It's either about priority or intention, right? If I don't feel like you're really a first choice for me, then I might be more inclined to ghost you because I might have eyes on somebody else, or maybe somebody else that I might want is more available. So I might put more effort and energy into that person than the person I'm ghosting. Or it's intention. My intention might not necessarily be like to you know like really get to know that person. My intention might just be to use that person for something, or to meet a need. And once need wasn't met, then you just ghost them. You just kind of cut them off. I think that's really the only reasons why people ghost. For any other reason, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it is boredom, but I think that's like the primary reasons why people do that.
Yeah, we did get boredom because I was on earlier too, and that was actually something also that came up, and I could see that too. Um, but yeah, also it came up too that they're talking to other people and you're just like not it. So
Yeah,
I
just not the first
I
option.
I go against it.
regardless, I think people
Which
should be
one?
honest. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
I go
no, like
against.
yeah, no, like if like that's like I don't understand people when they like ghost after like 5, 10, 15 years. Like I
I
never
go
understand that,
against the ghost
especially if
culture.
you have children. Like especially if you have children. Like why would you just be like? Why don't you just be like, oh well, you know what? Well now I'm
That man
bored after
crazy.
15 years and I have children. I'm just gonna leave you alone and not do anything and just go start another family somewhere. Like bro, like you could have just been like you could have
Damn,
just basically like okay look.
I just
Like,
go
hey,
against the
people
ghost
ghosting their
culture
kids after
right, like,
15
overall.
hey,
years.
so I'm tired of this relationship, and if you want to see other people, I have no problem. But I'm gonna go my way, and you deal with your way, your way. If you need help, I'm here. But I'm gonna go start my family somewhere else. Like, don't just up and be like, well, I'm gone.
I
Like,
never
come on,
heard
man.
of that. Someone ghosting after 10 years. That's wild to me. I do want to let
People really
November
sick out
come
here.
in because they've been waiting for a bit. So if November wants to add on here.
Yeah, sure, I can add
People really
something.
sick out here.
We just need to be respectful to everyone. And we need people to we need men actually to set the standard for men, not to be just to set a standard regarding men and women. I think that men should always be the trendsetters. They shouldn't rely on women to do anything. For me, I would be uncomfortable, if I had to rely on a woman. Not, no
What
offense.
you mean?
So if like there was a situation where there was like a sugar baby or something like that, and I
Okay.
would always be asking her for
There's a
money,
lawyer in the house. I'm saying you ain't gotta say nothing, and I can speak for you and just let you
right?
know
No,
that
no,
now.
you are
All
not a
right.
representative of the court at this moment. Adjourn. What'd you say, bro? What was
Man,
your
that's
reason?
only to the host. That's only to the host.
So
She
I
is the
think
judge.
I think women are just waiting for men to stand up and and start acting like men. Stop acting like like that. Like just let her go. If like if she said no, let her go. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel that. Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Don't block her way. You know. but but yeah, I mean, like I don't DM women because personally I'm afraid of rejection, so I don't want to do it. I'm just being honest. But yeah,
To be
if
to be
if
fair, the quote of Michael Jordan, "You miss every shot you don't take."
Hey,
yeah
no
yeah
worries, man. He's on the move.
yeah that's true. But it's the ones that you risk that you like. The ones that you like you risk. You know. But
That's what love is about.
yeah yeah.
Yeah,
Like with
I
the
don't.
other guy, I was like, he got off easy. Like I messed things up with my ex fiance because I was too selfish to, and like you said, women want men to stand up, and I was so worried, and I was so hurt that I felt I couldn't fix things that I literally said, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm going to move on, and you know. I met someone else and I ended up going to UK. We went to go see temples and stuff. I was there for a month. And then I come back home and I realized that, this shit wasn't what I wanted. Excuse my language.
I
But
think
like this wasn't what I wanted and I wanted everything I gave up back.
I don't think men here are trying to put a false facade that we're perfect. Men, we're imperfect. None of us are
You're
perfect,
kidding. No, I'm kidding.
right? But at the end of the day, we need our women to stand by our side, even though we're not perfect at this time, because you make us perfect, right? You make us strong. You know, um, when we're weak, you're our strength. And that's how I feel. I feel that when women don't really like me that much, and I'm put down, like I know I can do things, but even though she doesn't want me to do it, then I feel weaker. You know.
But why does that even have to be a factor? Is that
Yeah,
Like I know I
women
can
can
like
put
I
you
know I can
down for
just like
being the
make this
way
guy
that you
up. I
are,
know I can be this
but
guy,
yeah,
you
that's
can't
true.
put women down for
but
the way that they are. If there's
So
something that you didn't like in a woman,
mm,
a bunch of women will jump on your case. But if it was something about your shoes that a woman didn't like,
mm,
a bunch of women will gather together, be like, "Yeah, girl, you right.
mm,
His shoes
Yeah,
are ugly.
go ahead, Queen.
What is them,
Go ahead,
FUBU?"
Queen. Yeah, Queen.
I'm
so
just saying
so I'm gonna
this.
say one more thing and then I'm gonna
That's
drop because
kind of messed up.
I'm actually nursing a cold right now.
Hmm.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back to binge watching Sailor Moon like I've been doing
Stay
for the
from
last like
Baltimore.
3 days. So, anyways, but yeah, I wanted to say that sometimes women, right? Um, even if we ghost someone who we may see as toxic, like extremely toxic, or they have violent tendencies, um, even if we try to tell another woman, hey, this person is could potentially be dangerous. Watch yourself. A lot of times other women are not going to listen because they want to find out for themselves. They want to be. They want to be proven wrong, right, by their own experiences. Um, and I will say, if you are if you are the type of woman where you want to find out for yourself, always keep your mind open for other women and men. Um, because we're not always trying to be the bad person or be the bad guy or anything like that. We're literally genuinely trying to help. Or we're not even trying to like uh ruin your relationship. We genuinely want to help because of the statistics of DV and other statistics of very bad violence. We don't want to see someone who may potentially could have been our friend end up in a bad situation. So and this is for everybody. This isn't just for women. This is for men too. Um, if someone is telling you something about someone who may potentially be dangerous, and you're gonna have those rose-colored glasses on in the beginning of your relationship, but always have a pair of rainbow colored. That way you can see all colors in all clearness. Um, and with that, I'm gonna drop down. Blazer out. I love you guys. Bye.
Thank
I
you.
relate to. Hey, can you say Baltimore for us? Oh, she didn't say it.
But honestly,
I
Hey
really
guys,
no
want
matter
her to
what
say
you
like
say,
Baltimore, because I know she would have been Baltimore. It would have been Baltimore. It would have been Baltimore,
It being Halloween, do you guys want to see what I'm dressed as?
huh?
It being Halloween, I have my costume on right now.
Sure. Molly, were you saying
Uh,
something too?
yeah, I was just saying that the problem is
I'm
that
muting.
some of us women have honestly gone through like friends that have honestly didn't want to see like didn't want to see us win, right? They want to so many of our friends at times can actually wreck a good relationship with a man. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I hear that a lot on here too.
right. So I feel like earlier I was on a live and then we were talking about why someone was talking about why the sisterhood is in shambles. And I really feel like genuinely it is the fact that some women just don't want to see other women win. So,
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think it's sad. I've always been a girl's girl. I always want the best for women. I always have, like literally since like all growing up, everything. But I've also seen a lot of nasty women or girls or whatever it may be. So I agree with that. I think though, if it's your friends, like you should want the best for them, right? And again, it goes back to using your discernment. Like, do you think your friend is saying or giving you the best advice for you? So really, I think you have to use discernment.
right.
Like people will say, "Oh, single girls don't want their friends in relationships," However, I could say straight up, like my single friends all now are in relationships. So, and I'm single. So I think it just is dependent, on who you're surrounding yourself with.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just gonna step out, guys.
Thank you for showing us your costume. Looks great. Have fun. Happy Halloween. TF voice just came in and Mr. Fantastic.
I can't. I just want to say Baltimore real quick for my man in the. No, I'm just kidding. So
Hey, yo, bro, you had me in the first half, bro. Why you do me like that? Yo, you from Baltimore?
yeah.
Yo, I ain't from Baltimore, but I know how to say Baltimore, right? Hey, yo, hey, clap out to the house. Hey, yo.
No, I appreciate it. No, but I'm actually in the suburbs of Baltimore now, so I have to be honest with you. My voice is a little different now, but
Well, if you need a lawyer, just
yeah, exactly.
man, I can
So
definitely do that for you. Not towards the white man, only towards blacks.
oh man, I forgot what I was talking about. I wanted to speak on what you guys were just talking about, Jessica.
I don't know how long you've been in here.
Maybe like 5 minutes. Yeah, so I think somebody made a comment that sort of about why people ghost. So I don't know if anybody touched on this, but I think one reason why people ghost is because a lot of people are just non-confrontational. And in order to break up with somebody properly, you have to confront them. And people don't like to confront people. So if they're not happy in the relationship or they're not happy with how things are going, rather than having a difficult conversation with somebody who might really like you, they just disappear because that's a lot easier. It's like out of sight, out of mind. It's like if I can think, if I can remove myself, then that person doesn't even exist in my brain. It's almost like absolving yourself of any accountability. So, because there's a difference between breaking up with somebody who you've been with and ghosting. Ghosting is just you disappear, they're texting you, you're not responding. You know what I mean? They're calling you, you're not picking up, like even though you know they're always with their phone in their hand. So it's like it's like you're doing this on purpose. And I think men do it, I think women do it. It's just a thing that people do. And it may be because they don't see maybe a future, or sometimes they're dealing with somebody else, like somebody already said. So I think there's a number of reasons why people do it, but I don't think it's the best way to go. But we kind of live in a society where people just kind of do. There's not really like the codes of conduct that we used to have. A lot of them are eroding. So the things that we used to think would be like a terrible thing to do to somebody, now it's just like, well, if it makes me feel good, then I'll do it. And it's harder to find people with the type of character to actually like do certain things that we used to all kind of know are the way to do things. Like I'm 42, so you can call me boomer or whatever. But it's just we just used to operate a little bit differently. So that's what I think.
Well, to be honest, man, if you think about it, most of the time, if you've ever ghosted someone, you really didn't care or even respect that person.
Right.
I got a question.
Because if you really respected somebody,
I got a question. I got a question for the women in the room. Yeah, I got a question for the women in the room. So do nice guys finish last?
Hell yeah, they do. Look.
No, they
Bruh,
don't.
that is
When it
not
comes,
even a
But
question.
when it
We,
comes to
all
being
of us brothers know
okay,
that.
there's
a majority of the time, a lot of the guys that think they're the nice guy, they're actually not. That's the reality of it.
That's
Let's
how
be
nice
honest.
guys finish
I
last.
thought he
So
asked the men. I
you're
thought he asked
not.
the men in here. Now I'm just playing. I'm just playing Divine. I'm playing.
I mean, if you want,
if I
hold on,
may
hold on.
chime
Let me,
in,
let me, hold on. Let me just say this, dog.
Can I?
Dead ass. No,
Go ahead.
you say that some of these guys pretend this, that, and the third. Yes, those are the bad guys. And this is the reason why there is a quote that nice guys finish last in the first place. So when you finally develop to find out who is the nice guy and who is not a pretender, Now you know what a nice guy look like. So we all know as men what a nice guy look like. And we do understand that nice guys do finish last. So when you girls are done playing with them bad boys, then y'all come over to the guys that are nice. But a lot of times us nice guys start turning bad is because we get used by the girl who don't even identify the nice guy at all. She don't even know what he looked like. She don't know. And this is what brings me back to the fact of the matter is that men know women, women don't know men. Men know what women. Hold on. Look,
Yeah,
let
that's
me
true.
cook, right quick.
Listen to him.
Let him
Listen to
cook.
him.
Women know nothing about men at all. Men know what women want. We are the fishers. Matter of fact, prime example. If if I'm wrong, any dude at all can tell me that I'm wrong. And I'm speaking to the women right now because this is something that y'all don't even know
You
about
didn't
us.
actually. Actually, you're not speaking to the women. You're speaking about women. There's two completely different
No,
things.
no, no. I'm
When
not
you
speaking
Hold on,
of.
ask
just
the
hold
men,
on, love.
See what I
and you
mean?
ask,
I'm trying to
and
give
you
y'all
ask the
knowledge right
men.
now.
I'm
Y'all like,
talking.
what
I'm
is he about to
talking.
say? And she like, oh, you speaking about women.
Yeah, she
No,
doesn't.
I'm not.
Just listen to him. Listen to him though, and then you can rebuttal.
I'm
No.
not speaking about women
Listen
at
to him
all.
though.
Like about y'all. I'm speaking about what we know about y'all. So I'm speaking from a man point of view of what we see in y'all, and you don't even want to listen because you don't want to learn men. If you learn men, then you understand men. How you think that a woman can be a pimp? I've seen plenty of women be pimps, and they be pimping dudes. How do they do that? They know what.
Mr.
Look, she
Fantastic,
already
let the clock
rejecting
start,
it.
bro.
Now, see,
Hey,
and that's what happened. When you hear anything about men or what we want and what we like
So
or anything about what we want to talk about. I'm sorry, did I cut you
so
off, host?
no, I wanted to say like it was okay, Izzy. I tried to let you up, but it was just loading and it wouldn't let you up. So and then you dropped. But thank you, Izzy. I appreciate it. I do want to let I believe Rant just got up here, so I'd also like to hear them. I don't know if you want to respond to what was just said. I don't think you were totally accurate with what was just said, but I'll let someone else speak first.
I
well,
gotta
I
remove.
didn't even get to
I
finish,
just want to
but
add to what he says before we
I didn't
completely
even
move
get to
on.
finish.
Yeah, he didn't even get to
Well,
finish.
the only thing I want to say
All
is
right.
that another thing about nice guys that women don't that they don't see or they might not really understand is a lot of women will ruin a good guy just because they don't know how to treat or handle a good guy once they have him. Once they actually have a good guy and they've wanted that because like bro said, they've been with guys that didn't really treat them well. They had so many toxic habits that they've developed and they don't know how to heal from it and they ruin that relationship and ultimately that guy he's like I always lose. So now I'm going to do something different.
Okay, so I want to let you finish because I don't want you to think I'm not letting you finish. I felt like you were just saying the same thing over and over that men understand women, but women don't understand men. So
I
if there was
think
something
that's
else, please
see
elaborate.
that I'm sorry, Miss Host, and I love you to death, but that's a prime example of why men get don't say nothing.
Yeah.
And I think that the comments was like, yo, because I read the comments, they was like, yo, why didn't you let him finish? He was about
I
to
let them too.
reveal
Yeah,
something that
I want
most
to let
women
you
just
finish.
don't know.
If I
You know,
may chime in,
I
So
mean,
I guess
I'm in. Go ahead.
yeah. So I guess you could elaborate on how you feel, like what you understand about women that women don't understand about men.
It's
Maybe
not
then I
about that. It's about what you guys need to understand about us. We understand y'all 100%. From birth, we understand y'all. Our mama's been telling us, open the door for ladies,
Yeah.
treat a lady right, do this for ladies. Women like affection, women like flowers, women like this, women like that. What did y'all get to tell y'all about what y'all need to do for men? Nothing. Literally nothing. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. Everything that we was taught was diverted back to y'all, but in a different way. Was like he needs to do this. He needs to do that. So I'm about to tell you, and every lady on this panel, and y'all might hate me. Y'all might. But I told you already, I'm neutral. I go after men and I go after women. But whoever turn it is whoever turn it is. I'm not attacking women, but I'm going to tell y'all exactly what men really think and how we really
Okay.
act.
You have one more minute because then I have new people on here too, so I want everyone to speak.
I'll let
Oh,
them go first then, because I'll reveal it later then. Because I don't need 1 minute to explain this.
You just take your minute, bro.
I don't need the minute.
Bro, take your minute, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll keep it short and simple then, since they want it brief. Men see you before you see them. That is the
That's
honest truth.
that's
I don't
true.
care what man is on this earth right now. And even some men would even disagree with me, but every man is looking for a wife trait in every woman that they see. We see you before you see us. We see the way you walk. We see the way you talk. We see everything about you. We see the way your hips move. We see your feet. We see the shoe size. We see how tall you are. We analyze everything. The second you come up to us, in an instant, snap of a finger, we could put you in the sex category, just like that. The
And Beyonce. And Beyonce.
whatever you wearing. Hold on, don't cut me off, brother, because I only got 1 minute. Whatever you are wearing, if you wearing with a bunch of cleavage showing with a tattoo right there, we already know that's for attention. That's what we're thinking. It may not be the truth. That may not be what you're doing, but that's automatically what we're thinking. In a snap of a finger, we can turn you into wifey and we can turn you into the side chick in a second. Now, if you are wifey material, we will love you with all of our heart. Men love 10 times harder. 10 times harder. And I don't think y'all understand about 10 times harder. A man will literally jump in front of a car and push you out the way and lose his own life for you. That is 10 times harder than any woman would ever love any man. Because you would not push no man out of the way just to jump in front of a car to kill yourself so that person can survive. That is a man's role, and that's what we will do. So I don't care what type of man he is. That man could be a raggedy man, a dusty in his mind. And I'm not saying these are good people, but in his mind, he is always scoping and looking for He's looking for a wife, but we can tell before you tell us. We can tell before you tell us that you got trauma, that you got things that's passed in your life and all this other stuff. We sense it already. We know what to look for. We know y'all better than y'all even know yourself. So before you even tell us that you got trauma in your life, he already knew that when he approached you. So he know how to approach you. How the hell you gonna tell the fisherman how to catch a fish? He know you. He already been watching you. This is the reason why I said, and which is very true. Every man that approached you have seen you 20 minutes before that you didn't already seen him. You didn't even notice him. He seen you though.
okay, yeah. I agree as far as them seeing you and
I agree.
Everything in my statement was
I don't.
100% true.
I
And this is the
I
reason why that
categorically
women
disagree
become
with everything
vulnerable.
you said.
I just
okay, wait, we're gonna let
I
you
agree. I
know.
just didn't like how you made it all about sex.
It
Okay,
didn't
we're gonna
have to
let
do what? What
I like to do it
Never
men,
mind.
women, men, women. So and I have more men on here. So we're
This
gonna go
dude here.
Brand to go first, then I'm going to let Mr. Fantastic. I know you have something to say. And Mr. Gaslight has okay, go ahead, Brand.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
then Divine.
I
Well,
disagree
I'm
with.
gonna hop down, you guys. It was really nice meeting everybody. Thank you for the chitter chatter. Really appreciate it. I like
Yeah,
everybody's
thanks for
thoughts,
coming
even
up.
though I don't agree. But hey, finally everybody got to be nice and cordial. So it
Oh,
was
she's
nice
so
meeting
nice.
everybody. Then
How you
we'll see you
doing?
guys.
How
Bye.
you doing?
Okay, bye, guys.
What? She's
But
leaving
Uh,
already?
Yeah, so I disagree with almost everything he said, and I didn't keep notes, but I'm sure I disagree with
How you gonna
100% of what
disagree
he
with
said.
biology?
Before
She's
you
about
see
to tell
me,
you.
yeah, relax.
Okay.
Before you see me, my anxiety let me know that you're around, looking at me, or in the vicinity. So yeah, you may
Mm.
have seen me first, but I am
Superhero.
scared because I feel your presence, right? So I'm looking around to see where is this energy coming from of this aggressive man. That's, and then another question I have is, so you say that when you immediately when you see a woman, you know if she's wifey material, if you're willing to risk your life, jump in front of a car. That sounds desperate. Like, you don't even know her name, you don't know what she thinks or feels. Like, you don't feel a little bit sad about kind of you're willing to risk your life for somebody that you don't know from a first look?
Can I can I'll just kind of say what he said. So I think what
Taylor,
he's trying
please.
to say
Just she
is,
taking this out of context,
well,
like
that's why I'm about to
completely.
help her. I'm about to help her
I'm
because
Thank
sorry,
I
you.
I'm
think
gonna just
I
say
think it
Thank you,
would
brother.
help
logically.
if
So
she
like
heard
Thank
it
you.
words
from a
mean
Thank you.
different
things to
person.
me.
Because I think she
I
not
got you, brother.
correlating.
I
No,
got
no,
you. No, no,
words
it's okay.
mean things.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
get
I
that
got you,
woman
brother.
in her place. Yeah. Get her
So,
where she needs to be.
Rand. So what he's trying to say is that if I just met you, right? Or no, I just seen you.
Yeah.
Like I already have in my head. I'm not, I wouldn't say size you up. It's not that way, but I'm getting a general idea about what kind of woman you are. And he's saying if you looked very if you could have went to a meeting that morning, I'm like, okay, she has a good sense of style. I like that. I might like your hoop earrings. I might like the way you did your hair. I might like the way that I heard you talking to the cashier. I might like your accent, right? And now all these things are playing in my head. I'm like, you know what? This seems like a girl that seems like my type. Now, based on what he's saying is that I might put you in two categories once I actually get to know you. Once I get to know you and I'm like, you know what? She seems like maybe she's more of a friend. Maybe we just don't vibe on that level. She's attractive. I like her, but maybe it's not on that level. Maybe I might think, oh, she just plays a lot of games. She says she had 3 baby daddies and, she doesn't really, care about relationships. I know that you're not a wifey material for me. Now, on the other hand, if you're like, hey, I'm looking for something long term and, I have like these goals, these ambitions, and I'm like, hey, that kind of lines up to what I want. This sounds like somebody that I would click with. That's all he's saying. Now, this is a truism, meaning it's truth without having really to be explained. I think most guys that care about people and they see that where they're needed, like for example, I used to live in an apartment before my house was built. If there was a fire in my apartment complex and I heard a baby in the next room, I'm going into that next room, although I've never had firefighter training and I probably ain't got a fire extinguisher, and I probably don't have any PPE. But I'm going in there because I know that there's a baby in there that needs to be saved.
Oh
And same
God,
way,
you'll
if
save
I
that
if I
baby
saw
and
you
burn up by yourself.
exactly, not, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go in there, and
Yeah,
the
no,
thing
no,
is
that's what
like
I'm
if me
saying.
and
We will
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
Oh,
That's in our
facts,
heart.
facts. Sorry, the traffic is loud. Now, one more thing, Rand. So, if we were on a first date and we were walking on the street, and I saw you were walking to like you're on the side of the road, I would tell you, hey, or maybe I wouldn't even tell you. I would just walk. I would just move on the opposite side, just so you don't have to be close to the road, because I care about your safety. Now, he's not. I know it was like it might have seemed like an extreme, but it really isn't. This is how a lot of guys think.
So why is that hinged upon what you think I look like? Because I wear
No,
librarian
no,
clothes,
no,
and I
love.
conservatively, I'm in shape, but I will ruin your life. So why do you automatically think that because you like the way I look?
See,
Because that's the
like
only thing you know
What
I
about
the
the
me
fuck
is
is
demeanor.
this going?
beauty.
I'm
That you'd be
sorry.
willing to
This
risk
is
your life because of how I look. But I have no control
what?
over outside of how my
What?
body looks.
No,
I
no,
This
love.
cannot.
Wait,
dude
wait.
literally
Did you hear
explained
anything I
about
just
a
said?
baby dying
I
in
don't
a
care.
fire
Listen, I
next
don't care about a
door,
bit.
and
Like, you
then
don't have to use analogies. Like, you
She
said
is
what?
that
toxic.
What
you
Yes,
this
know
she's
me
got
for the
to
first
do
toxic.
couple
with your
minutes,
look,
Oh
and
bro?
you
my
want
god.
to
This
treat a woman a certain type of way, and it's literally
I'm
based
sorry. I
off
usually don't
looks.
cut people off, but this is making me mad.
But
Is
nobody,
because
no, it was my
you
turn
are
though, and he
talking
was answering your
indirect. He
She's
is
question.
toxic,
talking
bro.
direct to you. You're talking indirect. This is not okay. Because even with me explaining it to you,
Do
you
you know
asked
what
the same.
direct
You
and
asked the
indirect
same
means?
question. You
He
asked the
used a
same.
bunch of analogies
Listen,
and
you
just
asked the same question, and then he literally explained it in like the most. I
I
don't
even
even,
put you in it.
bro. I don't know how
that's the
simplified
thing.
that could be for you.
I don't need
He
analogies to
basically saying
understand
it don't
concepts.
matter gender, it
That
don't
tells
matter
me
anything. We
she
as
doesn't
men
follow.
are
See,
protectors. He would
okay.
go to the
Okay, so
next
it doesn't
door
have to
if
do
a
with gender,
building
right?
was
So
on
it doesn't matter
fire.
when you see somebody, if it's a good looking man or a good looking woman, you know
It don't
what
matter about the
category.
this motherfucker, bro.
Hey, can I tell y'all one? Can I
I'm
tell
about
y'all
to
I
one
feel like
thing
you're
trip,
a
that
bro.
bully.
This is the
Stop
first
it.
time I ever got out of character. Like, are you serious right now?
hey,
Oh,
Are you
lawless,
really serious?
lawless,
oh.
Bro,
I
this
want to
this
tell
goes
y'all.
back to what you said. A lot of women don't know about men. This is the prime
This
example.
dude put
This
this
is the
shit
prime
on a
example.
steak and a platter and cut the
To
shit
be
for you.
fair to women, I don't care about knowing men. So
What the?
don't say because of
Yo,
what
you
I
need to get
And
this
say,
we
person
know
off your
you
you
panel.
don't.
know
This
There's
what
women
don't
that
motherfucker
don't
is
know
mean
tripping.
anything.
men
I'm
And
because
then
I
I
sorry,
don't
took
I don't
three
even
care
try to
examples and
about
you
curse,
still
but
don't get it.
what men
you are
want
really
or who they are.
not doing this right now.
I
Are you
use your
kidding me?
words. I don't need analogies.
Does anyone else have an opposition for what was said as far as men understand women and women don't understand men? Um,
Yeah, can I chime in real quick? Because I just had one quick point.
This my.
And
okay.
Go ahead,
and
brother.
and,
All
and,
right,
and I
I'm
think
sorry.
I
I'm a
think
mute.
we saw it illustrated a few minutes ago when the other young lady who dropped was in. I don't remember her name, but I noticed that that Jessica, you and her, y'all both had a similar reaction. And I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, but one thing that men typically know is that to women, a lot of them, not all of them, but to women, if it doesn't make them feel good, then it's not true, right? So
Yeah.
if you say something to them and they don't like the feeling of it, then to them that's the same as it not being true. And men, we don't process information that same way. So when Lawless was saying that we understand y'all, what he's saying is we have to observe certain things about your nature, because I've never heard a man once in any live that I've ever been in say, well, I don't care what women think about me, or I don't care what women think about men. But I hear it every live that I go in, a woman will say that, which is fine.
It's so
Like that's,
true.
you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to have that perspective.
He
But
not
men
lying.
don't have that, right? So it's a different, you can call it desperate, you can call it, simping, whatever you want to call it. But that's our reality. So when we get into these conversations, we know what you're about to say half the time before you even say it,
Oh
because
my
we
god,
Yeah.
have to know. Y'all don't really
this
have to
guy,
know us.
Yep.
So my man,
Yes.
Wallace is
Thank you.
100% right. He's right.
bro.
And
He's
another thing,
100%.
men can't
No,
and
he's
men can't
right.
afford to be speaking foolish like that, because the only way to get women
No,
is
y'all
to
just hold
understand
on,
them
hold on,
to a
hold on.
degree.
Somebody said, so y'all mind readers. No, y'all just say the same thing all the time.
All
So
the time.
we already know. And then we
Don't
learn
even answer
y'all.
the comments, bro. Don't even answer the
It's like
comments.
it doesn't
People be
make,
trolling, bro.
normally I
Look,
don't read the comments, but it's just my bad, brother. My bad.
no,
I'm so
it's
sorry.
okay. It's just
That
my
woman
problem
just
with that logic is that we can't afford to think foolishly like that, because we have to know things about y'all in order to approach you, to in order to bring things further and up to speed with y'all, to even court. Like last time, Jessica, your whole life was about courtship. How could a man ever court a woman without knowing anything about her? That's why it's always the man to be the initiator. How can you initiate without knowing anything? So
Sure, but
that's what he's trying to say.
and I hear what you guys are saying. I really do. However, I think it's minimizing the fact that women also take time to get to know the man, right?
they
Because
don't.
a
I
woman
feel
doesn't
that,
want to
but
jump
how
into
many
a
women really approach men and court men? It's not often. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it never happens. That's not true. But very few. Most of the time, I guarantee you, if you ask any of these men, they could probably count on one hand how many times they've been approached by a woman. And
no.
I'm pretty sure they never had problems getting women.
I
That's
think the problem
that's
right
fair,
now
right?
is there's a
That,
disconnect. Is because even though that men are still saying it, and even in your live, even in the chat right now, saying the same thing, I think that it's a rejection of what men want. Men are saying it in your chat. Men are actually saying it on your live. Men are actually connecting and telling you and telling not you personally, not you,
Not you.
but telling women.
Right.
And we have a platform now because we wasn't able to say what we actually feel before. Is because there was
Yeah.
a bunch of women platforms that kind of really hated on men. We wasn't
Women
able to
been
say
ruling the
what
game
we
of
like, what we
relationships.
wanted. Right. We wasn't able to say
Wait,
all these things
talk
that we want
about
to say.
that.
We
Talk
don't
about
hate
that.
women.
What platforms were women speaking on that men weren't?
Oh God,
Can I?
Lee. Oh
Well,
God.
you guys have
You want to go down
magazines
the
about
list?
relationships. Like there was
She
many.
asked
There's
the
many.
platforms.
Yeah. Well, okay. Platforms. I mean, a magazine
Platforms.
back.
I can do this. I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Many,
Oprah. Let's
Oprah,
go.
The
Oprah.
View, The Talk.
The Voice.
I ain't
What
never
is it?
seen The Listen. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
never seen that show, The Listen. You know why? You know what? I'm not gonna do it.
Told you, Gaslight.
I and
And
I'm not arguing.
you know what's funny right now is that there's probably some women right now, and it's not to hate
About
on
to ban
women,
this
all women,
live.
but it's like there is some women right now like they banding together and think this is attack. It's
Band
like
of
why do
Brothers.
y'all think that when we say what we like and y'all should get to know us, it's a attack on y'all? How is that an attack on y'all? That's what I'm
Okay,
trying to figure out here.
so I don't. I never said it's an attack. I don't know who did.
Not
I don't.
you.
Yeah, but I don't know where that's coming from, right? I'm
We on
not
your
saying that.
platform. We love you.
Yeah, we love
We're
you, Jessica.
Yeah.
thank you
And we
guys. I
don't mean to
appreciate
cut y'all. Let us
it.
mute.
But the
Jessica's
thing
a
is,
good woman.
thank you. I appreciate that, but I don't totally agree with what you're saying, and I know you're all on board with it, but I don't.
No, it's
I
not that. What do you disagree with?
well, I've heard on here,
Just
especially a
let her
lot
say
of
what she
women.
disagree.
They want to understand men, right? I went to school for psychology, so I could understand everyone, not just women, not just men. Of course, I might understand a woman better. I'm a woman, right? But I think I don't think it's fair to say that women like don't care or they don't want to know or understand men. I don't think that's fair to say. Um,
We didn't say
I
that.
also like I'm not hearing like what what men real like what you guys want. Like you're
Can
saying
I can I ask you a
Well, hold
question,
on, hold on, hold
Jessica?
on, hold on. Let me
Wait, I
hold
want to ask
on.
her a
Hold
question
on.
real
No,
quick.
no, no, no,
I
no.
haven't
Before
asked you
you do
something
that,
else.
because I
But go
gotta
on.
address this part. It's like,
But it's
listen,
important.
we not saying that we not like everything that you addressed was not nothing that we said. We just said that women don't have to learn about men. We
Yes.
didn't say that women don't care to. We said they don't have to, so they don't know men. There is a huge
But
difference
let me ask her this real
between,
quick,
I
Jessica.
I don't
but
think a lot of
don't
men
let them
will real.
sidetrack that part because that
I
is a
don't
main factor.
listen.
Hold on. What
I
she say?
don't believe. I don't believe that men a lot of times do know about women or want to know about women. Like for
Say
real.
five
Like
things that we know.
I'm an idiot.
how
Well,
many
I
how many men will keep pushing right for a woman and she says no? I mean, we could even just go there, right? Briefly, we could
no,
talk about how many
no.
women
They
have.
just don't care. Unfortunately, they just don't care. I hate to be that person to say that, but it's true.
Why we,
Like
bro? You
if
cannot be our
like
advocate, bro.
me and Tay, because like
Hey
he
man,
was
don't
saying,
say my
he
name in
say,
the same. Just don't do
bro,
that. It's, no.
pause. Wait your turn. So he was saying when he was
This
being
guy.
raised up, his mom told him like, "Hey, you treat women like this. Women like this. They like flowers. They like to be made feel like they're special." I was taught the same things. I was taught the same exact things. Now, there's probably a lot of guys that you're speaking about that have been taught the same things. They just don't care. They never cared. For me, I did care. So I get what you're saying, but there's a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are guys out there that they'll, if they want to take what they want, then that's just the way that they are. And it's not just with women, it's literally in friendships, it's with, it could be at their job. That's just the way that they are as a person. They're just backstabbers. This is who they are.
So I do want to let other people speak. So I'm going to let Mr. Gaslight come in, Joe Walker, and then if other people want to respond to what's being said, I want to let everyone talk. So go ahead, Mr. Gaslight. And Eli, I don't know where you heard me say I didn't want to learn about men. I don't think that was ever said. So I'm not sure in the comments why you said that. But go on, Mr. Gaslight.
Miss with you. I don't know what y'all talking about. I was just looking at an old video of me doing push-ups. I was thick as fuck. I ain't thick no, but
Hey, yeah.
let me get back there.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, I was.
Okay,
What?
Joe. Mr. Gaslight.
It was thick as fuck. Did this nigga say he was thick?
Yeah, he did.
Bro, please don't tell us the area because we don't want to know.
What?
Hey, if I
He
can
was, I
chime
was
in,
thick as
if
fuck,
if
nigga.
I can chime in from everything that I'm hearing, look, I'm gonna give you something. I used to hold a seminar in college, right? A lot of guys that when women ask me if I'm nice, I tell them straight up, I'm a straight up scallywag, but I'll treat you nice. I tell them, I'm a straight scallywag. I am not nice, but I'll treat you nice. You know what I mean? Women don't like corny ass men. Let's put it that way. This whole thing about like analyzing women like you the Terminator or something, you walking around analyzing women with that Terminator eye. You know, you gotta I don't know where this come from, right? But when I go into a certain situation, I don't go in analyzing no one, right? I go in there, I look well, I smell nice, and I talk well. I look for great conversation. That's what women are looking for is great conversation. They're not looking to get analyzed. They're not a piece of product you're trying to analyze at a store or a car you bought at a car lot. You know, you got to go in there with your game, and you got to go in there with a sense of humility. You can't just go in there and go, I'm gonna analyze and take my life for some random chick I don't even know. That doesn't happen. We're not in a Marvel. We're not in a Marvel movie. We're not in a DC movie. You're not Superman, right?
Bro,
So
I have to call Cap a little bit on that though. So you're telling me if you saw a woman that needed help, like let's say she's broken down on the side of the road, you wouldn't help her?
no, I will help her out.
Okay, so
Let's
that's what
let's
we're
put it this way.
saying.
Us as guys, we have automatically protective instincts. We have protective instinct. This is why I'm a security guard, right? I
Yeah.
work as a security guard, so I'm trained to observe, and I'm trying to get my private security guard degree so I can actually be a bodyguard. And I used to work as a bouncer, right? But there's a certain things. I had a buddy that helped this girl out from being beaten from her man, right? He got pew-pewed in the eye, right? He got pew-pewed in the eye. He didn't get the girl, and the girl still stayed with the abuser. He lost an eye, though. That's his scar of battle. He lost an eye. But guess what? The girl still went back with the guy that was treating her wrong. You got to understand there are two types of
I
people in
agree.
this. There's two types of people in this world. You could be Steve Urkel, right? You could be Steve Urkel, simping over Laura for a very long time, right? And wishing that the person you're simping over is going to eventually give you some sort of